I'm present.
And Justin Moore.
Justin!
Live from the Oaklawn Racing Casino Resort Studio. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only casino resort.
Two things you need to know. I'm the king. Yeah. And number two is look out, man. Look at that. They're coming at you. You see that? It's called karate, man. Two kinds of people know. The Chinese and the king. Yeah. One of them is me.
All right. And they won't let the poor boy down. All right, it's Thursday, June 5th. It's 6:09. All you 609ers out there, let's go. Move it.
Keep that going on that. Move it.
Hey, baby, we're going to be here all day. Baby. I like this kind of party. Baby.
I like it a lot. Get your damn act together.
Yeah.
Okay? Settle down just a little bit.
Get to the promised land.
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Hey, what's up, Frankie?
Hello, Buzz listeners.
Hey,
Zippy, you've talked to Baz a few times lately, haven't you?
Come down, easy taxi to the terminal zone. Stop worrying about your mustache and read the rule book.
Los Angeles.
You're all terrible. This is the promised land called the boys on the line.
This is us transporting into the studio for the very first time this week. Like honey flying over to the... Oh, I don't see you. There it is. Yeah. We made... Come on. They had pods like this.
More time. Here we go. Telephone.
Los Angeles.
Drop a load. Wow.
Nothing to do, brother.
Hey, come in. All right, let's get this party started. It is 6:11, as Roger said. Oh my gosh, Roger, I didn't.
Yeah.
First day back in only day in studio, as we plan to be in Fayetteville tomorrow morning. We've been busy bees.
Yeah, man.
And that's all good though.
Be Watto, my friend.
That's exactly right. Good morning, Roger.
Good morning, David.
Good morning, Josh.
Morning.
That was sort of.
Wow, are you
Somebody,
okay?
everything was down in here. One of the buttons.
I was trying to get. Good morning, Josh.
Morning. How are you guys?
There we go. Much better.
Lighten up.
Glad to have everybody here. Got a busy show today. We thought we were going to have Joe Klein. Joe texted me yesterday. The way he communicates with us, we said, Joe, are you in tomorrow? He just goes, Los Angeles. That means he'll be here at 6.
He goes through the effort of even making it all caps.
Then last night at 9:15, he said, hey, I'm out. He said, had a long week.
Yeah. What did he say? You're all terrible? Is that what it was? He had a long week. Listen, isn't that something? He's had a long week, and that was just Wednesday. So he's been humping it. And we understand. Don't get me wrong. I mean, he doesn't sit on his privileged butt.
Got a busy
unless
show
he
to
played
mention.
36 holes.
We'll have some folks up from Arthur, Arkansas today. The sponsor of Camp Kozel, Dr. Richard Wurgis, and Tracy Bird, who's their marketing director. He's a hand, arm, and elbow specialist.
Hand, finger, elbow?
Everything. All
is
those
things. Is it arm as well?
And
okay.
I actually have.
I know.
Josh, I don't know if I've ever told you this. I actually have my first high school football game, a horrible hand injury that I had to have surgery on. To this day, I cannot bend my finger because of the surgery back in 1977.
Well, we're going to ask you about that. We're going to ask you about that.
He knows
you
exactly
also
what
have a
it is.
pencil lead in your finger. In your hand.
I do. I tell you what else I have too, by the way. Yeah. All my windows back in.
Hey!
Let me tell you what. I'm going to tell you what I appreciate. The little things in life. I appreciate quiet in my car. Oh, my gosh. I've gone 4 days with no... it's not a wind tunnel in there. And it's like, oh, it's so nice just to have peace and quiet. Yes.
Yeah. When we talked last night, I was making up my protein shake, and I thought, and then I forgot all about it. I was going to go over to the Ninja and turn it on and talk to you while that was on, just to let you know, hey, you missed this. Well, congratulations on that. You finally got it. They do a lot of vacuuming?
They did 2 windows, $880 for the two.
Wow.
That's what that
How lucky are you?
That thief who got nothing in over in Nashville. Yeah. Of course, I have insurance.
It cost you $1,000 just for him to be, or her. We don't know if it's a man or a woman.
I've had about a couple weeks. You know, I was going up to So. By the way, we'll have So represented today by Bill Vickery, new sponsor. So restaurant. You know, somebody runs over a sign, they don't pick it up, and pow, blow out a tire. That's $320. They're like, man, we got to just keep. But you know what? Hashtag blessed.
Oh, yeah.
Hashtag blessed. I've got the great Fletcher fleet.
The vehicle, absolutely. So you have that going on. And I wasn't hurt in the melee that happened. So we're both blessed for that.
That's exactly right. So anyway, so we'll have Dr. Wurgis and Tracy Bird from Ortho.
Tracy Bird. Here's the thing about Tracy Bird. You know what I know about
Tracy Bird?
No, not Tracy Bird, because they took the I out of Bird and put it at the end of her name, and then took the Y from Tracy and put it in the word Bird. So, I mean, that's what it is.
How crazy is that?
I'll tell you how crazy it is.
And then mentioned Bill Vickery will officially have a sponsor back today. So Restaurant up on Kavanaugh. It's an outstanding restaurant. One of the coolest restaurants. Josh, I don't know if you've been over there or not yet. It's one of the few neighborhood type restaurants where it's not in the middle of 30 other restaurants, not in the middle of a busy area.
It's not. Is it a strip mall?
It is not.
So it's not like that at all.
It's an old building, Roger, that's been there probably 70 years or 80 years.
Do you know if I've been there?
It is. I don't know, but they've got some unbelievable food. Bill Vickery is a regular over there. That's it's near his house, so he'll talk about So. We'll have Melinda Mayo, brought to you by Sanders, of course, and then in the 9 o'clock hour, Janitor George and Michael Marion from Simmons Bank Arena. I hadn't had them up in a while. They want to make sure to get on. They said they want to get on and talk about some of the concerts coming up.
Oh, good.
10 days to Father's Day. 29 days to Independence Day. It looks like, Roger, we're online to go back and see our buddy Terry Bradshaw up on Father's Day on Branson. So if you got anybody who wants to go up there with us, we're going up there.
Yeah, we're going up there.
We don't know exactly how we're going to get up there yet, but we're going. Tommy Norman's out. He's out. He cannot go. He cannot go.
All right,
yes.
very good, very good. We understand. Listen, he's got a lot of things going on. Hey, morning to you, Tommy. Yeah. I hope you're not eating a one bar.
Who are we talking about?
Cherokee Copper, Tommy Norman. If you were hungry, he'll make a sandwich. That's Tommy Norman, our buddy Tommy Norman.
So also 29 days to July 4th. We're that close there. Today's National Moonshine Day.
Hey now.
Speaking of Terry Bradshaw.
Speaking of Terry Bradshaw.
Josh, I don't know.
He's got some colored hooch.
Yeah, he starts pulling out all these jars of moonshine. He's got some distributor.
Who was it? Yeah, who was it?
I can't remember. He was trying to, but it was.
It was a singer. It was a famous name.
It was disgusting. It was peanut butter and jelly moonshine, and it was
different flavor.
Blueberry is like,
yeah. When did you decide that it was nasty? After you finished it?
I had to take the offer of Terry Bradshaw.
Yeah, you're so gracious like that.
Yes. Listen, when Terry Bradshaw offers you a bottle of moonshine, you got to take it.
Well, of course you do.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to offer you something here in a minute.
Today's also National Hot Air Balloon Day. Roger, I know.
I'm out.
I best say I know where you are, Josh.
Not even close.
Are you? Would you do the hot air balloon? No.
Out.
Yeah. Is that because of the height?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Telephone poles.
Wires.
Do the whole thing.
Oh my gosh.
I mean, I don't see anything. No, I don't want to be a part of that. You know what that is? That's a lot higher than the bucket we were in at 101 feet in Russellville at the fire department. And I didn't look over that.
It is. I know some people who've done that before. We used to did it for some Razorback related stuff, and they get the weather, the wind, all that stuff's important to them. I mean, they've got to figure that out. Well, I'm just saying that could be the life or death. That they have to measure the winds and all that kind of stuff. And you're right, you get thrown off track.
Nobody died, but even the Wizard of Oz. Yeah. It was a mishap.
Yeah.
With a hot air balloon. Now, my sister lives out in New Mexico. My oldest sister. And they have out there that big display. I believe it's out there every year. Is it Arizona? Maybe they do it in several places.
Mexico.
It is New Mexico. Thank you. And great looking. I mean, the colors are vibrant. Yeah, I mean, the different designs of those things.
It's a cool looking thing. Yes, it's beautiful.
Wouldn't mind being there and watching it. Take place.
Watching
but that's it.
Keyword watching.
Absolutely.
Also today we got to play Match Game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. I don't know what are we going to play for today. Do we know what we're playing for? What are we playing for?
Arkansas baseball tickets.
Wow, my gosh!
Now listen, are you serious?
I am.
You serious, Clark?
Wow. Now which game is it? Which game is it?
You can pick.
Oh, okay. You hear that?
You.
Okay, tell you what we're doing. We're gonna do that in the
You made the call.
We're gonna do that in the 7:30. We're gonna do that at 7:30. We're gonna do that at 7:30.
All right. What movie is this? Erwin M. Fletcher. You choose.
I don't know, friendo. Boom. Or I don't know if you were asking me to do the movie or whatever, but I went No Country for Old Men.
You know what?
Friendo.
I don't know if
Call
I
it.
heard. I don't know if
Call
I heard
it.
I don't know if I heard him say that.
I know you have to
Oh,
watch
you
it a
missed
few
it.
times. Yeah,
He's got a bunch of one-liners.
Yeah. Call it.
Not in the sense you mean. That's a good one.
Let me tell you something. I won't say a whole lot about it because we're going to do it on Friday. But after listening to it in the dialogue, then I want you guys can explain to me on tomorrow about the ending. But it's a Coen Brothers.
It is.
So when I'm listening to that dialogue, that's the same dialogue, which was perfect for them. When they didn't they do True Grit?
Yes, they did.
Okay, so you can tell the dialogue that Portis did in that book, they duplicated. Their writing style is like, because in watching that movie and listening to the script, I assume they wrote it as well.
Yes,
Did you notice there was really no soundtrack? There's hardly any music at all in that movie. It's almost all silence other than the
It was 2 hours, and it was fast.
Yeah, it was. It really is a fast movie.
I mean,
And that-
I am. Well,
I did a carryover, Roger, last night till 1:30 like an idiot. I was typing anyway, but the one with the guy who was Apollo Creed and the guy who beat Black Panther. Not Apollo Creed, but the son of Creed.
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he's got that one where he fights the devil, and they've got this. You've seen that? It was called Sinners. Boy,
By the
seen
way,
it. Yeah.
I had somebody quote Step Brothers to me last night.
Yes.
Missed it. I was really upset.
Oh,
Somebody
they-
said it talking about doing karate in the garage.
Oh no!
And I was like,
Oh,
like
no.
Step Brothers. I was like,
That's
missed
right.
it.
Roger and I would have knocked that one out of the
I
park.
know.
But do thank Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse for a match game that we're going to be playing tonight. Roger, you're at Mainline Sports Bar.
Yeah, dude.
in
It
Hot
is
Springs.
the first. Is this first Thursday
Yeah,
in
it is.
June?
It is.
Jiminy
It
Christmas.
is. I know.
I was telling you last night, Josh. I was telling Baz that I'd hit up Justin Moore with all the things that he'd been doing. Now I get it. And we only did it for 3 days here. I mean, we were in St. Joe,
right.
Texas a week ago. A few days ago, Nashville. This cat is touring all over the country. 84 dates. That doesn't mean how many days he's away from home. And I was forgetting what I was going on. But yes, we're going to be at Mainline Sports Bar tonight. It's going to be fun. Come hang out with us. Here's what we've got, Baz. $30 gift card for third place. Second is $50. First place is $100. I have got a family market gift card for you folks that are there in Hot Springs. You know who's going to get that one? Whoever comes in next to last. Listen, I got all kinds of stuff and comedy from Pop's Lounge. I've got tickets to it. So it's a big time. We have a great time. Come hang out. 6:30, Mainline Sports Bar.
In Little Rock tonight, I'm emceeing the annual FCA banquet. I was going to have you look this up, Josh. What was the first official year of the WNBA? Was it 97? I believe it was. Tonight they've got, if you know Christian music, Dallas Holmes, who was around back.
96.
It
was founded in 96, so probably 97 season, first season.
So Dallas Holmes is part of that, who's an a singer, a Christian music singer that goes back to the 70s. But a woman named Ruthie Bolton, who was one of the first players picked in the 1997 draft back in the women's NBA. She was playing overseas, Roger, before they even had WNBA. And so anyway, and she won 2 gold medals as a ladies basketball player. She's going to be there speaking tonight. So I think that thing is sold out. So Roger and I will hightail it from there. Yeah. Him from Hot Springs, me from Little Rock to go to Fayetteville tonight.
And there is no way to go from there, from Hot Springs to Fayetteville.
I've looked at multiple
You've had
times.
to. There's no multiple way. There is one way, and it's the only way, and that is hit 30, 40, and move on.
Yeah.
All right, Dan.
I'm
just trying to get my stuff together.
I was the same way. I said, surely there's a shortcut where you don't have to come all the way back.
Yeah,
to
there's
Little
no
Rock.
there's no going into Hot Springs Village and going 7 and this and that. It'll take 17 days, I guess, that way.
I've had to do that 2 or 3 times, and I always look there and get the same answer.
Straight shot.
Yeah, I've looked for 10 years now. I've been trying to find a way.
So are you going directionally left and then right?
Yes.
Hot Springs?
It'll be left.
You would go.
Or
left.
did you get back to Little Rock?
Yes.
Yeah.
You do?
Yeah, that's what he was just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We need this is what frustrates me because to get to Fayetteville you have to go west and then north. Yeah. There's no way to get northwest.
That's correct. That's right. Also, let's dive into some sports. Yesterday, Vahiva Aloy, finalist for the Golden Spikes Award.
Heck yeah.
You know, he's got a shot at winning this thing. He's got a shot. Could you imagine if they had, I think we mentioned it only happened 3 times in history.
Really big celebration when he heard. He was very.
He did. You see him just sort of clapped. He's so shy. There. Let's see. The other 2 gentlemen were Liam Doyle, who will face this weekend, pitcher from Tennessee, and then Alex Lodice from Florida State, rather. I think the guy from Florida State probably has the best chance of beating him. His numbers might be a little bit better.
Yeah.
But Eloy's in there. That's we'll talk.
He faced great competition. He kind of tailed off a little bit towards the end, but he was excellent all year.
Yeah, it's the 47th Golden Spikes. I was looking at some of the winners. Have you looked at some of the winners of this?
Yeah, it's great.
So, Roger, Arkansas had Kevin Copps in 2021 and Andrew Benintendi in 2015. Right. We've had 3 finalists in 5 years. Yeah. What a testimony to the program at Arkansas, just getting great players. Then you go down the list, and I see Bryce Harper. I see Steven Strasburg. Bryce Harper was at Southern Nevada when he won it. Steven Strasburg was at San Diego State.
Adley Rushman.
Who?
Adley Rushman, who's in the Orioles now.
He was at Oregon State. Yep. You had Buster Posey, who you hear on ESPN quite a bit, Florida State. Tim Lincecum, is that right? Is that
How about that run? Lincecum, David Price, Buster Posey, Steven Strasburg, Bryce Harper, and Trevor Bauer.
I know.
All in a row.
Yeah, and then you go back even older. J.D. Drew, Florida State, 97. Jason Veritek, Georgia Tech, 94. The guy who does all the announcing on ESPN, Ben McDonald. I didn't know he was Player of the Year at LSU, 1989. Robin Ventura, Oklahoma State. Jim Abbott. Is that the Jim Abbott with one arm or no? I didn't know if that was. I don't know. Is that correct? Jim Abbott. I saw Jim Abbott. Remember, Roger?
Absolutely.
The timing may be wrong on that. 1987. I just don't know. Will Clark, Mississippi State, 85. Now this was the one that blew me away. Roger and Josh.
All right.
1982. Augie Schmidt. Now, isn't Augie Schmidt? Now, am I confused?
You're thinking of Augie Bush.
Yeah.
With, Budweiser.
Who was the guy from Texas, the coach at Texas? Surely that's not the.
The guy who ripped his team?
Yes, surely that's not the same.
He's
Augie.
too old. He's too old.
That's what I was thinking. Yeah, I was thinking that can't be the same one. And then here's the other one, Roger. Terry Francona, 1980. Tim Wallach, 1979, and Bob Horner. Arizona, the first year there, did Bob Horner from the Braves, but it was at Arizona State. So this thing's been around 47 years.
Right.
Very impressive. So then last night, of course, we'll be talking about the Super Regional. Arkansas plays at 4 o'clock Saturday, 2 o'clock Sunday, 3 o'clock if game needed on Monday. No, I'm sorry, time to be announced on Monday. Then last night, Roger, I don't know if you saw it, the most bizarre deal. Texas is playing Texas Tech. So they're trying to intentionally walk a Texas player. There's two women on. They want to put her on first. So the one who makes $1 million for Texas Tech, Kennedy, gets ready to throw another ball, an intentional ball. The Texas player swings at it, even though it's a ball. She hits it, knocks in the 2 runs in the last inning. They come back up there and they get the out on the 3 outs on the other side, and they beat Texas Tech.
That's heads up.
An intentional pitch is hit. So anyway,
that's a lot of stretching. I mean, how far were they?
It didn't look like.
Are you saying it was an intentional walk?
That's what she was trying to do. She had not had one all year.
So she had not. She's throwing. So is the catcher not out of position?
It didn't look like she didn't throw it enough out of the strike zone. That's what. And then how about the girl's name is Reese Atwood? I know Reese Atwood was the one who did it. So Texas shocks Texas Tech 2-1. Really a game that could have gone, the other direction. Yeah. You got NBA tonight, Roger. You got Indiana and Oklahoma City. Josh, I was looking. I guess you had none of these players went in the top 10 in any draft. You had players, free agents.
First time? Is that the first time ever?
Maybe, because you had SGA was 11th in his draft, and then Halliburton was 12th in his.
Yep.
So, and then you've got a bunch of undrafted free agents too on both.
Really?
Teams, too. Yeah. According to this,
was Chet Holmgren top 10 or no?
Well, I don't know. It could have been. No, I was just talking about those 2, and I'm not talking.
Okay.
I don't know. There might be other ones, but I know that the Player of the Year was not. Roger, that's 7:30 tonight. And
what about your Panthers last night? Tough loss.
Yeah, I was looking at that. We are your hockey station here, Roger. You know that
for sure.
I was looking, and I think we may have mentioned this the other day because Chris Kane's a big hockey guy. 6 straight years in a row, the state of Florida has a team in the finals of hockey. Because before Florida, it was Tampa. Tampa Bay did 3 years in a row, and this is the 3rd year in a row for Florida. Did you know that?
I did not.
6 years in a row. It's all the Canadians that there's.
It was Tampa, Tampa, and then the
3
Florida
times.
Panthers. Yeah.
How long is Canada in it?
They are. Edmonton. Edmonton wins
yeah.
last night.
Oh, like 20 seconds into the overtime, right?
Yeah, Leon Draisaitl, who scored like 5 overtime goals, I feel like, this playoffs.
Canada had it?
Weren't they the same two teams last year in the finals? In the same
Not
group?
Edmonton, I don't think.
It was not? Okay.
Was it not?
I think I looked at it, so it was. You're our go-to hockey guy.
Yeah.
Yep, that in high school sports.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
So anyway, you had that going on last night, and then the other sort of weird one. Did you see that the Red Sox had the shortest home run in the history of Major League Baseball? That was a walk-off. And
You're right, Baz. It was the Oilers last year.
It was. How about that? Boom!
There you go.
Wow.
You are now.
Wow.
Josh. Sorry,
I've
Josh,
been
but
supplanted.
we're going to have to take away the title and
Yeah.
let Baz be our hockey guy. There it is. Right there. Very good.
I'll give it up.
Yeah, Roger, we've been to what would you think the shortest walk-off home run in the history of Major League Baseball was last night? What field? The shortest home run measured.
Boston?
It is,
Okay.
Fenway. It went 308 feet. They've never measured one shorter for a walk-off.
Wow.
Yeah, that
Did
one.
it hit the pole and right?
It did say it hit the pole, but it had to be over there by.
I mean, you just tucked that thing in tight for it to be 308.
And that was the shortest walk-off ever. There was the shortest home run ever in the same place, 307. But that was not. Last night was a walk-off. So, all right, we're going to go to the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Yeah, we got a bunch of them on there, and I've got several folks who are giving me from Hot Springs several routes. But I think if you go 5 or 7 in that, you're 2 lane.
Sherry don't lie very much.
Well, I know she don't, but what I'm saying is I'm not even disputing that. It's just that if I, in my mind, if I do that at 9 o'clock at night, I'm not going to be able to do anything except watch both sides of the road because it's 2 lane. It's the deer. It's doing all that. I got to do a John Daly and hit it hard, man.
Exactly right.
From the 807 on the D3 Auto Sales text line, man, I love it when work gets me up this early. Nothing gets me fired up like y'all's morning routine.
All
Thank
right,
you, brother.
hey, that's what we love to hear.
And that's just
609ers.
one. That's just one. Yeah.
All right, do not go away. It's 6:30.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
U.S. Department of Labor officials say they plan to pause Job Corps Center operations, which offers education and job training for low-income students across the country by June 30th. In North Little Rock, Shorter College opened its doors to displaced students, giving them a chance to enroll to continue their education. It provided them with a dorm room, food, and more resources. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced a new pilot program for schools here in the state aimed at helping students who may look for jobs in outdoor recreation. The Outdoor Education Pilot Program is a team effort through the Arkansas Department of Education and the Game and Fish Commission. The goal is to equip students with skills for a future career in outdoor recreation. 30 school applications for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Outdoor Education Pilot Program are now available on the Commission's website. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
With KARK's Pat Walker.
A slight chance of some showers or a thunderstorm today, otherwise really warm and humid, a high of 88 and a mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, a few breaks in the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a low of 73. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 90. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs, is back and happening July 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the State House Convention Center in downtown Little Rock. Your ticket includes a tasting cup and margarita samples from some of the best bars and restaurants in the city. Get your tickets now at Stubbs.net. Come sip, sample, and celebrate summer at the most refreshing event of the season. The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs and brought to you in part by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Hey folks, this is David BAZZEL for Simmons Bank. What started as a hometown bank in Pine Bluff more than 120 years ago, Simmons Bank has expanded their footprint to more than 200 locations across the Mid-South. Simmons Bank offers comprehensive financial solutions delivered with a client-central approach. Last year, Simmons Bank was recognized by U.S. News & World Report as one of the best companies to work for in the South, and in 2023 by Forbes as one of the world's best banks. The Simmons Bank Championship presented by Stevens was named the best tournament on the PGA Tour champions by the golfers themselves. It's very rare that a first-year tournament wins an award from the players like the Simmons Bank Championship did. George Macris and his strong team at Simmons Bank can help you grow. Give them a shot and tell them Baz sent you. You can find all of their locations on the web at SimmonsBank.com. With more than $27 billion in total assets, Simmons Bank continues to grow. Join me and many others and make Simmons Bank your bank. SimmonsBank.com or check out a branch near you. One of the best banks in America located right here in Arkansas.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
We're standing along the diving board at the family pool at the Little Rock Racket Club where Jay Harley is about to do a special dive just for all of you radio listeners. Jay, what are you about to do?
Cannonball!
Just an example of how much fun you and your family are going to have. Not necessarily doing a radio commercial, but loving the summer. Little Rock Racket Club with 30% off the joining fee and more smiles per gallon. Oh, perfect!
Shop your favorite summer clothing brands at Fort Thompson. From Sitka, Patagonia, Local Boy, Marshwear, Drake, and many more. Fort Thompson's in Sherwood is looking forward to seeing you and taking care of all your needs. Shop local. Shop Fort Thompson.
This is Darren McFadden. I listen to Baz, Justin, and Rod because they got their wood. Enjoy Mayhem on 103.7 The Buzz.
Stay in California and go chew on bark and whisper to the gods out there.
Tell him, Terry. Boy, I tell you what, I heard them talking about that today. That Aaron Rodgers deal is weird. I mean, it's June 5th. Come on, man. If you're going to play for him, say it. I know you don't want to go through all the drills and stuff, but tell him you're going to be a Steeler. It's like, jeez.
Well,
if I'm a Steeler like Terry, I'd be the same thing. Man, either you're with us or not. Don't drag this thing out.
Do the Steelers need it?
I think they feel they do.
I know they feel they do. Yeah. I'm asking you. Do you know enough about what situation, Josh?
Mason
Do you?
Rudolph, who's been pretty average for a long time.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, you can roll.
But here's the thing.
Well, what have you done with Aaron in the last 2 years?
Pretty average if he plays for them too. So.
Right.
I mean, listen. Does he have? Does he still have it in?
That's right. You hope. That's what they're hoping.
That's right. Well, again, they're wanting the Aaron Rodgers to have one more run. They want that last. It's a movie. You want him to make that last one, and then he dies at the end of the Super Bowl.
Somebody asked, too, did you guys know that the girl that plays first base for Texas, Jolie Mitchell, is from Rosebud? We mentioned that yesterday. That's very cool, and we're excited for her, and they get the big win last night. No, Augie Garrido. Thank you. I was trying to think Augie Schmidt. It was Augie Garrido was the coach.
Right, you were all over that. We'll have to ask Dr. Wurgis if he has any connection with any affiliation or any affection for Texas Tech and their softball or whatever since he went out that way.
That's right. He did. That's exactly right, Roger. Let's check in with our man, PB.
It's now time to talk to the shooter, Pat Bradley, brought to you by Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Take advantage of rates starting as low as 1.99% with Alcoa's summertime auto loan special. PB is also presented by Cabot Outdoors, where you can save $600 off Hustler mowers through May 31st. Now, from the land of the Bruins, Celtics, Patriots, and Red Sox, here is Pat Bradley.
Good morning, PB.
What's going on, fellas?
Hey, say boys. Hey, say boys.
We've busy couple weeks for us. We're actually the only day we're in studio is today, Pat. Going to Fayetteville tomorrow for the Super Regional. I was in Nashville early in the week. Last week we're at Terry Bradshaw's. We're all over the place. How's life treating you, my friend?
Played golf yesterday for the first time in like 2 years.
Really? And how'd you play?
It was everything I remembered.
Well,
was it a tournament? Were you in some sort of celeb tournament or what?
No. I'm ready to tournament tomorrow, so I was trying to.
Oh, gotcha.
I'm saying.
Smart move right there. Well, are you coming in for the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame golf tournament next week? Next Monday? Or no?
You know, is this Monday?
I think it's this. No. Yeah, it's this coming Monday. Yeah, it is. Yep.
Wow, quick turn. There'll be more golf. and
sports
and
hall.
friends.
I believe that's right. I believe it's next Monday. I could be
Seems
wrong.
like they just had that a week ago.
No. Pat, you got the the NBA Finals tonight. Had a little bit of a lapse in time now because the series got over with. So, hadn't had any action for a few days. But you've got these small market teams that I think it might be a good series. We don't have the Bostons, we don't have LA, we don't have LeBron, but you got two pretty darn good basketball teams.
Yeah, you do, and I think you've got, that's obviously is always a concern with you figure with the league, but Oklahoma City's been good for a long time. They just better players in the league throughout the last 15 years, but I think their team sets up to where they can go on a little bit of a run. So even though it is small market teams. You remember the run that San Antonio Spurs went on.
Yeah.
I don't know if they can go on that type of run, but we've seen that it's if you get the right group together, try to keep them together, you can. There's a small. This will be the 7th year. For the NBA to have a new champion.
Yeah.
So,
Which is good, I think, right? Is it that good, or is it? I guess the argument
For me, it is, and these aren't the big marketplaces, so who knows?
Right.
I mean, we may get to see.
I would say the only thing that you could look at that and say, well, the casual fan, there's no good. Most casual fans, they know the Lakers or the Celtics and things like that. So I think, that maybe it's an intriguing season too. So guess we'll just have to wait and see.
What do we decide, guys? We were talking about this the other day. If Oklahoma City wins, you've got two Razorbacks, Isaiah Joe and Jalen Williams. And then it'll be like 5 years in a row that you've had a Razorback-connected player. Moses Moody, Bobby Portis. Who else did we say? Wasn't there somebody else over the last 5 years?
I'm struggling.
Josh, can you remember when we broke that down? We were trying to think of
Jordan Walsh.
Oh, that's right. Jordan Walsh last year with Celtics. Pat. So it seems like
good.
every year we've had a Razorback player,
connection.
some Razorback connection. And what did we say? Who was
Patrick Beverly? Was he out? Was
he might have been a few years back? He was. What about the coach? Who's the coach in Indiana that's got the? Is that Corliss? Is Corliss on the staff of Indiana or no?
I thought it was in Minnesota.
I was thinking there was a coach. Somebody there was.
Might have been Minnesota.
Somebody coached.
Yeah, Minnesota's right.
Okay, I might be wrong. I thought.
No. I'm talking about Corliss. I'm thinking that's where he might be. Oh, okay.
A couple of things here.
I don't know. We were trying to figure that out. If two teammates, two Razorback teammates, winning the championship.
Yeah, I don't think that's ever happened, has it? To my knowledge.
What?
Where you have two. Oh, yeah.
Yeah. The same.
Yeah, we brought that. I don't think they were. We've never seen a picture of that. Joe's never talked about it, and I don't think he did.
Is that? You know what?
No.
I don't know.
Because
revisionist history.
Daryl won a championship with Jordan, and so did Joe, and I don't think they've ever talked about them being together. So I think it was on separate teams. Yeah.
Right. That makes sense.
Okay. All right. Was there ever two Hogs on the Celtics? I mean, with Todd Day, was he up there? Was anybody else up there with him at the same time?
I don't think so. I think. Yeah, that's just it. I think that may be the. Yeah, I do want to thank.
Is what they should have done.
Oh,
They should never
right on,
traded Joe.
Right. But Pat, speaking of it, not having the marquee players and all that, maybe that is something. Maybe for the casual guy who's not looking. And not knowing some of the guys that are on them because they don't have the marquee names. And they may be marquee names, but maybe they're not the marquee that I'm thinking of being a casual fan. I may find more interest in this finals than I have in a while because we all know that the NBA's fixed, and we don't know which one they're doing on this one.
Right.
I do want to thank Cabot Outdoors for sponsoring Pat along with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. A couple things here, a couple messages. Back in the day of the Rim Rockers, my girlfriend worked at Asco Hardware, which was a sponsor. Pat Bradley would occasionally drop off their tickets and passes. The way she swooned over Pat, I was convinced she soaked her desk chair every time he stopped by.
Wow.
Whoa. Whoa.
Oh, get him up.
And you know what? And
She soaked it, he said. That wasn't me.
Pat Bradley still got it. He still got it.
He still does.
He still's got it.
He sure does. He sure does. Was that signed by a guy by the name of Brad?
No, here's another one. Here's another one. Now, this was something, Pat, I don't know if we discussed with you, but we're going to do the experiment right now. Get Pat to say, "Welcome to Moe's," and compare it to Brandon LeCue, the owner. So if you don't mind, Pat, give us a "Welcome to Moe's." All right, Roger, do we have Brandon's?
Welcome to Moe's.
Does anybody think that sounds similar?
You know what? If you give me Drive Time Sports voice, Pat, and I bet it sounds like. Give me a little bit more. Here, go ahead, Pat. Here is
Brandon.
Yeah.
Welcome to Moe's.
Pat.
Yep, that's him. It's exactly the same guy.
I can hear a little bit of
the
it
same
there.
guy.
Welcome to Moe's.
There it is. Now that right there, Pat. That was you. That's it. You did it. You
People
did it.
started saying they didn't know Pat Bradley was the owner of Moe's.
What people thought. Yeah. Very good.
What do you think?
This is good times at Moe's. Good times.
You feel good about the Razorbacks this weekend against Tennessee, or you don't like the vibe that we got to play them again, and then we also have to go Saturday, Sunday, Monday for a Monday game if we need a game 3 instead of Friday, Saturday, Sunday?
You know, the intensity, and you know that's what you got to be prepared for, and I love it. Talking a little bit of thing, you look at Oxford, Tennessee. You talk about going to be watching those games because of the history between the teams and every games is going to be a great rivalry. So yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah, I think that's why both games are on ESPN. If you look at all the super regionals, it's the matchup I think everybody wants to see because you got, and it's two kind of different kind of teams. Pat, you got Vitello, who I don't know if he's really that way, but he's come in there and he's thrown on the fur coats. He's done all that. He's got those kind of players. He lets them chirp. Dave Van Horn does none of that, and so you do have like a wrestling deal. You got the guys who mouth off on one side and the more classy, but both of them have great baseball teams. It's gonna be a good match. It's gonna be a good series.
You're saying Tennessee is like the heel of the WWF.
That's right.
Wrestling.
That's right. They are the heel.
Hulkamaniac.
That's exactly right, Pat. Well, listen. Let us know if you're going to come in. If you're going to do a last minute fly-in to play at the Arkansas Sports Hall of Fame on Monday. If not, good luck on your golf match this weekend. I'm glad it's really really smart to get a warm up. Very smart.
Yeah. The muscles I used today, I haven't used in 2 years, so I'm pretty sore right now.
You know what? How's your hands? How's your elbow and your fingers and all that? Because we have Dr. Wurgis coming in here in a second. We might be able to help you with a little, because golf right now with baseball and golf going on, especially golf out there.
Yeah.
He's going to be somebody perfect for that. Maybe we can get some preventative issues for you, Pat.
By the way, I told Roger last night the shortest walk-off home run in Major League history was at Fenway last night. I don't know if you saw it. 308 feet. Yeah, obviously barely got over the right field fence right there by the foul pole. Only in Fenway do you hit one that way, but it's a walk-off.
Hey, Pistol, me, my wife, my daughter, and son-in-law, and some other members of our family are going to be in Boston the end of July, about 24th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th, something like that as well, all of that. Don't know if you're going to be up that way. Love to have you. Love to buy you dinner.
Love to have you.
Love to have you. You can come over to the crib, or we can go out to have dinner. Maybe you could set me up with a tour.
Yeah. Do it.
All right, I'll give you a heads up.
Go visit Big Petey, Little Petey.
I'd love to see Big Petey, Little Petey. Love to do it all. Listen, I'm coming up that way. Love to see you.
Thank your fine sponsors, Pat.
Thank you to, of course, our Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union at a rate of 1.99%. You can apply securely online for the loan at Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union. Oregon. Outdoors. They can handle all of your outdoor needs, mowers, all kinds of equipment. That's all the people want to spruce their outdoors. So thank you to Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union and Cabot Outdoors.
Big time. Thank them both.
PB,
Yeah.
great. Thanks for jumping on. We'll talk to you next week, buddy.
Let your mom know I'm coming. Go to it for me.
All right, Roger, we'll come. Thanks, BB. We'll come back and check our messages on the D3 Auto Sales text line. Don't go away.
This is the Pigskin Preacher, bringing you the word. I grew up in Michigan, 60 miles from the Canadian border. With talk of making Canada our 51st state, our neighbors to the north suddenly have their hackles up. They relaxed a little bit after winning hockey's U.S.-Canada series, but they still seem a bit agitated. I always liked those Canadians, but I like Arkansas companies.
Fellas, don't waste time and money with low-quality online TRT that charges you over $100 just to start. Are you kidding me? Visit the TRT experts today at Low T Center for a free consultation and free test. Treatment is personalized to your body, and most major insurances are accepted. With the freedom to choose if you want in-center care or at-home treatment, you're in control of your health. Looking to lose weight? Get a free B12 shot when you start prescription treatment. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com, and y'all can thank me later.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you're dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bulk pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 1037 The Buzz.
Yes, this is the American dream, son of a plumber, Dusty Rhodes. And let me tell you something, Diddy. If you're not listening to Morning Mayhem from 6 to 10 on 1037 The Buzz, baby, I'm going to have to bring you some real hot times, Diddy.
Get in there and you get in his presence and you feel like it's going to start snowing. So.
Check 1, 2. There it is. I know this song, Roger. Turn it up a little bit. Nah. He's on the street right now.
He sure is.
Making a difference.
You know what he's doing?
What's he doing?
He's walking that thin blue line, brother.
Thanks, straight he is. I'm not sure what was going on, but we may have some technical difficulties. Somebody said that last interview was a little choppy. Here we go. Yeah, I don't know what the deal was, so hopefully it's fixed now.
With Pat?
Yeah. Boy, tickets to Arkansas, Tennessee are expensive, so somebody's going to win a pair today. Match game in the 7 o'clock hour. Rather.
Somebody's going to win a pair.
Here we go, Raj. Let's do what you do. Here we go.
And all the beads we made by hand on our days made in Japan.
Cherokee Copper, Tommy Norman, you won't go to jail. He'll take you shopping.
Oh my gosh,
that's our buddy. I hope you understand that. That's from pure D love, Tommy Norman.
Let's check in with Brad there, Raj. See what Brad wants.
All right, damn.
Is this the same Brad from yesterday?
Is this Brad, Junk Brad?
I'm not the Brad that holds my junk while I drive.
Very good. Very good.
Hey, listen, my nephew, if y'all remember, he's a quarterback at BMI, and he's about the same age as our Hawaiian friends at U of A. Mm-hmm. And I'm just wondering, they used to go to Cooperstown, New York, for like a big giant baseball tournament, and the Hawaiian team would just beat the brakes off of everybody.
Yeah.
And I'm just wondering, considering the baseball situation that the kids go through to get up to the next level, they were probably there.
Could have been.
They're the same age.
Yeah, Hawaii.
I can ask my sister about the time factor, but as far as that goes, they are the same age. And
I
guarantee you, they were probably on that baseball team.
Thanks, Brad. The only thing I don't think we would have seen video. I think when those things when they show up in the World Series, that usually they make it to this level. Everybody's done enough stories on them and all that it would have come out by now.
Sure.
I remember, Roger. It was always the California those World Series games.
Yeah, it was
California,
Cal
Hawaii,
State Fullerton.
Yeah, well, talk about the Little League, and then it was and then you who were the bad guys? It was
Taiwan.
Taiwan, or was it Cuba? They look like all of them were like 20.
Cuba. I remember Cuba.
Yeah.
I think they had like 20-year-olds.
I told
in
you.
Taiwan.
I told this story before. We were playing a tournament. I think we were all 13 or 14, and it was in Tallahassee. And some team from Miami all showed up, and they were all Cubans, and they all had mustaches.
Uh-huh.
And like, come on, man, and
smoking.
And they would go. It was sort of like that chant we used to have. All the crowd would go, Miami, Miami, rah rah rah. And we were like 14-year-old kids. We were all intimidated, and wow, they were playing against 18-year-olds. Sure enough, all of them barely had fabricated their driver's license.
They introduced these kids with their wife and children.
Exactly.
We're just bitter.
So how about Viva Aloy, finalist for the Golden Spikes Award? You had Kevin Kopps win that thing in 2021. You had Andrew Benintendi in 2015.
Right.
To have three of those since 2015 potential winners is. I don't think we've had another finalist outside that, but pretty darn impressive. Nope. We'll find out, I think, next at the World Series before the first pitch.
Josh, did you get that trivia question at Boudreaux's Tuesday night about the baseball player?
Jeff King? No, he did not.
Okay, I thought you said that was the only one that you missed something other than that. Very good, very good.
That is a tough one.
Well, it is. I got to be honest with you. If it's not for Clement telling me that, I guess I don't remember Jeff King. I mean, unsung.
He's not a real flashy guy, Raj.
That's exactly right.
He's not a real flashy guy, but he overall #1 pick by the Pittsburgh Pirates. And he came to Fayetteville for the first time, I think, since he left the school during the Texas series. All right, got more coming up. Plus, we're giving away tickets to see the Razorbacks Tennessee in this hour. We'll do it at 7:30 with our guests from Ortho, Arkansas. And you get to pick the game you want to go to Saturday or Sunday. How about that?
You choose. Irwin M. Fletcher, you choose. What movie is that, Josh?
All right, don't go ahead. Don't go away. 7 o'clock.
We're going to put it on the list.
We're the original social media you don't need a smart device for. But we'll also meet you there, too. 103.7 The Buzz. KABZ, Little Rock.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Bacquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
For all you parents and grandparents, I have huge news for you. Summerwood Sports, the state-of-the-art sports complex located right off Highway 5 in Bryant, is now offering 2 summer camps for grades 3 through 7 this summer. Campers will not only get to participate in sports, games, movies, and more, but will also receive lunch along with a daily devotional each day. Camps run June 9th through the 12th and July 14th through the 17th. So don't wait. Sign up today. For more details, click on summerwoodsports.com.
They're back. That's right. Steak Burger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop. But get there early.
103.7 The Buzz.
You know how I am. You guys know how I am. I don't forget anything.
Crushing all the competition.
So you can take that to the bank.
Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
U.S. Department of Labor officials say they plan to pause Job Corps Center operations, which offers education and job training for low-income students across the country by June 30th. In North Little Rock, Shorter College opened its doors to displaced students, giving them a chance to enroll to continue their education. It provided them with a dorm room, food, and more resources. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced a new pilot program for schools here in the state aimed at helping students who may look for jobs in outdoor recreation. The Outdoor Education Pilot Program is a team effort through the Arkansas Department of Education and the Game and Fish Commission. The goal is to equip students with skills for a future career in outdoor recreation. 30 school applications for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Outdoor Education Pilot Program are now available on the Commission's website. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Listen to Morning Mayhem for your chance to finish the lyric with Justin Moore, brought to you by Honda of Russellville, where you can check out the new Honda Mud Pro Series ATVs or Goldwing trikes at hondaofrussellville.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, humid weather for today. We'll have a high of 88 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. A few pop-up showers are possible and maybe a thunderstorm or two. Tonight, partly cloudy, no rain in the forecast tonight with a low of 73 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds to hear from Captain Kendall Diggs. Brought to you by Stephen Elmore with Shelter Insurance. For auto, home, life, or business insurance, see Shelter Agent Stephen Elmore or give him a call at 501-537-0959.
Hey, Wilson, why the long face?
Yeah, just got a new car.
But that's great news.
Man, I'm not crazy about the interest rate, though, Raj.
Wilson, listen to me. Go to Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union and take advantage of their summer auto loan special. Rates as low as 1.99% on 23, 24, and 25-year models, plus financing up to 84 months and no payments for 90 days.
But if I live in Little Rock, am I eligible?
Do you not even listen to our show?
I try.
If you live, work, or worship in 15 Central Arkansas counties, you're eligible to take advantage of everything Alcoa Community FCU has to offer.
Okay, so if I live in Little Rock, I'm eligible, right? How about if I work in Conway, live in Lone Oak, worship in Clinton, and attend school in Arkadelphia?
Now you're screwing with me. It's all good, my man. Alcoa is all over Central Arkansas. So go to alcoacommunityfcu.org, check your eligibility, and then take advantage of their summer auto loan special with rates as low as 1.99%. I've just changed your life. What else can I do for you?
You're going to help move furniture this weekend, right?
Get out of my office.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
The leader in sportsbook apps in the state of Arkansas, Bet Saracen, has a club you might want to consider joining. It's the perfect offer for you if you like to play parlays. Head over to the Bet Saracen app, opt in, and get all the details on how to earn bonus cash with the Parlay Bonus Club. It's active through June, and it could be the key to stacks of sportsbook bonus cash. The Parlay Bonus Club on the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Hi, folks. It's Chris Zender here at Frank Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood. Last month, our Employee Pricing Plus program was a huge success. So we're going to do it again in June. Employee pricing means you pay what we pay, and you get all the rebates. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. No gimmicks, no hoops to jump through. Only at Fletcher Dodge do we have discounts up to $14,000 off trucks and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Come in today and get employee pricing plus 3.9% financing for 72 months on all new Ram trucks. New Jeep Wranglers up to $7,000 off. And the all new Jeep Compass 4-wheel drive for only $379 a month. And that's with no money down. And again, don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com to get pre-approved in minutes. At Fletcher Dodge, you always get the best price, the lowest finance rate, and more for your trade. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road in Sherwood or shop online at FletcherDeals.com.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spray. Or stop by 65th and University.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
If I can change.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
And you can change.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Everybody can change.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, 7:06 on this Thursday, June 5th. Glad you're with us. We know you have choices, and we appreciate whether you're watching us on YouTube, Twitter, Twitch, whatever it is. Facebook.
We have a doctor that can help with that.
Whatever. Yes, exactly right. Whatever. We're glad you're with us. Appreciate you being with us. No Joe Klein today. Joe has had a tough week, and he's getting ready for the NBA championship that starts tonight. So no Joe. After we introduce our next guest coming up, we'll have Bill Vickery, brought to you by his new sponsor, Soul Restaurant. Very excited about them, and Bill is too. We'll have Melinda Mayo, brought to you by Sanders, and then Janet DeGeorge and Michael Marion
from Simmons Bank Arena coming up in the 9 o'clock hour. Don't
Looking
forget.
forward to see them. See
Yeah, I
how
hadn't seen them in a while. You betcha.
Vince Gill turned out.
Match game coming up, brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse. We're going to let our next guest help somebody out there go to a game this weekend. It will be one of the most magical settings you can't get for a better setting yet. To play Tennessee up there is always great, but to have them for a super regional is really, really crazy. Tonight, Roger will be at Mainline Sports Bar for trivia, so go by 6:30 to 8 if you haven't been by there. It's always fun. Then I'll be emceeing the FCA banquet tonight featuring Ruthie Bolton and Dallas Holmes. And then Roger, I will hightail it from Little Rock. You will hightail it from Hot Springs, and we'll wind up in Fayetteville to preview the game tomorrow, Super Regional game tomorrow. Hopefully, we're going to have Courtney Deifel. That's the goal. And
that's the key. That's key to the trip, actually.
I want to get Courtney Deifel on, and then and some other folks too. So
as close as I'll get to that is just wearing this little hat.
Speaking of the Super Regional, we want to thank our next guest, and I'll say Rick, and I won't say Richard anymore. Dr. Rick Wurgis, who is a hand, arm, and elbow doctor at Ortho Arkansas, surgeon.
Yes, sir.
And along with Tracy Bird, who's a marketing director, and you guys stepped in and sponsored Cam Kozel. And
Thank you.
And what an outstanding young man he is. I'm telling you, he is a delight.
Yeah.
Great attitude.
Oh, fantastic.
Built like a linebacker. We were talking football. I mean, he looks the part. Great kid.
Well, like all of our the guys and ladies for that matter, but he is fun to listen to. Is what it is. He is
I mean,
fun.
he's gonna be. I think we're gonna get him again next year because he's having a great year. He should have been the player of the region. If not for the catcher for the Razorbacks, who had almost the same kind of numbers, but he hit 500. I'm talking about Cam, 500 and 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 3 doubles. But really great kid. Appreciate you guys sponsoring.
Absolutely.
I don't know if you guys get
He's so fun.
He is.
I saw last night he was asking for a fishing hole. He was asking
He
people
is.
in,
That's it.
in Arkansas. For
I
fishing.
love it. And it's a perfect fit for him, almost like Frank Ragnow when he was here. He loved the outdoors, but he's a great talker. And we've really enjoyed this NIL arrangement that we've done probably more than anybody at the station, but as a whole, we've done a ton. We've done probably 25, and we've done women's sports. But anyway, thanks to Ortho Arkansas for doing this. Rick, I know that I was showing you my hand because my first surgery, Raj, in my career was a sophomore at Mosley High School. The first play of the game, I'm running down on kickoff, get my finger caught in the helmet, face mask of the opponent. Feel something pop back. I go to the huddle, Roger, and I'm going, man, something's wrong with my finger. And all these seniors go, suck it up, Basil, suck it up. And then they go, give me your hand. So then they start pulling on it. It's just jam, man. So I'm going, ah. Yeah. So anyway, I play the game. I'm in so much pain. True story. I go to the coach after the game. They don't do this anymore. I said, Coach, something's messed up with my hand. He looked at it, grabbed it. He kissed it.
Ow.
It'll be better.
no.
Ow.
After 2 months of it turning blue and just hanging there, I finally go to the doctor. He said, you've torn your tendon.
Right.
And he said, there's nothing we can do about it till, you would just want to get through the season. So I remember taping that thing up.
Early 80s.
And during this day, I would go to class and I was just flopping around to gross out the girls. And then I went to Atlanta in 1978, whatever it was, and you see the repair. And what's it called?
It's called a jersey finger that you had of that ring finger where that tendon gets pulled away from the bone. And then at that timeline, when that tendon retracts back, you can't just put it back together.
Yeah, he said when he opened it up, it was mush by the time. And so you take a tendon out of your forearm.
Yeah.
Roger, look, I got a scar there. And they take it out right there, and they replace it. To this day, Roger, look here, I can't bend this back.
Yeah, I know.
But you said, Doc, it's
disgusting.
That's a pretty good surgery for.
He did a good job. Yeah, because you have all your flexion. You can make a grip, a fist in there, and have good strength and power. And I'm telling you, that's a tough surgery to go through in recovery.
Very nice. I don't remember the doctor's name, but I'm very grateful. Yeah. All I remember is I remember being in the hospital room in Atlanta. And they only brought me half of the what do you call it? The little
gowns.
The gown, and I didn't have the backside of the gown covered. So if I have to get up and use the bathroom, I had somebody in my room.
Did you put? At least you put the gown on right, though, right?
I had to put it on front. Yeah.
You covered the front. It's not a snuggie. You do what you got to do.
Yeah,
you know what? Don't ask, don't tell.
Well, you're a Russellville guy.
Yes, sir.
Roger played with Corliss.
I heard.
How crazy is that?
Yeah, I wouldn't say played with Corliss.
Own it.
There at the same time.
Doc,
for a year.
own it. Listen,
you were on it.
Do you have an assist with Corliss in high school?
Only if practice counts.
It does. It does.
I love to. And you go up to U of A, and you try to play some football up there.
Went up there first year, right, freshman year. Went to walk on. They have the open little tryouts. You walk in through there, and the first time I come up there, I stand up to this guy like twice my size, and I'm like, "All right, man," because they, this is gonna be tough. Okay, try to talk to the guys around you and see, kind of feel out the competition. And I'm like, okay, hey, what position you play? Thinking like this guy's like a defensive end, maybe he's a little lighter offensive tackle. He's like wide receiver. I was like,
you knew you bunnied
in trouble.
Yeah, I'm out. Let me go. Maybe I'll try something else.
Yeah, I was like,
let me go to a
maybe I
medical
should
place.
study more.
Yeah, God's will. You go back to Arkansas Tech.
So go back to Arkansas Tech, and have a great time back from there. That's where I'm from, and we had Coach Hollingsworth there at the time.
Remember him? Yep.
Come on to kind of play. They played a lot of their defense. They played was more kind of my style, more kind of a cover three.
Right.
And then coach changed.
Yep.
And then Coach
Coach
Mullen came
Mullins,
in.
yep.
Great coach right in there, but I was not part of those plans.
Wow.
So,
No. Well, you traveled all over.
And then you went to med school in Little Rock.
Went to med school at UAMS. Was there from 98 to 02. Graduated from there. Met my wife there. And then we went and did residency at Texas Tech from 2002 to 07.
Roger, I asked you. Want to guess who the coach was then at Texas
Tech? Oh my gosh! Are you in basketball?
Football.
Oh, football. Because I'm sitting there trying to think.
They buried him two years ago.
Was that Leach?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
You didn't. You were you were before Mahomes. You were there before Mahomes. Right?
Before Mahomes, yeah. I'm a little older, so
that's okay. That's all right.
Yeah. But that was the year that they had. What am I going blank on the star wide receivers?
Oh
there.
yeah. That's he played for the 49ers, I think. They caught the ball against Texas and won the last.
Exactly. Yeah. And we actually were at that game when they came down and played. When Texas came down ranked like top 3, top 4, whatever, and Texas Tech beat them in there. That was like we got to go to like 2 football games in 5 years. Right,
Yeah,
of the
right.
schedule and everything.
Sure.
And that was one of them. It was an impressive scene.
Well, you've had obviously a great career, and you had a great place. Roger's wife, I don't know if you know, works at Ortho Arkansas. How many years, Roger?
Dude, I want to say maybe well over 20. I don't know if she's listening right now or not, but maybe 25 years. I mean, I've been part of that family, that ortho family, from way back in the day. I mean, Dr. Sims, great guy, super dude.
Absolutely.
Obviously, Dr. Jimmy Tucker, he's been sponsoring and paying for my singing lessons for a dozen years. He's still trying to get it going on. I know Blake Wagner.
Yes.
Yeah, and his brother Mark. Blake's a great guy. He can't dispute the fact that I consider us friends. So until he calls in and says it, Blake and I are friends, I know that we are.
We won't hold that against you.
Dude, good. Yeah, fantastic. And then, listen, I'm talking about Jessica Leach over in North Little Rock.
Name dropping.
Let me tell you,
He's calling everybody.
And here's the reason why. Mishka, Cabana, Anna Cabana. And she's a violinist, a virtuoso. And then, of course, it all goes way back as well. Larkin Hatcher, we know Larkin.
Yeah, you bet.
What a wonderful person there. And even Mike Otis, way back in the day.
Yeah.
Mike Otis, way back in the day. And listen, I know there's nothing but rock stars over there. And from what I'm hearing right now, there's no, obviously, you fit right in there. And Samantha, you worked on her end as well. You took care of
Is
Samantha.
that right?
Those guys make us look good. So we're so grateful for all of them.
It's part of it. Samantha is so proud to be a part of it, and she talks about how wonderful our doctors are, as good as anybody in the country, and that sort of thing. And obviously, just like you did, I mean, you're in Russellville, you go to Fayetteville, then you go to Tech, you're in Louisville, Kentucky, you're doing things over that way and all that. You're an Arkansas guy. What brought you, and all the first that you did with the telemedicine and things like that, what brought you back to Arkansas to do all that stuff?
Honestly, coming back from Louisville, we had 2 little kids, right? A 3-year-old and not even a 1-year-old, or just about a 1-year-old. And so our families are here and coming back. That just helps out such a,
It's just
makes
family.
such a big difference. Yeah, and we're from here.
Sure.
And we like the people here, and I like our state. It's one of those states where it's small enough that you better be nice to everybody, because everybody knows everybody and gets around. Yeah. And you got good people here who truly, genuinely want to help each other out. And you just want to raise your kids in that type of environment. And it was a no-brainer for us.
Absolutely. Well, we go to Russellville all the time. It seems like it. Obviously, we hang out with John Daly in that area. Corliss being that way, we know Bill and Doris from Russellville, and then we just spent a night in the fire department up here in Russellville not too long.
My gosh, that was a wonderful experience.
Yeah,
it's a great town, and I will say this is obviously you guys here representing Ortho Arkansas, but I'm telling you, this state in Central Arkansas has some of the most amazing doctors.
Totally.
And you guys got a ton of them. Facilities, hospitals, all of them. I listen. I tell my family. I've had my family come up to Arkansas to have surgeries, and all my dad's friends are, why are you going up to Little Rock to have surgery? Because the doctors up there are amazing.
Absolutely. Yeah, all over.
It's just part of the team too, right? The whole system, it's just a great system. You got great from therapy, from everybody that comes in and helps take care of that patient from day one through the end of that whole course of the treatment.
Right.
The doctors are just a part of that, but I mean the healthcare system, everything we're blessed to have all that because it makes us look better.
Oh, no, there's no doubt. And you said have all of that. And Tracy's here with us, and you can tell us about the big picture. I mean, I know about Ortho Arkansas, and anybody that listens to this station from our show to the end of it should have heard about Ortho once or twice. But for those that haven't, big picture.
Big picture is that we are a fully comprehensive orthopedic clinic, meaning from the minute you walk in the door till your care is complete, we can do it all in-house, which is very rare for orthopedics. Usually you have to go another place for your image and another place for something else, but we do it all in-house.
Well, I know North Little Rock, I know Midtown, I know Canis, I know where all those places are as well, but we've got locations all over the state of Arkansas. Where are they and what do they have?
You make me name them?
Well,
the newest one is Stuttgart. We're proud of that. We just opened last week in Stuttgart.
Nice.
So we go down to Hot Springs, Arkadelphia. We're at Clinton,
Benton
Bryant, Heber, Conway. We just opened an urgent care in Conway, and that's really big for us because we really want people to understand you can just walk in and get care in Conway. Yep. We've had those open in Little Rock and North Little Rock for a few years. Yep. But Conway, we thought it was a great market to take that service line to. So we're excited about that.
Well, when you talk about urgent care and Doc talking about Baz's finger like that, what is the difference? When would somebody have, like what he have, go, hey, walk it off, or when is it time for me to come see you and get something done?
Great question, right? Because there's so many times that we'll see like, oh, it's just jammed, and it's something that's more than that. And I can tell you, looking at it clinically, just like even to this day after all these years, it's hard to tell, right, just from looking at an appearance. So I would say this is if you have a mechanism of injury and you've got swelling and you've got bruising and it's not moving quite right or feeling quite right, after just a couple of days, that's when it's time to get checked out.
Okay. Yeah, I mean, you have to.
Yeah.
It's necessary. Listen, I had tendonitis. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Oh, I'm saying because timing does matter. There's a lot of these injuries where, the time frame from when you get to them and get to treat them does have an impact on the whole timeline for you to get better and your end outcome.
I had tendonitis. I think that's what it was in my shoulder and back. So I go to Dr. Tucker. He tells me about therapy, and I'm going, you mean to tell me I've been dealing with this thing and I could have gotten rid of it, and it was just the exercises?
I tried to tell him.
Well, I don't. The therapy.
I tried to tell
he told me this. So I go to the gym. I start doing more back and chest. Goes away. I say that to ask you this. I didn't know. It was because I started doing a little bit more reading, obviously, knowing that you guys were coming in. I was 61 years old when I found out. You mean you don't have to live with arthritis?
Right.
Seeing what Baz's hands doing, and I work with Sport Clips a lot. Some of the things that they give me, but I have a bunch of what do you call the little
squeezy
stress balls? Yeah. Is that something that you can do? What can somebody do to offset arthritis or live with it better?
So let's talk about it like this. In arthritis, you've got basically the joint itself is just not as healthy as it used to be, right? So things to help offset that is how do I kind of, with the activities I'm doing, how do I unload some of that stress on there? So sometimes that's some taping, sometimes that's altering what we do, sometimes that's some wraps and braces. There's also how do I cool that inflammation down? So that can be like anti-inflammatories. There's a lot of creams and topicals you can use so you don't have to take it through your whole body and mess up with your stomach and everything. And then there's a lot of times rest, right? It's those intervals of rest to let things calm down and recover. And so finding that balance, depending on what joint you're talking about and what your activities, hobbies, work is, kind of finding that match. And that's a lot of times what we can help do, right, is help you find what's that best pathway to get you results, but also safest, easiest pathway for you to execute, right?
Yeah. So, if I had one of those stress balls and things like that, now, and again, it doesn't matter what age you are, you can get the arthritis. Now, I know when we get in our hips and things like that, that's a different story. There may be weight and diet and that sort of thing that's going to do that. But with what we're talking about, can you use one of those stress balls and use it just to do exercises?
The stress balls are good like for strength, right? So they're more for that soft tissue like the muscles, and getting those tendons moving through there. The joints themselves are not really as much.
Not going to do it.
Right.
Okay.
I did want to say, I see our buddy Doug Schneider says that Dr. Wirtz is great. He has done surgery on my wife and daughter's hand. So there you go. We love Doug. My mother's listening, and she said, David, I want to remind you, she likes to tell this story when I was getting that surgery. She goes, you had 5 feet vomit projectiles when I was that age because back then they were not really good at. I was up all night.
Yeah.
Afterward, throwing up all night. It was a horrible night, and I think the care is so much better now than probably what it used to be 40 years ago, 50 years ago, and. But that's what you had back then.
Right.
I think the technology is better, and right.
Oh yeah, absolutely right. The biggest breakthroughs we've had is technology has allowed us to change those timelines. Right, there are better ways to do those different types of repairs if that's what you end up needing. Right, and that changes the time that you can get moving, that you can get back to your activity, your sport, your work, whatever it is, in a positive way. I mean, even half the time now what it used to take.
My surgery was 5.5 hours.
Oh gosh,
that's what
I don't know of any really.
That's what it was. I think that made me sick.
Well, yeah, absolutely right, because that's all the medicines you're getting and all that stuff in there, and your body does react to all that. And nowadays, the guys have got, like at our surgery centers, man, they are so good at the blocks and things like
that's
that.
What I said. We didn't have that back then.
You have the blocks. Yeah, Baz found out quickly about
the block.
Yeah,
Love
big fan of the block.
Love the
no
block.
matter what. Now you understand when they say you need to stay ahead of it. Stay ahead of it. So, and that's
it feels
key.
great. I feel great, man.
Yeah.
I
This is going to be nothing.
Yes,
It was all the block.
Yeah.
Well, when he says that the technology is a lot better for what you can do, but technology, for what I'm thinking of, because I'm looking about what Sam does, what he does all day long. Listen, I've seen him. We're driving back from Nashville. He's doing karate. He's doing his hand and all this because he's trying to keep it moving all that because of what he does.
Yeah.
But with technology that we have today, there's different injuries now, the things that you're having to see with what's going on. So what's the main thing? What are people coming to see you for mostly now?
From an injury standpoint?
From an injury standpoint, or because you're on that keyboard when I'm thinking about technology.
So we'll see I'll break that into two categories, right? So one is we'll get those acquired chronic conditions, and that'll be more like your nerve irritations. Your most common one is carpal tunnel, trigger fingers, or also will be in kind of that game that are basically come from all that repetitive use or that positioning. Like if I'm sitting on my elbows all day, right? You'll get some nerve problems, right? That can affect your funny bone and things like that. So we'll get those chronic conditions that accrue over time. And then the acute stuff we get is, like weekend warriors, whatever it may be.
Yeah.
I mean, exercise is so important for us, right? We've got more and more data, not that you needed data to prove this, shows that, hey, the more active you can stay and where weight training and resistance comes in, the healthier we are in multiple ways, cardiovascular, musculoskeletal, but even, psychologically, emotionally, right, health. All benefiting from all that. So knowing those goals, we're seeing different injuries at different age groups. And with the competitiveness of sports and how that's trickled
that's what
down.
I was wondering about.
Right?
How early you're seeing it much earlier now, maybe?
Yeah, you're seeing injuries that we used to see when we were first coming out more at the collegiate level, right? Now you're seeing it at the high school level and before because seasons have gotten longer and they're more competitive. And guys are really starting to focus in on one sport.
Bingo.
Earlier, right?
That's it, yeah.
And
So they're using that elbow and that arm in
Right.
baseball more than they ever have.
And they're missing that window of rest and recovery.
Right on.
And so you're seeing a lot more of those things wear out faster earlier. And now the downside of that, right, is okay. The simple answer is, hey, you need to rest, you need to back off. But that's hard to do, especially as a kid. I can remember just the competitiveness and stuff. It's hard for someone to tell you, hey, you need to back off for a month or so.
I told Baz not too long ago. Now I saw something, and I don't want this to sound macabre or weird or anything like that, but when we were growing up, and maybe because I don't see it as much anymore because I'm not at the schools as much as I used to. When we were growing up, there was always a kid in our school somewhere at some time was wearing a cast. And one of the cutest little things is you see a little 5-year-old boy, who's got a little cast on his arm. And we saw one last week or earlier this week at the baseball game. Do you see many of a lot of that going on, or kids not going outside and play? That's what I'm thinking. They're not going out and playing as much as they used to, or are they? And I'm just not seeing it.
Well, you might be onto something there. I think just with the change in social media and everything else, that interactions now you can get kind of impersonal now, right? You don't have to be like we don't have to go hang out in the backyard to play ball and stuff like that or whatever to get that kind of social interaction. So I think there's some truth to that for sure. We're also seeing that with those injuries, with those kids at that age from there. We've got a little bit different, like you talk about technology stuff. We've got some different options that can help out with that a little bit better, so you don't see those old school casts as much anymore.
Yeah. It's still one of those things. I mean, Michael Jackson wore one for crying out loud, he didn't hurt himself, so maybe it's.
I want to tell you about the new cast.
Well, talk to me.
They are waterproof. They look kind of.
You're welcome for that setup.
What? I was like, let me tell you about it.
Way to go.
They're waterproof. They kind of look like futuristic. Yeah. kids don't have to wrap them anymore. You can still play in
You don't
them.
have to
It
stick
can
something
rain
in there. You're
on
not
them.
losing a coin in there.
No,
You're
it is
scratching.
A
awesome.
hanger, a pencil. Yeah.
Anything.
Yeah.
Anything.
Is
And
that
not,
right?
Not everybody offers those kinds of casts, but
Right.
Ortho Arkansas offers.
Well, there you go. There you go. Another reason why, if you hurt yourself or want to do it on purpose, you got this
Come see
going on.
us.
Yeah, that's
A
fantastic.
couple things. Let's go ahead and take a break, and we're going to let you guys come back and help somebody win tickets to the Razorback game.
Sweet.
What music do you play when you're doing surgery?
Oh, man.
What's your favorite?
Okay, I'm the outlier here. I like rap, I like grunge, and I like heavy metal.
Will you play that in the surgery room?
I will, and they hate me.
Very nice.
All right. Well, I don't know. You know, I don't even know. We're gonna have to get. Maybe Josh can help us. You can throw out. Give me some grunge and give me some rap, and we'll see if I can find it in the system.
And Michael Crabtree is who.
That's
so
who,
thanks for
exactly.
folks who text that in. We're visiting with Dr. And I'd say Rick, not Richard, Rick Burgess and Tracy Bird from Ortho Arkansas. Don't go away. We're going to give away some Razorback tickets when we come back.
Oklahoma City looks so pretty, you'll see. Amarillo and Gallup, New Mexico, Flagstaff, Arizona. Don't forget Nona, Big Sun, Moscow, St. Bernardino. Want to get hip to this kind of tip.
Morning Mayhem wants to know, is it fact or is it crap? Listen each week for your chance to play, presented by the Electric Cooperatives of Arkansas, your local energy partners.
This is Sports Center.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A slight chance of some showers or a thunderstorm today, otherwise really warm and humid, a high of 88 and a mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, a few breaks in the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a low of 73. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 90. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
March is gone. The brackets are done. Feels like we need some excitement.
Are you kidding? Do you realize how much is going on? Basketball, hockey, baseball, golf. It's like 8 seasons in one. It's the season of action.
And we can bet on all those with the Oaklawn Sports app.
That's the spirit. Now let's go lock in some bets.
Receive a 10% profit boost on qualifying 3-leg parlays. Bet all summer long. Oaklawn Sports, Arkansas's best sports betting app.
Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
Ever feel like the road is out to... Thankfully, Hyundai is always working to ensure it doesn't, with over 130 IIHS Top Safety Awards since 2006. IIHS Top Safety Awards include Top Safety Pick and Top Safety Pick Plus awards to Hyundai vehicles from 2006 to 2025.
Now, for a limited time, get 2.99% APR on the Hyundai Tucson. Visit your local Hyundai dealer today. Offers end July 7th. Call 562-314-4603 for details.
Lunch at Brewski's isn't just a meal, it's a midday celebration. Brewski's opens every day at 11 a.m. with wings, burgers, sandwiches, salads, and their world-famous chimney cheesesteak wrap, because sad desk lunches are illegal in 17 states. Oh, and happy hour drink specials start at 11 too. Want a cold beer with your loaded fries? They won't tell your boss unless they're here too. 2 locations, downtown and North Little Rock. Lunch served at 11 a.m., 7 days a week.
What's going on, everyone? DJ Williams here with the Buzz, and the Zone is on the road. Come hang out with us. The Wizard will be with me. We're going to be with our friends from Standing Firm Farms. That's going to be near the Zion Temple Church of God in Christ, just off of Sutton Road. Cool thing about it, they're going to be serving up free burgers, and everyone who stops by is going to get a pound of that Standing Firm Farm beef. It's going to be good. Also, the doctor, talking Lawrence O'Malley, thanks to UAMS, is going to join us, and the mayor. Make sure you tune in. Come see us in person if you can. The Zone, where sports and entertainment come crashing together.
There's Snoop Dogg.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Up in the morning and I'm feeling fine. I gotta move it to 609. I tune the radio to the Buzz, cause I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. Saying I don't wanna miss shouting Los Angeles. A 609er is who I am. I'm the number one fan of the Morning Mayhem. I say the number one fan of a Morning Mayhem.
That's our boy right there.
Good job.
Appreciate it very much.
7:32 here on Morning Mayhem, and I do want to thank Dr. Rick Wurgis and Tracy Bird from Ortho, Arkansas for sponsoring Cam Kojal. We were just bragging during the break what a great young man is. He is. We hope he has a massive weekend.
We do. For selfish reasons, too.
Exactly.
Yes, absolutely.
Roger and I will be up there tomorrow morning and getting everybody cranked up and ready to go with that. And he's been a great treat. So it's what sometimes, majority of the NIL calls that we do, like Brielis this year, oh my gosh, what a home run that!
Man.
Most of them have always been good. We've had a couple guys that maybe haven't been locked in, but when we talk to Cam, and I know you guys agree, great for you guys to be associated there.
Super
and then the other thing we mentioned Jimmy Tucker. Jimmy and I go back to the '90s. He's done between me and Randy Rainwater, we've done probably 40 surgeries.
We're gonna get a wing for you guys.
Dr. Hussey, Dr. Clark, all of them.
Because of all the surgery and all the metal and everything that they have them, that's why you get that fast pass at the airport. They just we're already there. We already know all about that. Hey, now before we get to the match, I want to ask you a couple of when you talk about the elbows. First thing popped into my head. Never even thought about that with the elbows. That's a truck driver. Somebody goes all over the country. Their elbows are resting all the freaking time.
And that's our classic patient that comes into that. So those guys that are driving, guys and gals, rather, that are driving those long distance because you're just resting right on there. Yeah,
totally. And the other thing is then just specifically because everybody over there has a specialty. Doctor do specialty. Why fingers, elbow, a hand for you?
Me personally, it gave you still the variety to work on a lot of different tissue types. You can do nerve stuff, you can do some vascular stuff, you can do like the bone, muscle, joint, all that type of stuff. Skin, soft tissue. So it kept kind of. I liked that. I like that option of it. Also, from a family standpoint, the call and things like that are definitely not as intense and not as difficult and not as big of a strain on you, right, as some other specialties are.
Okay.
And so that kind of factored into it, too, and kind of led me to where we were, and I've loved it.
Very cool. Very cool.
All right, let's give away some tickets. Who was the first to go up there, Raj?
Let's play. We're playing match game, right? Let's talk about it.
It's time to play the match game. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or check online at arkansastruck.com. Now, let's see what wacky answers the guys can come up with.
All right, everybody on the phone knows because Josh has already set it up. If you've won in the last 30 days, we appreciate you hanging out and listening to us. We just want everybody to have the opportunity to do that. And Todd, you have checked all the callers and no one has won in the last 30 days, Josh? Outstanding. Let's go to Tom. He's been holding just as long. UPS Todd, Dave, y'all hold on. We might have more to give away.
Hi, Tom. So not only do you get the tickets, you also get $50 gift certificate to Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse on University, thanks to Chris and Donnie over there. All right, here we go. So give us a chance to get our answer first, Tom, before you give us your answer, okay?
All right.
All right, these are for the tickets. All right. And Tracy and Rick, just hang tight and don't say it out loud. We're going to go with air blank.
Air blank.
It's National Hot Air Balloon Day, and so you can go a lot of different directions. You can,
Sure can.
There's about I listed about 7 or 8 different.
I had 7
air
of them.
Blank.
7 of
air
them in my
blank.
head as I wrote one down.
Josh, you got your answer back there? Tracy, do you have yours?
Yeah.
Rick, do you have yours?
Yes, sir.
Rod, you good? All right.
Oh, absolutely.
This is for the tickets. Tom, what do you have? Air what? Air blank.
You're saying air one? Airway.
Air blank.
You can
is
say,
what,
yeah, it's A-I-R.
Air blank. Okay.
Yeah, whatever you want to say.
Okay.
Yes, go ahead.
I'm going to go with
Airway.
Airway. There's no one of those. You got to have an airway.
All right, Dr. Borges, we'll start with you. What do you have? Air blank.
I mean, I went with the greatest basketball player of all time, Air Jordan.
No doubt.
Jordan,
No
yes.
doubt.
Tracy, what did you have?
Airplane.
Airplane.
Yeah, I like it. I like it.
Josh,
fired.
Air horn.
Air horn.
What'd you say?
Air horn.
Air horn.
Roger, what did you have?
Well, after I talked to the doc and we're talking about truck drivers, that's the first thing popped into my head was air horn.
Air horn. And Tom, I hate to do this to you, but I had airtight. Airtight. So
how many ways you got?
We got to go to the.
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom. Let's go to.
Oh, Tom! Oh my God! What are you doing?
Give him another try.
I'm done. I choked.
Are you driving right now?
Yeah.
Let me hear your air
Yeah, I'm
horn.
on my headset. I don't want the GPS.
Oh, my bad. Dadgummit. Well, I appreciate it. What do you think?
Well, it's up to you.
It's what Doc says. Let's give him another
Doc,
chance.
you want to give him another chance?
Oh, yeah.
Let's give him. Let's like that. Listen,
Wow.
Tom, we're going back, Tom. You're such a good guy. And hopefully, we can give you this extra. What do you say? It's $50?
$50 gift certificate, pickup truck, accessory.
And you
warehouse.
get your butt. If you win this, you get over there and get you an air horn.
All right, here we go.
I'm telling you, but yeah.
Here we go.
All right. Arm blank.
Arm blank.
That's what the good
ARM.
doctor here basically works on.
Right.
Is the
All right,
arm
now
down
come
the hand.
on. All right, hold on.
You got yours, Trace? You got it?
Got it.
Yes, sir.
All right, Josh, Rod, you got yours?
No.
All right, Tom, do you have yours?
I got it.
Okay, hold on. Roger's still riding. Roger, you got it?
No.
Oh, my gosh. Arm blank. There's several different directions you can go.
Got it.
What is your answer, Tom?
Arm rest.
Arm rest. Arm rest. All right. These are for the tickets. We'll go to Rick. What did you have?
I had arm rest.
Arm rest. Arm
We were just
rest.
talking about truck drivers and
Yeah, no doubt.
Yeah.
No doubt.
awesome.
No.
Tracy, what did you have?
I had arm wrestle.
I had
Arm wrestle,
no, I had
yes.
an arm band. I couldn't
Arm
think of
band.
nothing. I don't even know if that's a thing.
Josh, what did you have?
Arm bar.
Arm
Arm
bar.
bar.
Okay.
It don't matter, Tom.
And I had armpit.
Armpit.
Yes.
Tom,
But
you're a
you're
winner,
going.
chicken.
Yeah.
Way to go.
Uh,
But if
all
that, listen, if that doesn't tell you that these folks are pretty good, because immediately Doc said, let's give him another chance.
So
But
just know, Rick, you know that the people afterwards hate you now.
Yeah,
Oh,
they're
I'm
mad
sorry.
at
I'm
you.
sorry. I didn't know. I don't know what I'm saying.
we have other
They're mad
things.
at
We
you.
have other
Yeah,
things
it's
that we
okay.
can give away. Absolutely. We may have other tickets. I don't know.
Thank you guys for coming
Yes.
up.
Thanks for having us.
You probably have surgery today. You probably.
Oh, we're
right?
going to clinic, and we'll be in
clinic
Northwood Rock today.
Okay.
Yeah.
I got you. You're at 2 different locations, right?
Yes, sir.
Awesome. See, it wasn't too bad.
No, this is fantastic. I would do this
Good.
every day.
Well, we'd love to have you.
You know what? And we could do your surgery for you. How about
Yeah,
that?
we'll trade.
Let's
No,
not.
no,
We're
no,
not
no,
trading
no.
that.
What do they call that?
You might do
Pro-Am?
a better job of mine than I do of yours, though.
I don't know about all that, but listen, that's
Well,
pretty cool.
Thanks again for
Thank
what
you,
you guys
thank
do,
you.
and thanks for your sponsorship of Cam. Let's hope Cam has a great weekend this
Yes,
weekend.
rooting for
Absolutely.
him, rooting
Going
for
the
all
Hogs.
of them.
Let's go. Thank you guys again. We really appreciate all of you.
Thank you,
Appreciate
Dr.
you.
Wargis and Tracy Burr from Ortho, Arkansas. Let's take a break, and Bill Vickery will be in here
All right.
with a new sponsor, So Restaurant. How about that? Congratulations to Tom for winning those tickets. I'm sorry, Todd and
Sorry,
Dave.
Todd and
Sorry,
Dave and all
the
that.
good
That's
doctor.
listen, we've got more to come.
That's right. Maybe, who knows? Maybe we'll find some more tickets by tomorrow.
I don't know.
All right, don't go away. 7:40.
Cause it's Monday, cause it's a charcoal burning Sunday.
David Basil here for Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Found Jewelry. At Jones & Son, when you shop for an engagement ring, you get the benefit of shopping with the largest selection of rings in Central Arkansas. Jones & Son also carry the biggest brands in the business. At Jones & Son, shop their new collection of Jones & Son branded engagement rings. The Jones & Son rings are high quality at a fraction of the price, also are fully customizable, and they can modify any design to suit your needs. They are a direct diamond importer and import all of their diamonds, so you save money. Jones & Son is located located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years. The same address and phone number for over 3 decades. Finding the perfect piece of jewelry to match the occasion can be overwhelming, but it doesn't have to be at Jones & Son Diamond and Bridal Fine Jewelry. Find the right diamonds for that special occasion. Jones & Son invites you to come by or shop with them online at jonesandson.com. Jones & Son is located at 1121 Rodney Parham Road, and they've been there for over 39 years.
You've heard it on the buzz, and I'm telling you again. Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping folks step into the future with their summer auto loan special. We're talking ultra-low rates as low as 1.99%, up to 84 months to pay, and no payments for 90 days. Brand new, gently used, or refi your current ride, 2023, 24, and 25 models are all fair game. But deals like this, they don't hang around. Head to alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Through the end of the month, shop the Hustler Turf Power Plus Performance Sales Event and save on select DeWalt products. Save up to $600 on a Hustler Fast Track Series mower or up to $350 with the purchase of a Hustler Raptor Series on select DeWalt products. Both the Fast Track and Raptor mowers boast all the features Hustler is known for, like their trademark smooth track steering, integrated parking brake, and heavy-duty fabricated steel decks and one-piece tubular frames. Stop in today at Cabot Outdoors or CabotOutdoors.com.
Hello, folks. It's Frank Fletcher from Fletcher Dodge here in Sherwood. Our employee pricing program was such a big hit for May. We're going to do it again in June. We had a fantastic month, and you really responded. Remember, employee pricing simply means you pay what we pay. Everybody qualifies for employee pricing. Folks, there is no gimmicks, no hoops. You pay what we pay. Only Fletcher Dodge has the discounts in addition to employee pricing of up to $14,000 and finance rates as low as 1.9% for 72 months. Got some other great deals. New Jeep Wranglers, $7,000 off. New Jeep Compasses for only $379 a month with no money down. Don't worry about your credit. Go to FletcherCredit.com and get pre-approved in minutes right on the internet. FletcherCredit.com. At Fletcher Dodge, we're always going to give you the best price and the lowest finance rates. Come see us in person at Fletcher Dodge on Warden Road or shop us online at FletcherDeals.com.
The Camping World Open House is coming to Camping World in North Little Rock, Arkansas. Join us June 5th through the 8th and take advantage of special open house pricing on the nation's best selection of new and used RVs. Don't miss your chance to enter the ultimate RV giveaway and win a brand new RV. Plus, enjoy exciting on-site activities the whole family will love. With an RV for every lifestyle and a payment for every budget, there's never been a better time to buy. Get all the details at campingworld.com/North Little Rock.
It's Justin Acre with Lorbeth from Kaufman by Design West and Lorbeth. I'm so excited about the upcoming months. We've got great holidays upon us, and at Kaufman by Design West, you have everything to get folks outside and celebrating.
We have grilling season coming up, so we've got big green eggs and tons of accessories, and then it's also outdoor season. So we've got lots of in-stock steel products, toolkits, coolers, travel cases.
And for those who want to do some home improvement, we've got power tools galore. You can find it all at Kaufman by Design West, 14900 Cantor Road, out west past Taylor Loop. They're also online at kaufmanlumber.com.
Bass tournaments and some of the best fishing spots in the state. It's Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings with Big Sarge and his crew. Fishing Arkansas is presented by Shelter Agent Jamie Marsh, Stanley Hardware. Fishing Arkansas, Sunday mornings on 103.7 The Buzz.
Always make sure to say please and thank you. Morning Mayhem is back on the air, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Oh, yeah! Little Horse back in 1972.
Not horse.
Oh, I always get this mixed up. It sounds like horse.
Son of a
vehicle. Ides of March, right? Oh, I always get that mixed up.
I know you do, brother. Wait a second. Hold on a second. Bill, will you open the door so we can let some of this funk out?
Yeah, baby! Come on, everybody.
Anywhere.
Good funk right here.
Here we go. Come on, Bill.
I love you. I need you. Perfect song for Bill Vickery arrival.
Dang
Bill,
right.
oh my gosh, it has arrived, your new sponsor.
Yes.
It's all come together.
Look at this.
All come together. What an appropriate new sponsor for you.
all come together,
So
all right.
exciting.
So, no pun intended.
Let's give the formal introduction of Bill and his new sponsor there,
Is
Roger.
it right there, Josh?
New
Is that where it
We ready
is?
to roll? That's it.
Is it right there in the same old spot?
The same spot. Here we go.
In these troubled times, we turn to one man. That man is Bill Vickery.
Hold up, Bill. That's my job. He was the star quarterback at Van Buren.
Well, see, what is that's what you got to let me in on it, bro.
For some reason, there's two intros. Hey, let me
You got two. You don't have one. You've got two.
I play the new one.
Two.
So which is the right one?
Todd would have never let that happen.
You know what, Bill?
Todd would
This
have
is
never let
you know
that
this is almost like the old.
Lord.
Oh, yeah, you had to
You
get
guys
after
do any
RJ's.
show prep here?
Not good. Not good.
Okay, Acree.
Yeah,
Let's,
hey-oh. This may be the best fit because this location,
Keep
this
going.
restaurant
Vamping.
is literally 30 seconds from your back door.
It's a 2-minute walk. It's a 2-minute walk down the hill.
Yeah, we're talking about So Restaurant, of course, and it's so we're so excited when I heard that was the restaurant that was going to be sponsoring because you are a regular
there.
Yes.
How about that?
Yes.
Troubled
All right,
times.
let's try it again. Here we go.
We turn to one man. That man is Bill Vickery.
Hold up, Bill. That's my job. He
Fingers
was
crossed.
the star quarterback
Fingers
at Van
crossed.
Buren High School. He's the son of a sheriff. He's a capitalist, so you know he's getting paid for this. Here is
Damn right
Arkansas's most eligible bachelor, Bill Vickery. Presented by So Restaurant and Bar. For menu, reservation, and rent space information, go to SoRestaurant@ar.com.
There we go. Got it right. Yes. So when they go, listen, Bill's one of our number one customers.
Or do they go, hey, Bill's coming in?
Yeah.
It is right on Kavanaugh. It's really easy to find, 3610 Kavanaugh Boulevard. It's right next to Mount St. Mary's, if you will. Right,
Just down the street.
Yeah, and it's a old building, probably, 70, 80 years old?
Yes.
It's so cool.
It is a quaint neighborhood place.
Yeah.
And you go in, and it is, and I say this because I enjoy going there a lot.
Yes.
I went there.
You're not joking.
I was going to say, I used to go there. It was under the original management and everything. It was fantastic. It became sort of a little neighborhood legend, place to go. Changed hands, but now it's back in the hands of the original chef, the guy that
Chef
was
Joe.
there at the
Chef Joe, baby.
Yes, and so it's
Joe,
back.
it's so?
It's yes, you got it. Look at you over there in alliteration.
See what I did?
See, I see what you did there.
Damn right.
But no, it's a wonderfully quaint place. You go in, the food's fantastic. You don't get hurt when you drop the credit card.
Yeah, it's a very
staff is awesome. It is one of those places you go once, and then you're sort of a regular. The staff's fantastic. They know how to take care of folks.
Very romantic. It's got a romantic feel. Take your wife or girlfriend there. They will love it.
I'll tell you what. I take clients there all the time.
Yes.
And they leave going, wow, this is fantastic. And so it's funny. Clients will come into town from D.C. or wherever they might be from, and they compliment Little Rock and Central Arkansas. And it's sort of like they're here for 48 hours or whatever.
Yes.
And it's, oh, my gosh, the people are friendly.
Yeah, exactly.
There's stuff to do. A couple of them go hiking or, the restaurants are great, and they talk about that a lot. And so fits squarely into that plan. And it's
I was saying earlier, it's not surrounded by 30 restaurants. It's not in a busy area. It's a quiet little area.
It is the perfect neighborhood place.
As for the two, here's the deal, Roger. Sometimes I've gone in there, and all I want to do is order the chocolate sack.
All right, write this down,
the
folks.
chocolate sack. I'm telling you.
Wait a minute. You can get that at Cupid.
Well,
it is, and what it is,
different kind.
What it is, is
right on,
actually,
you would know.
It's about, Bill, 3 or 4 inches wide, 6 inches tall.
Let's don't get into that.
It's
because
it is
I don't know how big. I'm not
it's a box of chocolate.
Yes.
It is so good.
It's a chocolate sack.
It's a chocolate box almost, and it is one of the most unique inventions in dessert history.
It is fantastic. That's one of those things that if you want to have a big night, if you're celebrating something or whatever, you order that at the end.
Okay. Let me tell you what's going to happen, Roger.
Right.
Here's what's going to happen here.
Talk
and
to me.
you're invited to. This is such a Rat Pack kind of place. If you want to go up to the bar and hang out, it's got the look of it is like a Rat Pack feel. You see Dean Martin up there and Sammy and the boys, Frank.
Yeah, babe.
It's got that nice feel
Is
to
that
it,
right?
and like I
Yes,
said,
it really does.
Okay.
So
you get a great cocktail. The staff, they're very friendly.
Yes.
Bartender, you kind of go in. Hey, David, how you doing? What can we get? You sit down. You plop down. You go once and you're a regular, and you come back out. and You go back in. They go, hey, how are you?
I can see. I can see me and Bill maybe doing a gathering up there. Just
no, it's on.
Meet us at So.
It's on. I'd like to do that. I've already primed the pump for that, David.
It is a So. Go ahead.
Yes, Bill and David's big adventure at So. Okay.
So.
Yes.
A needle pulling thread.
Wow, look at you.
But it's S-O. It's S-O, and it's on Kavanaugh.
Yes,
no,
not
you
S-
still got to. You still
But
can
see, I
use
should
it.
be-
Yes,
did
I
it.
was making
Right,
sure
yeah,
everybody
I
knew
see
that.
what
No. It's faux show.
So Restaurant AR.com. So Restaurant AR.com.
But it's great.
Can't wait to
Get
go
the
there.
chocolate sack.
Joe is great. The food's
Joe's great. Joe, great
I'll
food.
tell you the other things. Like I've gone in up there with other folks, and you see him. A couple friends of mine came in, went there once. Get a call from him. Hey, what was the name of the restaurant where you and I ate? And
Yes.
I'm taking my wife, and so and then I saw him again the other night.
Once they knew
so it was
you
like
were
3 times.
I know.
Bang, bang, bang.
Once
All
they
right, why
knew,
so? Why is it called so? What's the name? What's the
I'm not sure.
significance?
What do you get
That's
for
a
it?
mystery
narrative?
that
We'll find out.
I think that the ancient Phoenicians probably came up with that hieroglyphics.
but
yes.
that's that. Well, listen, they saw that you were available for sponsorship. They were all over it. They go, my gosh, he's our top customer. We got
It
to get
only
him.
took a year. It only took a year.
Now, but here's the deal.
for
From what I
what's
understand,
possibly-
you're paying them.
Right, yes. Right. I think
So
yes.
thank you. Hey, listen,
I'm
thank you,
still-
Bill. Thank
this
you.
is a little bit on credit up
No,
there.
no, not at all. Not at all.
We do have to talk about a couple other things, too. We've got 2 big events coming up. We've got Betting 101 for women. It's ladies. It's
Wait,
just,
betting for women or betting for women?
Yeah, Betting 101 for women. That's
Okay.
exactly
I didn't
right.
get where this is taking
Baz.
place.
Yes.
Hang on a second.
This is brought to you by Oaklawn. It's going to be held at Cash. It's free food, free drink, and free admission. Girls, you can bring your friends, but it's all ladies only.
Are you going to be there?
I will be there. Roger will be there. DJ, Justin, Zach Gillen from Oaklawn. Nancy Holt is from Oaklawn. Ebony, DJ's girlfriend, Miss Arkansas, who knows how to do the gaming deal now. But anyway, go to chuck@signalmedia.com if you want to register. There's only about 20 seats left, 15 to 20 seats left. It's basically learning how to what's an over, what's an under, what's a spread, all those kind of things.
What
So,
is an over?
I know. Well, listen, Roger, we need it more than anybody.
Listen, there's guys. You guys are far good. You know, you're supposed to know these things as a guy.
As a man,
you know?
yes.
You're to be. It's supposed to be a part of you.
Yeah.
But some don't know. Baz and I will fall on that sword for you, or as they
Right.
say on the outskirts of Bauxite, sword.
So
we
you-
will fall on it for you.
So
I'm just telling you.
You've got that next Tuesday, June 10th, and then also
Tuesday, oh my gosh! Now that will there be cameras there for that?
no.
Are you sure? There's
Yes.
no. It's,
Well,
so
no,
it's,
no, it's social
it's like
media.
a federal court
So- no,
trial.
social
Like
media
the
will be
Diddy
there.
trial.
No,
will there
social
be an
media.
artist doing sketches?
Yes, yes.
Artist
That's what
renderings?
there needs to be an artist rendering, like like a courtroom sketch artist there to take.
That's not a.
Yeah.
We need to get one of
You
them to
could-
come in this studio
I'd
and
buy-
do us one day.
I'd buy an artist rendering of you
that
guys
night,
and
yes.
all those women.
Yes,
at Cash.
We like
Yeah,
those.
yeah.
We like those kind of events.
Yeah,
The other
okay.
one is Countdown to Kickoff.
Okay.
July 24th. Bobby Petrino, Taylon Green, Niall Davis, and Casey Dick. What do they all have in common? All those, Bill. See if you get this.
They all have in common. So
Taylon Green,
Taylon
Niall
Green,
Davis,
Niall
Casey
Davis.
Dick, and Bobby Petrino.
Bobby P. Man, I love
That's
that
a
guy.
connection. They
well,
Niall Davis and Casey
Yeah,
Dick.
they all. Yeah,
They have a connection with Bobby Petrino.
Petrino.
So, but anyway, it would be really good. It was to have Bobby and Taylon Green together. Frank Fletcher.
Yes.
We want to thank obviously Frank for helping
Oh,
get that
he's awesome.
done.
Such a good guy.
But that is June 10th. I mean, sorry, July 24th, rather. July 24th, over at the Hall. Go to the Buzz website if you want to get tickets for that. You can take pictures on the backside with Bobby and Taylon Green. But you got to go to the Buzz website or go to LittleRockHall.com. So that's a fun. We always do predictions.
When is that again?
July 24th.
July 24th.
Yeah. So what's on your mind about Juneteenth? What's going on there?
June 10th is next Tuesday for the Betting 101. I've got both those
All
going
right,
back
just
and forth.
I didn't know because it's on your mind.
Did you see where Vahiva Aloy is up for the Golden Spikes?
Golden
He's a
Spikes,
finalist
yes.
down to 3. Could you imagine if we had Bree Ellis as the softball player of the year?
Right, and
Aloy as the pretty.
Yeah.
It's only happened 3 times in the history of the sport, the two sports
Really?
together. Yeah, pretty unique.
Well, yeah.
Last
I mean,
last night you had Texas beating Texas Tech, first game of the World Series.
You could kind of see that coming in women's softball. I think once they got there, you think Texas is the odds.
Watch out for Texas Tech. They've got this billionaire over there that gave the pitcher last night, Kennedy, $1 million. The market for softball players has really been around $100,000 to $200,000. He goes, I want to make her the first millionaire. So he gives her $1 million.
Got all that
And
oil
so
money out
he
there in
does-
Lubbock.
And he's also got I think he pumped $10 million into their football.
Billy sold his energy company for $4 billion.
Yeah, so he's a billionaire, and so I think he helped put in $10 million.
Doesn't mean he has to be happy.
Did you hear how Josh did that? Billy sold his energy company.
I was just letting
Was that kind of
some
that
context.
was, you know what? That was a Vickery Acre level smug.
No, it's not.
That was smug right there. It was.
Or was it more like this?
Listen,
Yeah, that's what it sounded like.
do we have the clip of Acre and Josh when he says?
Smugged him?
Find it.
Manipulating contact is.
Please find that, please. Yes. Do you feel good about this weekend of Tennessee being?
I do.
I don't like the fact we just got through beating them up there. We got to do it again. I don't like that vibe. Got it.
I do. Well, let's hear it.
You got the clip.
Let's hear it. Let's hear it because I think this is a smugginess that's. Mm-hmm.
It's disgusting. I threw up in my mouth watching him play against Arkansas. And they kept giving him the calls, and then I watched him in the game over the weekend. Same trash. But I'm glad they gave South Carolina a lot more calls, so it all worked out.
Yeah, it sure would be nice to get this win tonight.
What do you mean?
Man.
Wow, you don't agree, Josh?
I think manipulating contact is a skill.
I think manipulating contact is a skill.
Yes!
So good.
Oh, smug on smug violence there. That's awesome.
It really
I got to play that on my show. That's a Sunday Buzz special right there.
Although you're an Acre, you and Acre going back and forth, it's an all-time classic. But you feel okay, even though we had to play them and beat them a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, I mean, look, I think our pitching is obviously through the regional.
Yes,
it played about as well as you could. Effectively,
yes,
dare I use
agree.
the overused phrase workmanlike,
yes.
And the focus of the team. We got to get, and the fact that they have been, they've underperformed. We've had a couple of teams that you look and go, how did that happen? And it didn't get to Omaha.
Well, I tell you, the pressure
seems to be a focus there on that.
Yeah, and the pressure's on, Bill. I think everybody knows. Everybody says, well, this is the team. They're favored to win the World Series.
Yeah, here's the thing that gets me, and it just works, because I'm an Arkansas Razorback fan from the time I was my mother's womb mate, is that we've got a back-to-back runner-up in the Heisman. Didn't win nothing. We've had a couple of Golden Spikes play. Nothing. We've got the softball player of the year. Nothing. And now you get if he gets this, I think I don't want him to get it for selfish reasons. I think that takes away, and I'm just worried about those things.
Wow.
I'm a Razorback and a Cowboy fan.
I know.
I've got reason to be skeptical, bro.
I'm with you.
All right, we'll come back. I want to throw out something too. I saw the list from Forbes, the top self-made female celebrities and how much they've made. Real quick, can you give me the top three off the top of your head? Who you think
female celebrities?
Yep.
Oprah.
Okay.
I mean, it's got to be.
Oh no! Are news people celebrities?
No. No.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's got to be Oprah.
You stop there? Can you think of anything else?
You got to go act. You got to go actress.
Celebrity. Yeah, you got to go.
Actress. I don't think it's Angelina.
Yeah,
Who
it's
is
not
it?
Angie Dickinson.
Is it the one? What's the blonde Marvel lady?
You should Roger. You should know one of these.
Jennifer Lawrence.
You should Roger. You should know one of these. You should know one of these.
Reba
right
McEntire?
at the top. Right at the. Oh my gosh! We'll get it when we come back. Do not go away.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center.
Looking for adventure on 2 wheels or 4? Honda of Russellville has the largest Honda selection in the entire state. ATVs, motorcycles, dirt bikes, scooters, and side-by-sides, all priced to move. From the trail to the mud and back again. Check out our Mud Pro series featuring Ranchers, Foremans, and Rubicons. Want more power? Try our Mud Slayer packages on Pioneers and Talons. From mild to wild, Honda of Russellville has exactly what you're looking for. Visit us on Facebook or check out HondaofRussellville.com.
Ladies, join us at Cash Restaurant for Sports Betting 101 presented by Oaklawn Sports. Admission is free. To reserve your spot, just email Chuck Gatlin at signalmedia.com. Special thanks to AY Magazine.
World champion of what?
103.7 The Buzz, your world champions of sports radio.
Don't get me wrong.
KABZ Little Rock. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
The search for escaped inmate Grant Harden continues. Now officials are trying to piece together cell phone data for new leads. Harden has been on the run since May 25th when he walked out of the North Central Corrections Unit in Calico Rock. State police were granted a sweeping cell phone data search warrant. That means troopers will get their hands on records from cell services from towers up to 5 miles from the prison from May 24th and the 29th. There is a $25,000 reward for information leading to his arrest. A federal investigation is now underway into the Little Rock Housing Authority. Congressman French Hill, the chairman of the House Committee on Financial Services, sent a letter to the Inspector General of the U.S. Department of Housing and Urban Development Tuesday. Hill is calling for an investigation into how the Metropolitan Housing Alliance was, quote, allowed to operate so irresponsibly for so long. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Insure your auto, home, life, and everything in between with Shelter Insurance. Find a local agent by calling 1-800-SHELTER or at shelterinsurance.com.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, humid weather for today. We'll have a high of 88 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. A few pop-up showers are possible and maybe a thunderstorm or two. Tonight, partly cloudy, no rain in the forecast tonight with a low of 73 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse presents Match Game on Morning Mayhem. Listen for your chance to play their version of the classic TV game show. Brought to you by Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse, Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters for over 30 years. Call 501-568-0040 today or click online at arkansastruck.com.
Hi, it's Frank Fletcher from the Fletcher Dodge store here in Sherwood. Folks, if you're shopping for a new car or truck, I hope you'll come see us and give us a chance to earn your business. We have huge discounts, 0% financing available, and we'll give you $1,000 over Kelly Blue Book value for your trade-in. Folks, I guarantee you a hassle-free buying experience. And if you've had credit problems in the past, listen to this. We have an easy pre-approval process. Just go to FletcherCredit.com to get started. You can be pre-approved in minutes. It's really not hard. FletcherCredit.com. Folks, we're also still buying cars every day. If you got an old car or truck you want to turn into cash, bring it to Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood and ask for Chris or Andy. Shop Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood before you buy anywhere else. Shop in person or shop online at FletcherDeals.com. Thank you.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
I'm Allison Greenwood. I live in Pulaski County. I got a notice from my insurance carrier saying that my premium was going up to over $1,000 a month. My insurance agent called me and said, hey, Farm Bureau has a new product. I said, well, tell me more. In less than 24 hours, I was signed up with the Farm Bureau health plan, saving over $500 a month, and I was a happy girl.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
In search of a great happy hour? Then look no further than at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. Each and every weekday from 4 till 6. Great specials on appetizers, draft beer, house wines, well drinks, and cocktails. Inside the bar or out on the patio. Enjoy happy hour at the Butcher Shop.
Roger Scott here. You guys know how much I love the great outdoors. I mean, I am the naked gardener after all, and there's nothing that I love more than my very own lawn and being outside. But let's be honest, when the mosquitoes attack, it can be a real buzzkill. However, a monthly mosquito barrier from my friends at Sanders Ground Essentials can keep those skeeters away, which keeps my deck party going. Call them today at 315-9395 or on the web at sandersground.com. Sanders Ground Essentials. Let's get growing.
Fellas, you're thinking about starting TRT? That time is now at Low T Center. The consultation and test are free for a limited time only. Don't let Low T slow you down this summer, man. Get the energy you need at Low T Center. Book now at fixmylowt.com. That's fixmylowt.com. You can thank me later.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville. Your pool and spa chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Sharona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. You can always bring in a pool or spa water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. They also carry Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. LuxuryPoolArkansas.com.
Hey, what's going on, everybody? I'm Wes Moore. Coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds, we are live getting ready for the NBA Finals, Game 1 Thursday night. We will be at Twin Peaks. Go ahead and make plans. Join us and have lunch at Twin Peaks. We'll talk about all the deals they have going on and how they're getting ready for the NBA Finals and the College Super Regionals. We're also going to talk recruiting. Richard Davenport will join us. All that and a whole lot more coming up Thursday on Out of Bounds.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem. Please. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
The Moretti's!
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
They're below or above the name?
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin.
All right, it is 8:06. Great to have Bill Vickery.
Oh, terrible!
It's our man JM, who was performed at the Grand Ole Opry last night. Justin Moore did.
The Grand Ole Opry House.
Yes. Hopefully that looked like a great audience, full house.
Oh, man, and Monday was such a great show.
Oh, thanks.
That was such a great show.
Steve Ducey was wonderful, super nice. I mean, we made the point. We were fortunate enough in 1 week to have two men who helped start franchises at Fox Television that have lasted 30 years. Terry Bradshaw helped start Fox on NFL back in 1994, and then Steve Ducey started Fox and Friends in 98. Had them both within a week of each other.
Yeah, man.
On the show.
How about that?
Both of them were super nice.
I don't know where we can go.
Yeah.
From
well,
that.
Ducey did ask about you.
Yeah,
He
well,
said, "How's about my man BB?"
Yeah, well, exactly, Pete, man. We go back. He and Tucker and I got Cleveland. I don't want to get into that. But.
Bill mentioned in the last segment his new sponsor is So on Kavanaugh, and we want to thank Chef Joe.
Chef Joe.
And it's spectacular. Take your girl, take your lady friend, have a intimate, really cool dinner there, and it's spectacular.
It's again tucked away, great neighborhood spot. But I do think, the Buzz listenership is undefeated.
Yes,
and
that's right.
The good stuff you read on the air. The great stuff you cannot read on the air.
Oh, that is true. That is true. We've got some of those.
Couple of great little, at me. But looking forward to going to So.
Now, do we have the clip? We were talking about smug levels. We always talk about smug level, and we played the clip of so this was you being smug towards us during basketball season.
Yes. This joke about make the tournament.
You don't think it can still happen?
What are we? If we win the SEC tournament, yes.
No. No, that was more than that.
You got to keep. No, the season doesn't end today. You people live in a fairy world. I live in the real world where we've got. Yes.
Wow. What the
fairy world
jumping up there? Yeah,
that thing has followed me around. I mean, yikes!
Real radio is so good.
Yes.
Yeah, just like the almost fist fight you got into with Acre here in the studio.
Oh,
it was over what again? It was
what was it?
Not circumference.
Oh, atrophy versus what was it? Emaciated.
Emaciated.
He meant
Find
to
it,
say
Josh.
atrophy.
Let's play it.
He meant to say atrophy.
I have been in this studio where a fist fight almost broke out on two occasions. One was that one with Acre.
Yeah.
If I had not been in between, I think Acre would have come out.
But you were egging it on.
Yes,
That's the other thing. It would have ended.
Oh, Peacekeeper who also nags it on.
He does not have a blue. He does not have one of those UN helmets. Like he's not a peacekeeper.
No.
He's an instigator.
There's no Switzerland over
Roger,
here.
that might have been the first time I've ever gone.
Yesterday, he's egging me on because somebody's bugging him, so he projects it over on me, and he knows how to get my buttons. And you know what? But when he's calling me rude, but he goes, I said it in a nice way. You can't. That's an oxymoron.
I would say Baz is exploitive, but I guess if that word can be used in a good way,
he can be everything.
I mean, Bill, it was impressive. The gymnastics.
I promise you, David's great grandfather told the Archduke Ferdinand, hey, just drive down this little road. Nobody will shoot you down here. What could happen?
And you know, another one of his great-grandfathers told a dude named Zapruder, let me have your film. You go take a leak. I got it covered for you. Go do that.
Right.
You know, oh, no. Hey, wait a minute, Buzz. Stand right here. And then, boom, there goes on film.
He instigated.
And then laughs at it.
Right, the instigator.
Idiot.
It was such good radio. I tell you, the only other fight.
You have it?
The only other fight that we almost played. I mean, it almost happened.
It almost happened.
Stanley was in here. Remember Stanley Knox? Danny Joe used to be in that producer room where you didn't have a window. So Stanley was egging on Crawford, and Crawford said, say it one more time. I'm thinking, no.
Now,
so he did it.
And you're like, yes.
Yes. Stanley said it. And next thing, I could hear the doors open up. He opens up this. He comes in there, and they go nose to nose. So live during it, I'm getting, hey. So,
Was it just like the Jim Rome, Chris Everett?
Yes.
thing? Yes.
Yeah.
it was like
Oh
that.
my gosh! I thought this thing, and this thing with Bill and Acree. If I had not been sitting right there, it might could have.
I want to be clear. I never got upset.
You're very calm.
I never got upset.
And that's what made him more upset. As a married man of 40 years, when you realize you were wrong and you can't dig yourself out of the own problem that you've got yourself into, and then she's right.
To put it in perspective, for real, he and I have been very good friends for 30 years.
Yeah, it sounds like it.
You know what I mean? And
But it was
so-
almost like Doc Holliday versus Johnny Ringo. Johnny Ringo didn't have a chance. Acree had no chance.
So there was a respect there and all that. Well, you can say whatever you
just
want.
shot him with 8 bullets. All right, let's play.
Here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. This is
Here we go.
embarrassing.
No, but I mean, what did you mean to say?
Atrophy.
And be honest. No, it was not.
I don't
really
think- I don't think
emaciated.
so. I don't think
You
it
can
was.
refer to someone as being emaciated, but a particular body part,
Boy, a
that
lot
would be
of-
like
a lot of
saying
know-it-alls
my
in this
pinky
room right
finger
now.
is emaciated. Really? Yeah, you can be dumb. You can be dumb and say that.
See?
You can be dumb and say that. Seriously. I mean, really? No, I mean, I'm just saying that that's ignorant. It's ignorant. Really? It's called English. We speak it. Why don't you learn how to write it and say it? Honestly, it's called English. It's called English. We speak it. Why don't you try a bit? I'll get you a book. I'll get you a book on that. My toe is emaciated. My hair is emaciated. You know how stupid you sound. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. I know more than you. I know that much. You sound so dumb right now. I know. Pick your battles. No, I know. Pick your battles. I know you're mad. I know you're mad right now. I know you're upset. A little bit. I know you're mad and upset, but don't go crazy.
All right, here's the other part.
Oh, my God.
These are those fights.
Oh,
Back
my
in the
God.
day, if Baz had the phone, he would have been videoing the fight and have it not jump in to stop it, but to video it.
You were like Ali with somebody in the court. You just never stopped pounding. You never stopped throwing punches.
And after all these years, were you right?
Look,
Yes.
it's
Answer
not
the
about
question.
being right or wrong.
Well, in some world, in some places, were you right? Can your body part be emaciated?
What he meant to say was,
Well, we just had a finger, wrist, hand, elbow doctor in it. We could have asked him
right
about the body part. So can it be? So he was he erred in suggesting that, right?
I think the word he was searching for was atrophy. We've all been there where we're trying to find a word.
Who you telling?
And and
It's
so
me.
I'm not,
This is me over here.
I'm
I
not,
understand.
Listen, who am I to judge?
Come on.
So good. Okay, when we left the segment last segment, I teased.
I'll get you a book.
Oh my gosh,
about
you did
that.
not stop.
David, you just can't drop that in the conversation and then walk away.
He does. You did not stop. I'll say so. It was the Forbes released their 2025 list of the country's 100 richest self-made women. These we have the 16 celebrities who made the cut. So I will say this: you got number one,
Oprah.
Bill.
Yeah, that's easy.
Oprah Winfrey. Guess how much she's worth?
Well, why did you sound like you didn't when he said
No, I
that?
just.
Or is that your only one?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah,
okay.
yeah.
$3 billion?
That's it. Wow, good
Yeah,
job, Bill.
yeah.
$3.1 billion. Then I went to Roger. The next one, I said, Roger,
Yeah, how should I know this?
you. How many women do you pay attention to in this world? There's two.
Just one?
There's two.
And right now she's in front of a computer working for Ortho, Arkansas.
That's the first one. Who's your number two that you pay attention to more? You've given more time to than probably any other woman. Yes,
Me?
you. That's exactly right. Think of the number of hours that you've watched television.
Ruth Buzzy?
That you've watched television and.
Have I watched? Has it been just regular
Over the-
television,
over the
not
last-
on
over the last 10 years.
not anything on YouTube?
No, over the last 10 years.
Angie Dickinson?
And she is self-made. Some will say the most amazing self-made businesswoman ever.
Maria Bartiromo?
$1.7 billion she is worth. I'm sure if I'll...
Kim Kardashian?
Kim Kardashian is correct. The one
Roger, I had no idea.
Roger has watched Kim Kardashian and the Kardashians for 15 years.
Yeah, well, we all know what he's
I'm disappointed that you didn't get that
We all
one.
know what he's
Well, you know what? Well, because
how about that? 1.8 billion. She's number 2 in celebrity. I mean, 1.8 billion.
And she's done it good. Well, I can't
And her
believe that she's
sisters are-
made more than her sister.
I thought I did too. I thought her sister would be.
What about her daddy mama?
No, she's not. She didn't make the list. All right, let's go. Let's go next. Think music.
Taylor Swift.
Taylor Swift is number 3.
Thank you, Melinda Mayo.
Overall,
Yeah.
so Oprah's
Yeah.
number 13, Kardashian is number 19, Taylor Swift number 21. Next 3 are singers. Next 3 are singers. Beyonce is 45 at 780 million. There's 2 ahead of her actually, which I'm surprised.
And they're chick singers.
Yeah, old
Luke
school and new
Combs.
school.
Luke Combs.
No, the woman. It's one. Old school and new
Rihanna.
school.
Britney
Rihanna,
Spears?
number 35.
She has a huge fashion.
She's
brand.
got
yeah.
1 billion.
Huge.
1 billion for Rihanna. So the other one is old school, Bill.
Shabuzi?
You expect to get this one.
Old school.
Old school.
Shabuzi.
No.
Hey, think of sort of Trailblazers.
Trailblazers,
MTV.
Madonna.
Madonna,
yeah,
850
She's still on that
million.
list?
Yeah.
She is.
Hanging
That's
around.
I mean, she
And
needs to
Roger's
finish
going
around.
back.
Oh,
You were
man.
right. Kylie Jenner is on here, but surprisingly, I thought she was worth $1 billion. According to this, it's 670 million.
So she's
And
lost
then
a little bit of money. There.
Here's the rest. Selena
She
Gomez.
must be doing lots of
Selena Gomez.
Selena Gomez. Who knew? The 700 million. Judge Judy, 580 million.
She was up
That's
there
a
for a
lot.
while.
Celine
Judge.
Dion, 570 million.
Judge Judy.
Streisand,
$500 million.
510 million. This
For
is
a
surprising.
Streisand?
How about that?
What are they?
Well, that's
what-
her entire career. You know, that's
well, no, there's got to be. They've got to have investments, right?
Yeah.
well, yeah, they sure. it's
Overall,
yeah.
right, yes.
How
Speaking
about
of that,
net
Mr.
worth?
Hatcher, I need to talk to you.
How about this tie? Ellen DeGeneres
Oh, boy.
and Dolly Parton, 450. I thought million. I thought Dolly would be higher.
She gives away her wealth.
Maybe true. That might be it, Roger.
Dollywood, man.
Reese Witherspoon, 440 million.
Now that's
Wow.
interesting. Oh, it's because the makeup thing. Yeah.
Oh, is that
Okay.
right?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I don't know what that
And that's
is,
it.
I don't know. She's
How
got
about
some.
how about Katy Perry, 360 million.
Yeah.
All right.
And last but not least, of the 100, Serena Williams, 350 million.
Wow.
So that is
Very
it.
good.
So good job, boys.
Yeah.
Listen, when you got to be,
that?
when you got to be, that's very impressive. Did you see where Tommy Boy Fest is going to be happening again?
No.
This is the 30th anniversary for
Awesome.
Tommy Boy, and they're doing it where the movie was shot, Sandusky, Ohio.
That's awesome.
Obviously, Chris Farley can't be there.
Well,
David
yeah.
Spade's not going to be there, but the director Peter Siegel is going to be there.
Pete
So.
Siegel, Pete Siegel.
Yeah, he's
Petey.
another one of the great Saturday
Yep.
Night Live guys
Yep.
that just didn't make it too long in his life. But
No,
he
played hard.
Flamed out.
Played hard.
It's also the
And then they didn't, you know, and what gets me is that when his brother went to the house to find him, and at the when you clean up, why don't you leave all that stuff lying around and let them all see it?
Yeah.
Let them find. Don't get them all that information right off the bat.
Yeah, well, get a good look at a steak.
we're visiting with Bill Victory, who's now brought to you by Soul Restaurant
Soul
on
Restaurant,
Kavanaugh.
yes.
Got to
Yeah.
go check it out. Ask for the chocolate box for dessert. That's what my number one.
Sack.
Chocolate sack.
That's
That's
it.
it. It's a box.
Oh, mark the
It-
tape. Josh, mark the tape there. What David was asking
You can take
for.
a good look at a butcher's ass by sticking your head up there, but wouldn't you rather take his word for it?
Shoulder width apart. Stay between the udder and the hock. It's a 32 belly option on 2 on 2. Ready?
So good.
Did you hear I finally graduated?
Yeah, and just a shade under a decade, too. All right.
You know, a lot of people go to college for 7 years.
I know. They're called doctors.
Who was funnier, John Candy or Chris Farley?
John Candy's got a bigger deal. John Candy's just
both
he's
were
got
good.
his catalog is much larger. So.
Okay,
He was a little subtle, too.
Totally.
Farley was so
Yeah,
great
over
because of
the
the
top.
physical
Totally.
comedy. And
All right, let me throw one
Had
more.
to be.
Let me
Yes.
throw one more. Tell me, Belushi.
Belushi, yeah. There's
Same thing. They're the
Belushi
same.
almost number one to me.
They're the same.
Yeah.
His body of work was so short.
Yeah.
So was Farley's,
yeah.
but I listen. I mean, Belushi's got a. Belushi was a rock star with everything that he did with movie,
Yeah.
TV, song, but Candy is still.
Now you've got the hockey finals going on
Yes,
right
the
now.
Stanley Cup, I
Yes,
think is what they call
you're,
it, David.
Bill, you're part of Florida now. Has had
Yes.
6 straight
Right.
representatives now. Tampa Bay for
Tampa,
3 years in a row, and
the
now
Lightning, or-
Florida, which we just found out that, Josh, I don't know if you knew this or not, but the actual arena
Yes.
for the Panthers is 45 minutes north of Miami.
Sunrise,
It's
Florida.
Sunrise, Florida,
Yeah.
which is north of Hollywood and what was it, Fort Lauderdale.
Basically Fort Lauderdale.
It's where the olds lived.
Yeah, and where do the Dolphins play?
They play at Sun Life Hard Rock Stadium.
Is that like 20, 30 minutes?
It's outside. It's not.
But Tampa, the city of Tampa was really that's where your place is, and it's where you're going this weekend.
Yeah.
It was rocking with the Bucks won, and I mean it's hockey. I mean it's a fun town.
It's a great It is a lot of people.
Who would have thought?
Yes,
South Florida would have 6 straight years
hockey
in the Stanley Cup Finals.
Hockey.
Yeah.
Well, there's a lot of folks have moved down there in the eastern. So hockey is a big sport for a lot of folks that have transplanted down there from the Northeast, and it is. It sells out. It's huge in Tampa.
Because of your background in politics, I had to bring this up, Roger.
Yes.
It was on this day.
Yes.
57 years ago in 1968. What happened, Bill? I'm going to give you a shot.
Ooh, got it.
Well,
did you hear what I said? I'm going to give you.
Yeah. I mean, look, it's 68. It's one of two things. I mean, well, it had to be. It's
Come
on
on
to Chicago unless when they.
That's it.
Robert F. Kennedy shot at the Ambassador Hotel.
Yeah.
You remember who was working as a bodyguard?
Yeah, Rayford Johnson and Rosie Greer.
And Rosie Greer was the one who took down Sirhan, right?
Yeah, and if you hear the audio. There was a TV guy that was there, too, and they were following him.
He's got a gun.
He's got a gun.
Get the gun. Get the gun.
Mayor Yorty has just sent me a message that we've been here too long already. So,
it's just...
my thanks to all of you, and now it's on to Chicago, and let's win there.
Yeah, brushes his hair.
Senator Kennedy has been shot. Is that possible? Is that possible? It's good. Is it possible, ladies and gentlemen? It is possible. He has not only Senator Kennedy. Oh my God! Senator Kennedy has been shot, and another man, a Kennedy campaign manager, and possibly shot in the head.
Yeah.
I am right here. Rayford Johnson has a hold of a
Get
man
the gun.
who apparently
Get the gun.
has
Stay
fired
away
the shot.
from the gun.
That's it, Rayford. Get it. Get the gun, Rayford. Okay, now hold on to the guy.
Wow.
Hold on to him. Hold on to him, ladies and gentlemen. Hold him. Hold him.
I don't think
We don't want another Oswald.
Well,
we don't want another Oswald.
Hold him, Rayford. We don't want another Oswald. Hold him, Rayford. Keep people away from him.
One of the great athletes in history.
The Olympic decathlete gold medalist.
How crazy is that?
You think about it was just bizarre.
Ambassador
At one
Hotel.
point, they get. Is there a doctor in the house?
Yes.
And you look at the modern political world and how they travel with big entourages, and you move now. A lot of that's obviously stemmed from the 60s, and 68 was such a tumultuous.
Oh, my gosh.
We talk about a nation divided now. We have
it was
forgotten
crazy how crazy it was
the
there.
craziness of
Assassinations
67, 68 through 73, 74. It was just a weird time.
And wasn't Rosie Greer also, come to find out, he was the one that apparently O.J. might have confessed to. Remember that story?
Right.
Yeah.
Is that apparently he went and saw him and took a Bible with him, and apparently
For show.
The other thing, didn't they almost let him out? Sirhan
So
out?
he has been up for parole. He's never, obviously
they should never let him out.
out.
They should never let him out.
If RFK Jr. Feels very strongly that the CIA played a big role in killing his father, and that the shots came from the back, and Sirhan was in the front.
Well, his current boss is not holding back on letting him look at any paperwork he wants to.
So there's there's still. But the complaint wasn't supposed to go through the kitchen. He was going to go a different way. He spoke too long. All of the dominoes that fell. Mm-hmm. And how would he know that? How could he know to station himself? Because there was no and then again, he went through the kitchen to avoid walking through the crowd. I mean, just a very
tough time for the Kennedy family.
Yeah,
honestly.
And the nation. Martin Luther King had been killed earlier in the year.
It is crazy. I don't think people do remember. I sometimes tell Jessica, you think it's crazy now.
Yeah.
Think about those years where,
When I hear commentators talk about the nation's never been so divided, I'm like, we fought a civil war. The nation was more divided, and then that tumultuous time from 67 to 73, 74, it was just... a presidential candidate was assassinated, and civil rights leader was assassinated. Buildings were bombed. On college campuses.
A couple other things I know you would appreciate. I saw too that this was the day that Urban Cowboy came out, starring John Travolta, and
forget it.
Some great music that came off that soundtrack. I mean, that was who was John Daly's buddy that always
Johnny Lee.
Johnny Lee,
Looking for love,
in
baby.
all the wrong places. That was one of the great movie soundtracks of all time.
Boz Scaggs.
Yeah.
Boz
Can you imagine that?
You
I played Boss Skaggs earlier.
You are known for your amazing music and the Sunday Digest Bill Vickery
Sunday
show. Sunday Buzz
Emaciated.
show. Yes,
Emaciated
show.
Sundays.
Yes, but that had a lot of great. And who was the girl that was the
Deborah
love interest?
Winger.
Deborah Winger.
Bud and Sissy.
Bud and
Sissy.
Fine,
That's
forget
exactly right. That was 1980.
Yeah.
1980.
Forced a lot of people to buy big cowboy hats with feathers right on the front. You remember that?
Hell yeah.
That
I remember
urban
that.
cowboy look, man.
And
Travolta
also-
was massive back then.
And, of course, Oaklawn is one of our great partners here on 103.7 The Buzz and Morning Mayhem.
Mm-hmm.
Smarty Jones on this day lost to Birdstone at Belmont. You know, just when you thought it was
Yep.
you're there,
That
you're
close.
there. Oh, so close. I didn't realize Birdstone was 36-1 odds to win.
But it was especially at running those longer races. You know,
I'll tell you, Roger and I were there for American Pharoah, and when American Pharoah came around, I'm thinking, oh no, don't let it happen again.
Yeah.
Don't let it, because we were there, and all of a sudden I remember, and I've got it on video. I think, Roger, he's done it. He's going to do it, because you could tell he wasn't fading at the end, and that's a long race, man. It's a massive track.
You can make an argument that the most difficult thing to do in sports is to win the Triple Crown.
And it happened in 36 years when that happened,
Because it's winning the mile, the 400 meters, and the 100 meters. That's what it would be comparable to.
Yes.
So you would have to take Usain Bolt.
Yes.
Would have to win, the 100 meters, the 400, and the mile.
The last thing before we let you go, I meant to bring this up earlier in the show. It is Mark Wahlberg's birthday.
Hey.
I think we all like Mark Wahlberg, don't we?
Yeah.
When you think of
Get down.
Don't go to sleep on the Funky Bunch
No,
now.
yeah,
Don't go to sleep on those guys.
That's right. He used to do the underwear modeling, right?
Calvin Klein.
When you think of a movie, your favorite movie of Mark Wahlberg, what is it? There's a lot of good ones.
Yeah, the other guys is so funny.
Other guys are great. Boogie Nights, man, he is great.
Yeah, I
Boogie
hadn't seen
Nights.
that.
What?
Yep.
Roger.
Wait a minute.
Josh.
That's a lie.
Listen,
Mark the
I
tape.
don't watch.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah,
We
you know
have
what?
Deja vu. We've had this conversation several times.
Too much
Got
porn
to-
in it.
Roger,
I don't
there's so
cotton
many
up to
good,
that.
There's so many good roles in that, Bill.
Yeah,
Yes.
I like him in that one. I like him in Ted. He's funny. He does a great job. I
The
like him,
Fighter?
but you know what?
The Fighter?
You know what I like him
Awesome.
at? I think I like him better
Lone
at
Survivor? Yeah.
his Bible app commercials.
His Bible app. Bill, it's so great to have you
Great
here.
to have you guys.
Sponsored by Soul
Yes,
Restaurant.
Soul Restaurant.
Oh,
Right
I
there
know.
on
We
Kavanaugh.
thought we were going to kick you to the curb, but no.
I'm
look at
telling you,
this.
right on Kavanaugh, I promise
Right.
you, if you take your little lady, she's going to love it there.
And there will be a David and Bill night.
Yes, we got to do
You
that.
and I will gather some people. We'll go up for a big dinner there at So. I promise you, everybody will have a great time.
Josh,
So,
we'll need a fill in that day.
Roger,
Yeah.
so let it be written.
Yes.
So let it be done.
Bill Vickery, have a good time in Tampa,
Enjoy it,
my
guys.
friend. Talk
Have a
to you
great
later.
week. Talk to you Monday.
Monday
morning.
yes.
Monday morning. I'll be there, but I'll be on.
Gotcha,
I'll be on
exactly.
remote.
Awesome.
Talk to you Monday.
Will you be on your show Sunday?
I'll be on Sunday. We'll be doing a recap of the college of where we are in the college Super Regionals.
Hopefully talking about
hopefully 1-0 come Sunday
that's right,
morning.
that's right.
Hopefully 1-0 come Sunday morning.
That bow.
I got Melinda Mayo coming up, and then we got Michael and Jana from Simmons Bank Arena telling us what's coming to the arena.
Floyd's Seafood, Keel Avenue in Sherwood. It's crawfish season, and Floyd's has live Louisiana Cajun crawfish. Place your order by 2 p.m. Thursday for weekend boils. Floyd'sMeatandSeafood.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A slight chance of some showers or a thunderstorm today, otherwise really warm and humid, a high of 88 and a mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, a few breaks in the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a low of 73. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 90. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Oaklawn is your hot springs escape. Enjoy plush comfort, upscale dining, and Arkansas's only Forbes 4-star rated spa at our luxury hotel. And with easy access to Hot Springs National Park and sparkling lakes, Oaklawn is your home base for everything the region has to offer. Come stay, play, and get away at Oaklawn, a Forbes Travel Guide recommended hotel. Make your reservation at oaklawn.com. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-522-4700.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ with The Zone. Stop by between 10 and 1 Thursday. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch and giving away complimentary packages of fresh Angus beef. Go to standingfirmfarms.com and order burger bundle boxes, quarter, halves, and whole sides of beef. And be sure to stop by the New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street in Conway Thursday between 10 and 1 and get your free package of fresh Angus beef with The Zone.
For over 30 years, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has been Arkansas's truck accessory headquarters and the only stop for all your truck parts and accessories. If it goes on a truck, Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse has got it. And that includes upgrading your truck with Vortex spray liners. Tough, durable, proudly made in the USA. Their spray liners can protect your truck for years to come. Call Pickup Truck Accessory Warehouse at 501-568-0040 to schedule your spraying. Or stop by 65th and University.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
Your morning drive will never be the same with Morning Mayhem on the radio, live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
Pure love, baby, it's pure love.
All right, it is 8:32.
I'm playing this because you don't know the song. Why were you questioning? Hold on there now, Slick. Go ahead. It's all yours. Love, you're the picture, it's pure love. Here it is. 99 and 44, 100% pure love. It's Ronnie Millsap, Jack. 40.
I didn't know that Captain Crunch was in one of his lines. That's crazy.
Oh, dude, Captain Crunch. Milk and honey in Captain Crunch.
All right, it is time to check in with our good friend over at KATV Channel 7, the one and only.
No, Mr. Belafonte, it's Mayo. Mayo. Melinda Mayo. She's Arkansas's TV sweetheart, and she's joining the guys from Morning Mayhem. Melinda Mayo on Morning Mayhem is brought to you by Sanders Ground Essentials, where great lawns start today. On the web at sandersground.com.
Good morning, Mel.
Hey, good morning, guys. So my favorite line from Urban Cowboy, you ready?
Yep.
My legs are sweating, Mama.
My legs are sweating, Mama. We go to Roger Scott. He would be the expert in this.
Urban Cowboy, my legs are sweating.
I don't remember that scene, Melinda.
Oh, it's when they're getting married and they're taking their wedding pictures, Bud and Sissy. She's got on her wedding dress with cowboy boots.
Wow.
underneath it.
Wow.
And her legs are sweating, Mama.
I don't remember
I don't
that.
remember
That's
that either.
awesome.
Very nice.
I'll never forget it now.
It's also Mark Wahlberg. We're going to stick with the movie theme. Mark Wahlberg's birthday today. We didn't even mention Departed, Roger.
No, I love him in that one. He plays such a Bostonian.
So many good directions, so many good movies. What would you go for Mark Wahlberg?
Isn't he Boogie Nights?
Oh, I just told Roger has not seen that movie. Can you believe that?
I'm not going to watch that.
You're watching it. You're watching
It's
it.
adult porn.
You're watching. That's such a good movie. Burt Reynolds is in that, and
Julianne Moore.
Yes, you know he.
I think there's a part of me that it really. The worst part of that is knowing that Burt Reynolds won the Golden Globe for Best Actor, but he didn't win it at the Academy, and I really thought that would be awesome for him. So I maybe I haven't watched it because of that.
By the way, our movie tomorrow, our Hawks Holmes movie for the movie review tomorrow is No Country for Old Men, Melinda. A great movie. Oh, my gosh, intense. We're doing that each week.
I watched it last night. I liked it a lot. Well, I won't say how much I like it because we'll review it tomorrow, but it's enough that I will watch it again.
Tell us about rain this weekend. What do we got to deal with?
Yeah. Real quick, No Country for Old Men. So what time do you close now? Now is not a time.
Now is not a time.
Wow.
Friendo.
Ooh.
Yes, I know. Creepy.
Okay, yes. So let's get to rain. So just a 20% chance today. The chances have actually gone down. It is humid as can be, folks. So the dew points are up over the 70s, and anytime that's happening, it's just like tropical, and that's what we got going on. But not much of a rain chance, just a few pop-up showers or storms this afternoon. The chances start to go up for Friday and Saturday. But here's what I think is the good news. I think it favors the morning hours, both Friday and Saturday. So tomorrow morning, kind of real early, overnight, we're going to have a line come into northwest Arkansas. Right now, it kind of looks like it's dying out around 6, 7 o'clock in the morning here as it tries to get to central. It's the Saturday morning round that has a little bit more with it. I think that moves in maybe 6:30. Northwest Arkansas gets here about 8, 9 o'clock Saturday morning, so we may wake up to rain and thunderstorms here. But I think for Fayetteville, that's going to play out okay. So for the game Saturday, 4 o'clock start, I've got 79 degrees and about a 30% rain chance, and it goes down to just 20% for the rest of the game. So I think the good news is the best rain chances in the morning, not the afternoon.
And what did you say about the Saturday for here, Central Arkansas?
I would say probably if you get up around 7, 8 o'clock Saturday morning, it's probably going to be raining. Rain and thunderstorms here, 8:30, 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, but then decreasing for the afternoon. There could be some wind with these. We've got a slight risk of severe storms Friday, Saturday, and Sunday just because these summertime thunderstorms can kick up some wind, so there could be some trees down, that kind of thing, in a few spots. Not widespread, but there could be a few.
Did it rain up here yesterday, Bass?
A little bit.
Oh, we had
just
a
a
lot
little,
there in
just
St.
a
County.
little, just a little
Listen,
bit.
we've been out of town all week long, and I haven't had a chance. Melinda, I got my grass on Saturday now.
Melinda, what do you think about the Hogs and Vols? I know, listen, you're locked into all things Razorbacks. Are you feeling good about it, or are you a little concerned about it?
Somewhere in between. You know, we handled them earlier this year, so we know we can do it again. I think the key is to win that first one, and then I feel great about winning 1 out of 2. So I just think we gotta hit it Saturday. Their biggest weapon is that pitcher who drives me crazy, Liam Doyle.
Yep.
Arguably, I think that maybe one of the best, maybe the best pitcher in the SEC. But man, he drives me crazy. Is there such a thing as taunting in baseball? Because the way he points when he strikes them out as he's strutting off that mound, I mean, gosh, he's hard to like.
Yeah, and of course he's up for the Golden Spikes Award along with Viva Aloy. So, and of
I
course,
think the sentiment that Melinda shared whenever I ask somebody how they feel about the series, that is the general's sentiment, anxiety.
Yeah, I think so,
There's a lot of anxiety about playing. You know, I think everybody feels good, but beating them twice is gonna be hard, and it's just
that
they
quickly.
seem to bring. It'll be exciting though. It's gonna be electric.
It's gonna be electric. Is the word for sure. I thought this was.
I feel like a bar fight is about to break out anytime I watch Tennessee, whether it's us or somebody else. I just feel like it's about to be a bar fight at any moment.
Yes. Now the other day we were in Nashville for the Rock and Jocks celebrity softball game with Justin Moore, and you recognize a name of the shortstop that Justin said he was going to replace. It was Danae Hayes, the comedian.
That's right. You guys didn't even say her name.
No.
Justin said, I didn't really know who she was. And the guy said, we got this girl who played for Alabama, won a national championship. And I immediately thought that's Danae Hayes. So she grew up in a small town in Alabama, played for University of Alabama, won the national championship in 2012. And then she kind of started becoming, as TikTok took off and Instagram, a social media star because she is funny. And she parodies her kind of alter ego is Sharon Jean. Sharon Jean is her name, and her husband is Terrence, and she does like a very country kind of comedy routine that's pretty hilarious. She's done some songs which get a little edgy.
Oh,
so they're not
yes.
for children.
Not for children, but she was. I tell you, she. I think she won the national championship as a shortstop at Alabama. I could tell when she came across to make a play. I thought, wow. Girl, super athletic.
She was very good.
Had no idea she had the Alabama background. But, yeah, Jessica had heard that song, Something in My Dresser, if you will. And so I'm glad that you were all – listen, your comedian chain that you have in your algorithm.
Very eclectic.
You know those comedians on social media. And you got invited back.
She also does not as good as our Craig, but she also does these prank calls as one of her really country characters, one of her Alabama characters, where she'll call like a taxidermist office and say she wants her ex-husband head mounted or something, and she does those on social media too. She's pretty good at it.
I last night saw Wicked Part 2, the trailer. I was shocked. I wasn't expecting it. It caught me off guard. I had to catch my breath for a minute before I watched it. And I will tell you, my first impression, I just didn't feel it. Didn't feel it like the first one.
Oh.
What about you?
Okay, well, I felt it because I know the whole story.
Oh, you do. That's right.
I think they were very careful not to give too much away. I think that there's a little bit more of Dorothy weaved into this part of the story.
Yes.
So you're going to find out more where she fits in. You're going to find out where the Tin Man and the Scarecrow come from.
Yes.
And actually, David, as much as you have watched the first one,
yes,
there is a big hint on where the Tin Man comes from. Have you caught it in your 20,000 times?
Yeah, I remember. I think Jessica tipped me off to that, and somehow I went back and I remember thinking, but I forgot. It's been so long now, I've forgotten what it is. But there was a clue in there from one of the characters we had seen. I just can't remember now off the top of my head what it is.
Okay, well, maybe we should go watch this together. It's 5 months out. It won't be until November that it's released, of course, right before the holidays. So that's what they're going to do. The big song is changed for good out of this one. It's a slower, sweeter song between the two girls. And you heard that through the whole trailer. So that's going to be kind of the big song this time.
I was wondering, Roger, is 5 months out, putting out a preview 5 months out, is that longer than normal? Or is that standard? 5 months out for a movie before a movie. That's a long time from now. November's a long time. Good Lord.
No, this is already June. It'll be here in a minute.
Okay, so
and this is a big movie. This is huge.
Yeah, I just
this
didn't know
is a big thing.
Yeah.
People, listen, they want people to get excited about this thing and have the biggest opening in the history of the world.
Yes. And so also, last thing before we let you go, you got invited back to the governor's mansion, huh?
Hey, you were a good guest when you get invited back. So, and it was for lunch yesterday, and we went into the house, not just the big event center out back. We got invited inside. So,
who was we? Who was we?
So the governor and her husband and the staff wanted to thank all of Arkansas's meteorologists for what has been a really busy severe weather season. We've had several severe weather episodes and numerous tornadoes to touch down. So she put out the call and invited us there for lunch, just sort of as a fun day to say thank you. So we got invited. We got to sit at the big table in the dining room, and it was really fun because it wasn't just us here in Central. It was meteorologists from Northwest Arkansas, Northeast Arkansas.
Oh,
so I got to meet some of the people who I only see on social media or on their platforms, so that was fun. We talked about Zach Scott while we were there because I talked to Scott Covert and talked a little bit about Zach that used to work on his staff there in Northwest Arkansas, Roger.
Very cool.
Well, you know what? I think her next lunch should be the people out there entertaining people on the radio.
In the morning.
And how important
On
we
this station.
how important we are to
maybe
the
we could
livelihood
come
of
out
people.
there. But what did y'all have?
Yeah, what'd you have? Did you have steak, lobster?
Mm-hmm.
We did have steak. It was a nice little kind of lunch-size steak. They called it Mediterranean hanger steak, which I don't know that I'd heard of, but it was so tender with some gnocchi. We had a nice little salad to open with, and then dessert was some molten chocolate lava cake.
Yes. Well, listen.
Well, if she invited us, we'll just have pizza.
Yeah. Well, thank your fine sponsor, and hopefully when we talk to you next week, Melinda, we'll be talking about the Hogs going to Omaha.
Oh, I hope so, for sure. Go Hogs. So you got to give Sanders a call, guys. Colin, Kent. They're celebrating their 25th anniversary this year, too, all year long. So they'll come out, give you that free estimate. My yard, if it were any greener, it would be blue. I think
nice.
It is so green. And by now, you should have everything green. And if it's not, if you've got some trouble spots, give them a call. They'll come out. They'll figure out what's wrong. It's still plenty of time to get on the program for this summer so that they can get you in good shape. So call them at 501-315-9395. Colin Kent will take care of you.
Thanks, Melinda. Appreciate
Melinda.
you. Thanks so much.
All right.
Hogs.
All right, we'll come back. We'll visit with Jana and Michael, Marion over at Simmons Bank Arena. If you got a concert you want to be that you want brought to the arena, pop us a text at 661-1037. I tell you another movie that Mark Wahlberg made, Roger, that I've seen 50 times.
All right, say it.
Shooter. I said Shooter. Have you seen it?
Not The Shooter.
Oh my gosh, have you not seen Shooter?
No.
Roger.
You've not seen Shooter?
I know, it's been on. It's almost like Shawshank Redemption. It's been on cable like
I mean, it's on TNT maybe
5,000 times.
Listen, Hawks Holmes is enabling me to have to, forcing me, to go back and watch some of these movies. And may I say this? Not only is Hawks Holmes a very important advertiser for us and business here in the community in the state of Arkansas for so many years, but they are also helping me watch these movies like No Country for Old Men. I like that movie. It's not a one and doneer. I'll watch it again so I can pick up a few of these things.
Baz, you remember the character's name in Shooter?
I do not.
Bob Lee Swagger.
Oh yeah, Bob Lee Swagger.
Bob Lee
That's right.
Swagger.
That's right. Yeah, it's actually it's a good guy movie, Roger.
Movie.
Yeah, it's a shocker.
I'll watch it.
You know what? Maybe we have to start doubling up.
Well,
we do 2 movies per week.
Well, you know what? It's why when I'm telling my wife last night, she and her mom went into the living room and watching TV after I got out of the shower. And I said, well, it's okay. I got to get in the bedroom. I got some stuff I got to get prepared for tomorrow. Do some prep for tomorrow, the next couple of days. And I have to watch this week's movie. It's still weird for me to say I am watching this movie. It is business.
Yes.
But
That's
man,
right.
come April 15th, that's when I go. Thank you, Hawks Holmes, for helping me have to get all these streams.
All right, do not go away. 847.
Sing it, Hank.
Hey, it's David BAZZEL. Let me ask you something. If the power went out right now, would your home and family be ready? That's why I've got to tell you about Tri-State and their Generac home standby generators. These things are incredible. They kick on automatically within seconds of a power outage. No refueling, no hassle. They run on natural gas or propane. They're very quiet, efficient, and they even add value to your home. And right now, Tri-State is offering up to $1,500 off a brand new Generac generator. And it gets better. They're also throwing in 1 year free monitoring, 1 year free generator maintenance, and a free in-home consultation. That's real peace of mind before the next storm or outage hits. And trust me, once you've got a Generac generator from Tri-State, you'll wonder how you ever lived without it. Give them a call today at 866-695-1015 or go online to tristategenerators.com and schedule your free quote today. Again, that's 866-695-1015 or tristategenerators.com. Terms and conditions apply. Call for details.
They're back. That's right. Steak Burger Friday is back at the Butcher Shop Steakhouse. $12 gets you an amazing huge steak burger with all the fixings, delicious steak fries, and a drink. I'll see you this Friday starting at 11 for lunch at the Butcher Shop. But get there early.
Hurry up, dude. The game's about to start.
Nothing beats spending the day watching the game with your buddies.
Dude, I'm literally right here. Let's do this.
Which is why a shelter insurance renter's policy is key to your winning game plan. It protects things your landlord's policy doesn't.
Dude, where's your TV? What? No way, dude.
Like that flat screen TV that just got stolen.
See Agent Steve Ferguson in Little Rock, Bo Beavis in Cabot, or Daniel Vickers in Sherwood.
For every smile shared, for every adventure that sparks a lifetime of memories, for inspiring a love of nature that never ages, for conserving wonder for our world, for generations, for 100 years of memories made, and for the ones still to come. Join us as we celebrate 100 wild years at the Little Rock Zoo, where the past meets the future, for now and for the next 100 years.
Here's comedian Howie Mandel for hands-free Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins.
Yeah, I'm holding a new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-in sneaker, and first of all, I barely know I'm holding it. It's that light. You see, Cozy Fit is a cool new sneaker where the upper is made of a soft quilted material. It's kind of like a little puffer jacket for your feet, except it looks like a super stylish sneaker.
Introducing new Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins, the latest comfort creation from Skechers. You can find Cozy Fit Skechers slip-ins at a Skechers store, Skechers.com, or wherever stylish footwear is sold.
Now there's a new way to take charge of your blood sugar. Introducing new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula from the makers of the nation's best-selling garlic supplement. New Garlic helps maintain healthy blood sugar levels with clinically supported levels of garlic, plus a custom blend of vitamins and minerals, and it's odor-free. Take charge of your blood sugar with new Garlic Healthy Blood Sugar Formula. These statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. Use as directed.
Fellas, are you and your spouse looking to lose weight in time for summer? Head on over to Low T Center for prescription weight loss treatment options, including semaglutide. If you qualify for treatment, you can get a free B12 shot when you start. Offer limited. Book now at fixmylowt.com.
At the Bet Saracen Sportsbook app, we realize lots of you have thought about opening an account, but you just haven't made that move yet. Well, now's the time with our new player offer. It's easy. You just sign up, use the code WELCOME, deposit at least $25, place a $25 bet, and that's it. Once that bet settles, you'll have $125 in free bets ready to go. Bet Saracen, the most popular sportsbook app in the state. Download it today on all your devices. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER.
This is Trey Schapp. Tune in each Friday morning at 5:30 right here on The Buzz as I bring you From the Shortgrass, presented by UAMS Health, Orthopedics, and Sports Medicine. If you like to hear interesting stories about the game of golf, this is for you. You can also find it wherever you get your podcasts.
Let's keep the good vibes going. Morning Mayhem is back on the air. Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios. Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
My brother Larry was all-time quarterback.
Are we best friends? That's good stuff. Na, 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 na.
Josh.
Na, na, na. Na, na, na. All right. Mana, 8:52. Who sings this? Uma Thurman. What's the name of the group, Raj?
Who is it, Josh? He don't know.
Who is it, Jana? Michael knows. 661-1037. Who is this band?
Fall Out
Boys. It is 8:53. Great to have Jana DeGeorge and Michael Marion in here hanging out with us.
Hey, fellas. I appreciated that y'all played Vehicle by Eyes of March.
Oh, my gosh. Love that. You were so
in love
with
it. That was the first concert I saw when I was I'd just gotten out of the 9th grade, and they played a little 2,000-seater in Columbus, Mississippi. And I go to the show, and I hear that, and I think, I bet it'd really be cool to be involved with this.
Is that right? That's what inspires you?
Yes, absolutely.
Can I tell you, so Roger, when we went to see Terry Bradshaw, for some reason that got into my head. So I was going, Roger, what is the song? I go, nah, and I just started doing my crazy things.
And then he started doing that stuff, and I said, I don't know. Are you? It sounds like Survivor.
He said Survivor.
And then. So he kept going on, and
then
the
next day, and it just,
who was it? And who was the person?
We called Shannon Lynn first, and it's a
Shannon didn't know.
If I hummed it, and I forget what I was. Da, 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 you know, I don't say.
Yeah, then horse. Sound like horse. Yeah, that sort of thing.
Yeah, I heard him say a horse. I went horse.
But when we
go to Jeff Allen
over the point, he knew it in 2 seconds. He said that's
we're in Odessa, Texas when we're calling.
That's a signature riff that's been probably in 100 commercials.
And he knew immediately, and then Shannon called back and remembered it, and then just like that, and then said the reason I thought it sounded like Survivor was because the original members of Survivor were there. In vehicle.
How about that?
So, well, Liza March was the fact that they had horns. That was
absolutely
a big deal because of Blood, Sweat, and Tears had
horns.
Like
Blood, Sweat, and Tears as well.
That's what we thought.
All of that. Yes.
And it reminded me of who does horse.
America. America.
No, that's horse with no name.
Yeah. Who is
but all those Blood, Sweat, and Tears, that's what I thought it was. We just couldn't think of it. When I heard it, I thought, it's maybe no. The way the guy sings it, too, is sort of gravelly. And
yeah.
So we've asked everybody, 661-1037, to send us who they want to come.
Okay.
We don't. Janet says good. This is a sort of a slow year.
Yes.
Because you had a massive year last year.
Yes, we did.
Had one of the biggest ever.
Second biggest year
ever. So you sort of expected sort of a drop off a little bit.
Yes.
Michael's been saying it for a little while, and usually he says it, and then we have a big year. So we're like, yeah, whatever. But yeah, it's very.
When we come back from the break, we will let you tell us what you have on the books now, and then everybody else can give. I'm just looking there right now to see, is WWE ever coming back?
Yes.
It's been a while since you've had them or something?
Yes. We just talked to them, actually.
What? Oh, there's Horse.
Nobles.
Yeah, that's Horse.
Yeah.
Who does that, Roger?
It says Nobles, Cliff and Company. Or is that Cliff Nobles and Company? I don't know.
I think that sounds right, Raj.
One-hit wonder.
Yeah.
No, I love this. This is such high school football.
High school football, absolutely.
Every band in America played this. It was so good. When we come back, now listen, you've got two massive comedian acts that are going to have almost double digits in attendance, almost 10,000 for both of them.
Yep.
Yes.
I tell you what, if you're a good comedian, man, you can make some money.
Mm-hmm. It's the time where the way Netflix has gotten,
True.
the whole comedy thing going.
Yeah.
They're kind of the new Johnny Carson. What we remember is Johnny Carson breaking comedians. Well, now it's Netflix is breaking.
Well,
I guess I didn't realize that.
Well, Roger, don't you think too?
And Pop's Lounge every 2 weeks.
I was going to say social media now has allowed people to see clips a lot faster.
Yeah, and what's that Italian guy's name? He's a lot. Of course, we're seeing some of the old.
The Italian
Sebastian
guy.
Maniscalco.
Bingo.
Yes, he's
I had
good.
no idea who that cat was until a few years ago. All by I think Steve Johnson knew who he was and turned me on to him a couple years way back, I guess. But I didn't know who he was, and I like watching him.
Oh, he's hysterical.
Oh gosh, yeah. And Nate Bargatze.
Bargatze, he's coming. He's coming.
He was up in Fayetteville a couple of weeks ago. Maybe Walmart. I don't know what that was. And a couple of buddies of mine, Mike Garner, you saw him yesterday.
He'll almost have.
They went up there.
He'll almost have 10,000, right?
Oh yeah, he'll have over 10,000.
It's not until September.
And, I never would have guessed. And I love that's how good he is. A comedian that doesn't have to,
no ugly words.
She's so clean.
Yeah, it's amazing, and he's just his delivery is so
there
good.
a rise on the on comedians coming around?
Yes.
Okay.
Very much.
Yes.
661-1037 is the number. We'll take a break. Come back. Thank you for. What did you bring us to eat?
Oh, this is from the Croissanterie out in West Little Rock. They are fantastic.
Greg Hatcher. That's who they would use to bring for their scoops. They would bring the Croissanterie.
Yes.
And when we come back and Mike and Janet tell us about the really big event that's coming up.
Yeah.
Proud to be a part of
the big one.
Proud to be a part.
Featuring Roger Scott.
I think it has something to do with food. I have a funny feeling. All right, don't go away. It's 9 o'clock.
This is Pat Bradley, and you've heard it before on The Buzz, how Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union is helping members step into the future with their summer auto loan special. Ultra low rates as low as 1.99% 84 months financing and no payments for 90 days. Offer valid on new, used, or refinance 23, 24, and 25 models. Deals like this don't last forever. Apply online at alcoacommunityfcu.org and drive into the future with Alcoa Community Federal Credit Union, serving 15 counties across central Arkansas.
Here's another Whataburger DM. Miranda says, it's 2023 and still no Pico Burger. How do we get y'all to pick it back up? Miranda, we totally thought we responded to this. We know it's been a minute or two, but good news, the Pico de Gallo burger is back up. Yep, the 2 fresh beef patties covered with crisp Pico de Gallo, 2 slices of pepper jack, and creamy cilantro lime sauce you love is back. And it's all thanks to you. The Pico de Gallo burger is back for a limited time. What a burger!
The Diamond Hogs have their sights set on Omaha. Hear every game along the way on 103.7 The Buzz. Brought to you by Whataburger and Edwards Food Giant.
Don't get sidetracked.
That man is playing Galaga.
We'll keep you on course.
Thought we wouldn't notice, but we did.
103.7 The Buzz. Buzz News with KARK's Claire Kreitz.
U.S. Department of Labor officials say they plan to pause Job Corps Center operations, which offers education and job training for low-income students across the country by June 30th. In North Little Rock, Shorter College opened its doors to displaced students, giving them a chance to enroll to continue their education. It provided them with a dorm room, food, and more resources. Governor Sarah Huckabee Sanders announced a new pilot program for schools here in the state aimed at helping students who may look for jobs in outdoor recreation. The Outdoor Education Pilot Program is a team effort through the Arkansas Department of Education and the Game and Fish Commission. The goal is to equip students with skills for a future career in outdoor recreation. 30 school applications for the Arkansas Game and Fish Commission's Outdoor Education Pilot Program are now available on the Commission's website. This is Claire Kreitz for the Buzz Radio Network.
Anywhere in the state, dial 888-8888 for Rainwater Holton Sexton. They'll help you weather the storm.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
Warm, humid weather for today. We'll have a high of 88 degrees with a mostly cloudy sky. A few pop-up showers are possible and maybe a thunderstorm or two. Tonight, partly cloudy, no rain in the forecast tonight with a low of 73 degrees. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please, turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Hi, this is Joe Klein with Corky's Ribs and Barbecue. Whether you're dining in for daily specials like Cheese Dip Happy Hour, driving through for a barbecue bowl pickup order, or prefer our full-service catering, our professional staff at Corky's has you covered. Corky's in Little Rock and North Little Rock. We'll see you soon. And be sure to listen each week when I stop by 103.7 The Buzz.
The year was 1976. The hit movie, Rocky. The #1 song was Silly Love Songs. Stretch Armstrong made his debut in 1976 as well. And that's also the year Luxury Pool and Spa started building their in-ground customized pools. Hey, it's David BAZZEL for Luxury Pool and Spas. The family tradition continues nearly 50 years later with Jeremy and Shane Lawson designing and creating dream pools. Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville are your pool and hot tub chemical headquarters. Great rebates going on now with Pool Life and Baquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Chemicals and Frog Systems that I use in my hot tub. Plus, you can always bring in a pool or hot tub water sample, and the chemically trained professionals at Luxury Pool and Spa will ensure your chemicals are at the correct levels. A new shipment of hot tubs by Fantasy, Hot Spring, and Caldera are currently on the showroom floor, ready for setup and delivery. Luxury Pool and Spa carries Pentair pool equipment, patio furniture by Fisco, PK Grills, and plenty of pool toys. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville.
This is Justin Acree with some exciting news. UAMS Ortho Now is now open at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital, UAMS Health. If you have an orthopedic injury, sports, work, or anything else, walk in and get the best in orthopedic care. No appointment needed. Ortho Now is open Monday through Friday, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to noon. Conveniently located at the Orthopedic and Spine Hospital at UAMS Health. For more information, call 501-686-TOSH. That's 501-686-8674.
Standing Firm Farms Community Outreach Event will be in Conway Thursday at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ on Sutton Street with the zone from 10 to 1. Standing Firm Farms will be serving free burgers for lunch from 10 to 1 and giving away free packages of fresh Angus beef.
It's the first day of the first grade, and she found an
Bluebell Groom's Cake Ice Cream is renewing its vows on the frozen aisle. Milk chocolate ice cream with chocolate cake pieces, chocolate-coated strawberry hearts, swirls of strawberry sauce, and chocolate icing. See you at the reception.
The good old days are being made right now. The good old days are being made right now.
Look for Bluebell ice cream at all Mad Butcher grocery stores and all Piggly Wiggly stores.
Legal problems? Hire Lion Legal. Don't mistake reasonableness for weakness. Lion Legal, tougher than a rhino's hide. For exceptional communication and exceptional results, hire Lion Legal to come roaring to the rescue.
Catch us if you can at Southland Casino Hotel and win your share of up to $1.8 million in free play and prizes. Join us for drawings every Saturday in May, June, and July. Each month, over 900 winners will take home free play or drive off in a new car or motorcycle. Be there for all 6 grand finale drawings and try to catch us if you can. Only at Southland Casino Hotel. Must be 21 plus. Play responsibly. For help quitting, call 800-522-4700.
Hey, it's Randy Rainwater from Drive Time Sports. And Thursday, Rick Schaefer and I are loading up the show for you. Trey Biddy coming on early at 4:06 thanks to Chris Crane Hyundai and Genesis of Conway. Then Neil Atkinson from Bet Saracen, Kevin Hoop Scoop McPherson, and our NFL agent and guru, Chris Turnage. See you Thursday on 1037 The Buzz.
Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I want your blood. I want your soul.
Live from the Oaklawn Hot Springs Studios.
I want them both right now.
Oaklawn, Arkansas's only racing casino resort.
I'm your huckleberry.
Here is David BAZZEL, Roger Scott, and Justin Moore.
All right, Lunger, let's do it.
What's that bulge in his pocket?
All right, it is 9:06 on this June 6th. Glad you're with us tonight. Roger and I will both be out on the town. Roger will be at Hot Springs at Mainline Sports Bar doing his trivia from 6:30 to 8. Yeah. I'll be here in Little Rock at the annual FCA banquet with Dallas Holmes and Ruthie Bolton. Then he and I will both head to Fayetteville, and it looks like we're going to try to have some folks on tomorrow morning to kick off the Super Regional coverage.
How's that looking?
We'll find out. We'll find out today.
Yeah, Leslie's going to drive up there. It's going to take a minute to get up that way.
We'll be there about midnight tonight.
Maybe midnight. I'm telling you, I don't know if it'll be closer to a little after midnight or just before 1.
Speaking of baseball, you did see if you didn't see it, Vahiva Aloy, the shortstop for the Razorbacks, is in the final 3 for the Golden Spikes Award, the Player of the Year, just like Bree Ellis had won for softball. Yep. Vahiva Aloy's got a shot for the baseball Hogs, so we'll see if that happens. So game 1 is tomorrow at 4 o'clock. On Sunday, it's game 2. And, we're in. Courtney Doffel is in tomorrow morning. Great. Can't wait to have her in. So that'll be
great.
No sleep, Roger. Sorry. Also, too, you've got the Women's College World Series going on. Texas won last night in an unbelievable game, 2-1. They play again tonight at 7. And then you've got NBA playoffs tonight, the championships, the finals, Indiana and Oklahoma City, 7:30. You've got, that's what I said. If I missed that, it's game 1.
What he said.
Saturday. I did say game 1 Saturday, didn't I?
About what?
I don't know. About the Razorbacks.
Yes, it's Saturday at 4 o'clock.
Yeah, Trey, what are you saying? That's what I said. That's what I said,
Trey
man.
who? Trey who?
Trey Shapp.
What is he doing? How is he listening to us and the point at the same time?
The other thing we'll remind everybody before we talk with Jenna and Michael, we've got 2 events coming up. We've got the Countdown to Kickoff July 24th. That's got Bobby Petrino, Taylor Green, Niall Davis, and Casey Dick. Tickets for that, you go to just go to our Buzz website, 1037thebuzz.com, or Little Rock Hall, and you get a chance, if you get the VIP tickets, to get some pictures with Bobby Petrino and Taylor Green. Got a lot of great sponsors we'll be thanking on that as we get closer, especially Frank Fletcher over at Fletcher Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram. Appreciate him.
Yep.
And then we got next week, we got Betting 101 for Women, June 10th, next Tuesday night at Cash. Free food, free drink, and free admission. It's only going to last an hour and a half, but go to just email Chuck at signalmedia.com. I want to say thanks to Cash for doing this. Oaklawn, our friends, who will be leading the discussion and the teaching, and AWA Magazine, Heather and the gang for sponsoring this as well.
All right, Baz, before you get to, we've talked to our guests, let me just give a shout out to Cameron and Caleb Collins. Saw them at the gym yesterday. They're twins. They're best friends. They listen to us all the time. They work at UPS. When they get off of UPS, they go to Lowe's. Their mom and dad is Terry and Candy. Candy just retired teaching at Poland after 30-plus years. She taught Justin's kids, just to come to find out. And if she's been in there 30 years, Justin Moore is 41? What is it?
41.
She may have taught him.
How about
for
that?
crying out loud. But of course, I told him about that. But Cameron and Caleb, really, really nice guys. Thanks for stopping and chopping it up with me yesterday. And special thanks to Mike Miller. Mike Miller let me come by Hot Springs High School yesterday. I didn't know that the new Hot Springs High School has been built. Saturday, it's a come as you are and get anything you want that's not claimed. If you want anything, whether it be huge bookshelves, chairs, all types of. I got a piece of the Trojan Fieldhouse floor. I got a piece of that he got for me, but they're going to tear it down after Saturday. If you want to go by there, it was the first time since 1982 that I walked into that building to see what it was. You talk about a lot of memories that just flood back at you, to see the library. See the art place and the science rooms, which those I never got into before.
Was it all a lot smaller?
A lot. You know what? It was a little bit smaller, but it's one of those things where you think, it's not as big as it used to be. It's still a massive place. It really is. But it's so modern. They've got helicopter. They've got elevators in this thing now. Go to 3 floors for that. But thanks to Mike Miller for giving me a tour of that place.
Kate Moore is listening. She goes,
Hey, Kate.
Miss Collins taught all of our kids. Love her. So sad she's retiring.
Yeah, very good. Thanks, Kate.
Speaking of Justin Moore, we were talking during the break, guys, that he was at the Grand Ole Opry last night. And it was obviously a sold-out crowd. It wasn't just him performing, but we got a chance to go out on the stage with him the other day after the show just to see that amazing place.
Yeah, he gave us a tour of that place.
Hard to believe that I was there as a kid, like in '74 or whatever.
I didn't know it had been around that long. I didn't know that
the
had
new
been
one,
around.
I know.
No.
I don't think a lot of people realize, that's when it got there. And of course, you said you saw the Eagles over there.
Yeah, when
Vince Gill.
they made their debut with Vince Gill, after Glenn died, they did a Sirius XM show, and a friend of mine works there, and so we got tickets, and we're sitting in the Grand Ole Opry watching the Eagles and hearing Vince Gill sing "Tank It to the Limit," which
had to be great.
Oh, it's fantastic.
The history of that building is so remarkable. Of course, you guys have a great history. Sometimes I try to find it online. All the acts that have come to your place. We always do this with what's the place over the State Fair?
Barton.
We always do that with Barton because the list is amazing.
Yeah, it is.
But your list, if you've looked, how many years now? 26?
25, 26. 26.
Yeah, I mean, you've got a pretty darn impressive list of shows that have come here. Now, this is probably the slowest you guys have been in a while. Let's hit what you've got right now. We're going to go. We're going to ask people. We've already asked people, who would you like to have? We've got a few of those, but let's go down what you've got first.
I'm going to talk real slow so it lasts a long time.
The first one Roger's really excited about.
Well, I'm excited about it, and I get to partner up with, once again, living legend as we speak from The Point, our sister station, Mike Kennedy.
Yes, we love having y'all as MCs. Everybody looks forward to that.
We do, too.
We have a Wingstop presented by the Poultry Federation coming on August the 16th. And tickets are $31.95 plus tax for the regular tickets, and then the wing IPs are $63.45.
Wing IPs, I love that.
That wing IPs. More people are signing up to get into that thing.
For those
Now,
who don't
keep in mind, these ticket prices are all in now. They include
Yes.
all the fees.
Okay, for people who don't know what that is, so gives you a pass to get in and eat as many wings as you can.
Yes.
So you can keep going around to each person and get another wing. Wow,
Yes.
okay.
For that hour, right? For that first hour.
Do we know what the record is? Has anybody ever?
I don't know. They get. Did we ever figure out how many wings?
Yeah, we've
had
had
some
some
numbers.
numbers.
5 cases of wings for each.
This is a well-scheduled event
for each one.
This is a well-scheduled event too, at noon to 2, so you get to go home and take the afternoon nap.
That's right.
Exactly. So well scheduled.
So that's
good.
That's August 16th, and so that's Wingstock 2025.
When we talk about that, we talk about our BuzzBQ and all the people that come out to do that. There's these folks that have started some of their restaurants or their trucks, that they have because somebody said, "Man, you've got some of the best wings there are," and that sort of thing. And so they all come out there, want to be a part of this, and they're all proud of their product. I mean, we've had Boudreaux's there several times, and we've had that. So you can get all kinds, whether it be dry rub, whether it be wet, all those. It's fantastic. I love being part of Wingstop.
And the people get to vote on their favorite wings
Absolutely.
for the People's Choice Award, and then we have the Golden Wing Award that is the judges.
Yep,
pick.
good time. Do you know who the judges are this year?
KARK and KLRT send 4 people over to judge.
Very good. All right.
I see in September you got a blockbuster of 2 comedians that will have a combined 20,000 people there.
Yes.
Leanne Morgan on the 5th. I keep thinking when I hear that I think of
a country singer.
I think of Lorianne
Me
Morgan.
too.
Right? Yes. But I don't know. So how should I know Leanne Morgan? How should I know her? Is there something that's
She had a show, like a comedy show not a comedy show, a variety show on Netflix.
I'm going to Google her real quick because, as you said,
she's clean and she's funny.
Okay, I recognize her face. Don't know her very well. Attractive blonde.
She has
Just saying.
very southern charm.
I got you.
You know.
Is she as a clean show?
Oh, very clean.
So
She
you got-
talks about menopause and
Okay.
her husband. And
She talks about going to see Def Leppard and seeing Journey and had the lead singer for Journey, had a hip replacement. I mean, just
I know, that's good.
She
That's
talks
good.
about how slow everybody's walking when they leave the concert. She is just a.
Well, you said she may have 8,000 people there.
She'll have
no,
10,000.
she'll have
Wow,
10.
she'll have so then you've got it's getting hot in here, Roger. It's getting hot in here. Nelly,
I like it the way he does it, brother.
Nelly and Ja Rule.
It's getting hot in here.
Not J Rule, but Ja Rule.
Ja Rule.
Yeah. Now, so which one does Ja Rule do? Man, Josh, do we know? Is that your time or is that before? I think that's a little bit before his time.
With who?
Not Nelly, but Ja Rule.
Ja Rule is. Nelly is not. Nelly is my
So
time.
is Ja Rule the guy that got in trouble with the Fry event?
A fire event?
Fire event, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, he was. He was one who.
Yeah.
What is this, Raj? I recognize it. Is this Nelly or Ja Rule?
Ja Rule. What are you, Shrek?
Your smile,
Get that.
Is that Ja Rule or DMX? Sounds like DMX.
It says Ja Rule, yo.
So you got Nelly and Ja Rule and special guest. We don't know who the special
Thanks,
guest
Roger.
is.
I think Chingy is one of them.
What?
Oh, Chingy.
What?
Yes.
Chingy. We know Chingy.
We sure do.
I know there's one song we know Chingy from. So
Get
that's
Chingy with it.
September 9th. No, it's not.
No,
September
that's not
19th.
it. I'm just, no.
So you got
no.
Nelly, Ja Rule, and Chingy 19th, and that starts at 8 p.m. And then the 21st, Nate Bargatze, who, again, it's just
But
everywhere.
how can you not? You got to say Nate Bargatze.
He is
Red hot right now.
He is nationwide.
Smoking.
He's
He
so
was in
big.
Northwest Arkansas.
He
like I
was.
said a couple weeks
Yeah,
ago.
he will have another.
He'll
He'll
do
write
over
10,000.
10,000.
Yeah, we've had him before, and he did
killed.
great.
I
and-
wonder.
and
I
it'll
wonder
do
too.
even better this time.
Is this show exactly the same?
No.
It doesn't.
He's doing a new set.
What I'm saying is, if he did his in Fayetteville, it'll be the exact same set if he comes here, right? Most likely.
I think now, yeah. At this point,
Okay.
did he have a recent Netflix
Netflix special, I think.
Yeah, 'cause
so.
what they do is they create the set for the specials
Yeah,
and they
yeah.
take that set on tour.
but-
But
is that what
they
do?
adjust to it and add to it some.
All right, and then let's see. From there, we go. We go from September to December. Wow, two big empty months right
Y'all on
there.
vacation or something? Where are you guys going?
We got a few things we'll be announcing in the next bit.
You go from Nelly.
you'll come here.
You go from Nelly and Ja Rule to Arkansas Welding Expo on December 3rd. I think
Listen, first of all, I'm a big fan of the Arkansas Welding
we were
Expo.
supposed to go to that, weren't we?
We always are. If you
I
don't know
know.
anything, everybody always comments because from Wellsco I get the schedule, Razorback schedule, and on that. And it mentions that event on the schedule all the time.
Yeah.
And people go, the Razor, in some of the Chad Moore seasons, maybe they could beat the Arkansas Welding Expo team, and that sort of
Well,
thing. on that
somebody
schedule.
listen. I'm telling people who are welders make some good darn money.
Yes, they
I'm
do.
telling
Oh,
you,
yeah.
it's
That's a skill.
It's a
That's
very
a real
good
skill.
profession
Real
to go
skill.
into.
Yeah, well, guess who was it? Guess who did a lot of welding that I saw last night?
Who's that?
That's Brolin's character in No Country. He's a welder.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Yeah.
When he and Woody Harrelson are going back and forth, do beach, do this, do that, do that.
Ah,
Yeah, he's a welder.
very
You don't
nice.
even know.
Cast iron, yeah.
So that's December 3rd, Arkansas Welding Expo. Maybe we'll be there for that. And then April 20. You're already going to April 2026. Brandon Lake with Pat Barrett. I don't know who Brandon Lake is.
He's a Christian artist.
He's a Christian
yes,
artist.
he just did a song with Jelly Roll.
Is that right?
Yeah.
Well,
Oh,
we
cool.
can't
Maybe I
say
saw
much.
him.
We can't say much because you guys had the busiest year in history last
We
year.
did.
So
And like Michael said, we are announcing a couple things. Of course, our Razorback game will be in December, I
Right.
believe.
Yep.
Oh, that's right. I
And
forgot.
we have
Yeah.
about 3 or 4
Do
more
you know what
things.
we're playing yet or no?
Don't.
No, we haven't. I hadn't got that information.
Okay, so let's go through some of our text lines.
Did you see this one, Bess, in the D3 Auto Sales text line?
Which one?
When will Michael Marion announce the Bellamy Brothers doing it for the money tour?
Oh, yeah. Did you hear that, Michael?
Yes.
You believe that?
I can't believe David asked him that question.
It's a fair question.
Thank you.
Michael,
Thank you.
It's a fair
Michael.
question. Michael, hey, he's 75 years old. He's doing 140 shows.
Because he's flat broke, according to David Bazzell.
I actually don't think the question was totally. I just think the way you worded it was.
I just said my deal was: are you motivated by money doing this or fans? Because you're
Do
doing
you need the cash?
You're doing 140 darn shows. He's 75. Justin is 41.
But we talked about it when you were off the air. We were talking about folks who were, because you have a young lady with that did all your catering and all that, 89 years old.
That's right.
Retiring.
Yeah.
Why is she doing it? She'd been doing it 89. And then I was pointing out some folks that I met, and you said some people that in that age group just want to be active and do something. And that could very well be what it is. Because, I mean, how many coaches do we know that once they quit, boom, dead, gone, out?
Yeah,
These guys want to do it, and I don't know how vigorous it is.
Well, and, and I think a lot of people, because I'm at that age where I could retire, but I'm not going to because I enjoy what I'm doing.
Right.
But there's a lot of folks that want to, maybe they're tired of what they're doing, but they'd like to go do something that's low maintenance.
Sure.
They're not in charge. They just want to have something to do.
And be around people.
Right, and be around people.
That's right. Way to go, Mike.
One thing that we've learned.
So you guys, how hard up are you that you need to keep working?
I think the one thing that we learned with what Roger said earlier, it's a grind. What Justin, every weekend you're on the go for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. And so he's at 41, and so I'm guaranteed his goal is not to be 75 and doing 140 shows.
And he's got to miss it because he's got youngsters.
He
misses being home. I miss being home, and we were 5 hours away. But the Bellamy's, maybe their kids are grown and all that.
But a lot of these entertainers, this is just what they do. I mean, you look at Frankie Valli. I got a phone call today about Deion. I know it's sad,
terrible.
But I had a call today about Dionne Warwick.
Wow.
She's still alive.
But can I tell you something,
wants
Mike?
to work because it's not because they're hard up for money. It's just kind of what they do. They don't want to sit at home.
If you listen to that amazing interview I had yesterday with David Bellamy,
tremendous.
He said, did you hear what he said? He said, after I asked him about the money, he made the joke about, hey, Howard, we're having to pay for Howard's 5 ex-wives. He goes, when we pull up in those parking lots and see full parking lots, we're like, wow. I mean, man, I tell you, it's got to do something for you to realize you're 75 and people are coming up to see you. That's right. They're selling out venues, and so anyway, so yes, we'll see if we get the Bellamy brothers here. Somebody asked, do we have the date for the WWE yet, or no?
I just got the date. I can't announce it yet, but it's coming.
Here's one that says need to bring March Madness to Simmons Bank Arena.
Yes, we UALR has made a bid this year. We did it in conjunction with Little Rock CVB and North Little Rock CVB North Little Rock Tourism, and we didn't get it. We asked why, and the problem is the hotels. Enough full service hotels close to the venue.
You've got another one
out of your hands.
One more time. You said full service what?
Hotels.
Oh.
You've got one coming right next to you, right?
Yes.
The new one next to Frank, right down from Frank's hotel, right? Is that going to be a big one?
I didn't hear how many.
I think it's like 3 or 4 stories.
Isn't that amazing that's you would think, oh, don't we have enough hotels? And
it's back to full service. That's
full
they
service.
Want room service
and
that kind of thing. It's a lot of we all know about the Holiday Inn Express, where you can go down and make your own breakfast, but they want full service hotels.
Okay, all right.
That was the feedback we got from asking why we weren't.
And it's got to be even more frustrating when you lose out on the bid and it's out of your hands.
Yes.
You can't do it. That's it, and we don't have it. Yeah, good luck.
Someone says here from the 870, Ja Rule had a big beef with 50 Cent and Eminem.
Yeah, come on,
man,
Josh.
Someone says we need to get Lindsey Sterling to come to Little Rock.
Yes, we do.
I don't know her.
We do.
She's on our radar.
Yes, big time on our radar.
Who is Lindsey Sterling?
She's a violin player.
Oh,
come on, dude.
Is it like country or is it
No. This is rock.
Hardcore by herself.
Well, yeah.
Nobody singing? Just she plays.
Yeah, no. She's the
selling
star of the show.
Like 8, 10,000?
No.
Okay,
She'll do that'd be a lower bowl show. It's like 5,000. But yeah, she does a Christmas show that's very popular, and she's touring with Hailstorm right now.
Hailstorm.
Yeah, your favorite group. And
I want to be in that group where there's okay. What are we going to call our band? Hailstorm. That's it. Great idea.
So yeah,
Puff,
yeah,
puff,
she's
pass.
definitely on our list.
Yeah. Here's one that says Steelers fan and Steelers and Dolphins fan here. Went to Wingstop last year. Talked to Roger a few times. As me and my buddy hammered some wings. Had a great time. Be there again.
Awesome.
This year.
Great, great.
We like that.
Here's one that says, ask these guys to bring me the Horizon or Parkway Drive or Bad Omens. Have no idea what those bands are.
We're writing that down.
Yes, yeah. Someone says
There's a whole new generation of rock bands that we need. We used to do, Five Finger Death Punch and Godsmack.
Yep.
That Five Finger Death Punch is they're a fun. They're a lot of fun.
They really are. I mean,
Breaking Benjamin. But now they're classic rock acts.
I know. Five Finger.
Now there's Ghost and Hailstorm, and there's a whole new group of rock acts.
Here's one that says,
who's doing the most bar mitzvahs these days?
said Roger, this from the 870, said, you guys are like Energizer bunnies. I'm impressed by how you do so much with not much rest. Thanks for keeping your listeners entertained, guys. We're talking about us going to Fayetteville tomorrow.
Blessed.
That's going to be a fun show
It'll be
tomorrow.
a fun show.
With all this travel, I think y'all need to go back to Tupelo.
Right, we're going to Graceland.
I know.
Yeah.
You need to just
I agree
run
wholeheartedly.
down the road and see the birthplace
I
house
don't know
again.
why not.
That is also, we should know, I'll be in Fayetteville after you guys for coverage.
That's right. You're actually covering
yeah.
for the station.
So-
That's right.
I'll take a nap on the way up there.
We want to
tonight.
thank Edwards Food Giant
And
Whataburger for that.
yeah, as well as the Holiday Inn
Meet
Express
people.
in Fayetteville.
Which Whataburger are we talking?
That's.
I think it's all of them.
Here's one. Trey Shep said, problem is ribbon boards. Do you all have a problem with ribbon boards?
Well, we don't have a ribbon board,
Is
but
that an
that's
issue?
not that's
Okay.
not the problem.
Sorry,
I don't even
Trey,
know
you're
what that
wrong.
is. What do you?
Wrong.
What's a ribbon board?
Wrong.
Is that something from Hobby Lobby?
When you go into an NBA building, you'll see.
Oh,
the
gotcha.
big strips.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, very good, very good.
Our buddy Greg Nabholz is listening. He said, got 2 full-service hotels with a combined over 210 rooms going to be built next to Simmons Bank Arena, open late 2026 to 2027.
That'll help.
Two.
That'll help.
Yeah.
If they're full service, that's fantastic.
Yeah, if that's the issue. Are they that? So let's see what else here we got here. NKOTB would also be great. That's from Rebecca.
New kids on the
Oh,
block.
Rebecca, come on.
No. Listen,
Rebecca.
no. I think that's on us for not knowing that. Rebecca knew what to do. That's what you do.
Yes.
You guys
That's
knew
the way-
immediately.
That is
That's
right.
exactly
That is
right.
Let's
Listen,
talk
who is
into-
this? Is that some sort of new rap group, the NKOTB? Yeah, man. No,
here's
thanks,
what-
Rebecca.
Opening for Ja Rule.
Right.
What about
Mesmerized.
ACDC or Sammy Hagar?
Okay, AC/DC is playing nothing but stadiums. They play 10 stadiums.
Is
this
that
year.
right?
Yes,
Okay,
they are.
wow.
They are a
Wow.
stadium act.
Wow.
Yeah.
Are the
They're
stadiums
one of the biggest rock bands of all time. Y'all seem surprised.
Well,
I mean, we've had them twice.
yeah, but it's not easy to do a stadium. I mean, that's drawing big numbers. Maybe they're like Queen. They're so big and older now that it's hard to see them very much, and it's unique. Of course, they also, if you do a stadium act, you got to have a couple other acts with you to make that be bigger. Wonder who would be with them.
Well, yeah, I'm not sure who's opening for them right now, but
Somebody says here, do you guys know these? Ask about Mark Knopfler and Dire Straits.
oh man, that'd be a cool show to do.
Who's Mark Knopfler?
He's the lead singer of Dire
Dire
Straits.
Straits. Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Yes.
Sorry.
Sultans of Swing, David.
I know that one. I know that one.
I want my MTV.
Oh my gosh, it was massive.
Money for nothing.
Money for nothing.
Ever heard of it?
Well, listen, great to see you guys. Being over there in Nashville, been around Justin. It's interesting, to see that business, that music business of the countries.
It's
And I'll tell
amazing
you-
how much is going on
and
there.
Nashville is popping.
Can I tell you too? I sort of feel for Justin because what he sees, he's 41. He sees 9,000 performers that are aged 23 to 30, and they are saturated. I mean, they're everywhere. I mean, it's not like the old days where you're having to.
Well, yeah, we talked about Zach Top. He opened for Lainey
my
Wilson.
gosh. Yeah.
He was the third act, and now he's and I went out and watched him because I'd heard he was
everybody
new.
says he's great. Justin says
and,
he's great.
and he the crowd was
They
knew
loved him.
they loved it.
Well, he sounds like
Exactly.
90s. He sounds like 90s country. And then you got the
Looks it, too.
You got Cody Johnson, who Justin actually opened for.
Mm-hmm.
He's killing it. And then what's the guy who came here that had 2 nights
Zach Bryan.
from the internet?
Yeah.
You don't even have to have a #1 hit anymore. You just get,
Yes.
if people love you, fall in love with you on social media.
Get on TikTok and you're done.
And he sells out 2 of your
Yeah,
stadium.
things have changed so much.
Oh, my gosh.
I
They
bet.
have.
Well,
No
listen,
doubt.
Well, listen,
Yeah, Zach Bryan has the biggest gross in the building. I mean, he outgrows Garth Brooks.
is that not crazy? And can I tell you, I'm not a huge fan of his. I mean, I know a lot of people.
What'd he do
are.
to you?
Well, he just blown me away with his vocals or
Well,
something.
he's got to work to make money.
But I'll tell you this much.
Well done, Mike. Way to bring it back.
You got to give him credit. For amazing following. And we got to give you two credit for always doing an amazing job. We're happy you're getting.
She got an award. What did she get the award for?
Women in Hospitality Tourism Award. Janitor George.
Janitor George. Janitor
Who
George.
gave
Yes.
this to you?
Arkansas Hospitality
Well,
Association.
How about that?
Is this the first time?
Yes.
You should be a repeat winner, my
Yes.
gosh.
Absolutely.
Well, you've earned it. You guys are great.
Thank
Right.
you.
I'm sort of glad you guys are getting a little bit of rest, but we hope it picks up a little bit
It
more.
will. It will.
too.
All right, so when
Thank you.
next time you guys have the new announcements, come on in and
Blake,
we'll-
yeah, absolutely. Doors open.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, great to see you guys. All right, do not go away. We'll be back in just a minute, 9:30.
Coach Kevin Kelly on the Zone, presented by your locally owned Little Rock Athletic and Racket Club. It's pool season. Join today and save 30% off the joining fees. LRAC.com.
This is SportsCenter.
Game 1 of the 2025 NBA Finals takes place tonight. It'll be the Oklahoma City Thunder, the best team in basketball all season long, as they host the Indiana Pacers in a best-of-7 game series. Game 1 can be seen on ABC. Tip time is set for 7:30 Central Time. First game of the Stanley Cup playoffs was a fun one last night, as it was the Edmonton Oilers in overtime, taking down the defending champion Florida Panthers by a score of 4-3. It was Leon Draisaitl who found the back of the net to put Edmonton up 1-0 in that Stanley Cup final. And last but not least, it was the Texas Longhorns winning 2-1, rallying past Texas Tech. The Longhorns have a 1-0 lead in the Women's College World Series. I'm Josh Neighbors for the Buzz Radio Network.
Weather from the Fletcher Weather Center with KARK's Pat Walker.
A slight chance of some showers or a thunderstorm today, otherwise really warm and humid, a high of 88 and a mostly cloudy sky. Tonight, a few breaks in the clouds. We'll call it partly cloudy with a low of 73. Tomorrow, a 30% chance of showers and thunderstorms and a high of 90. For the Buzz Radio Network, I'm meteorologist Pat Walker.
Pat Bradley joins Morning Mayhem each week courtesy of Cabot Outdoors, where you can save up to $600 on DeWalt products when you buy a Hustler Fast Track Series mower. Check us out at CabotOutdoors.com.
Fletcher Dodge wants to buy your car. We'll buy any make or model, and we'll pay you more than anyone else. Please turn your old car into cash at Fletcher Dodge in Sherwood.
Tune in to Out of Bounds each Monday for Weekend Recap, brought to you by Fleet Management Services. Serving Central Arkansas for over 20 years, they're your small to mid-sized fleet specialists that also takes care of our fleet at Signal Media. Fleet Management Services is now hiring for Loop Tech, Tire Tech, and light maintenance. 8 paid holidays and paid vacation, paid health insurance, and 401k. Paid depends on experience and signing bonus. Apply in person at 901 East 8th Street in Little Rock.
Old number 53 here, and back in my day, I was fortunate to be around some great teams, along with some great teammates. And even now, all these years later, I'm also grateful to be a part of a great team here at 103.7 The Buzz. But you know another great team that I've come to appreciate over the years? It's the team over at Edwards Food Giant, and there are 11 stores located all over the metropolitan area, including their Edwards Cash Saver stores. And let me tell you this, if you haven't been to the newest Edwards Food Giant in North Little Rock in the Lakewood Village Shopping Center, you really need to stop by there. This store is truly the most beautiful grocery store that I've ever been inside of. The layout with their used selection and inventory, including their deli and salad bars, is the best. Of course, their meat department at Edwards will truly blow you away too. That newest Edwards store has everything from heat and eat, meal solutions, weekly specials, to a giant wine department, to their dry-aged beef that's been temperature and humidity controlled for 28 days in their cooler, resulting in a steak that's tender, flavorful, and unlike any steak you've ever had. So see for yourself why the team at Edwards Food Giant is now Central Arkansas's favorite place to shop.
Today is the day. After countless hours of research, cutting back expenses, and 9 months of anxiously waiting for her, today is the day you finally bring home your new car. It's also the day to protect her with an auto policy from Shelter Insurance. Our policies are competitively priced and include new car replacement coverage if anything were to happen to your new baby.
See Dan Cook in North Little Rock, Steve Fisher in Stuttgart, or Jay Vandover in Little Rock.
I'm Kyler Sanson. Me being in the construction industry and having 2 young kids at home, health insurance is vital. I got a call saying that my plan was going to be canceled at the end of April. Got on the phone with Farm Bureau and I got in touch with an agent. Took me about 30 minutes, and then about 3 days later, I was approved. So with Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas, I'm saving close to $300 a month. You cannot find this plan anywhere else. Get after it and get it.
Farm Bureau Health Plans of Arkansas. Trusted coverage, personalized plans, affordable premiums. Learn more at arfbhealthplans.com.
Most people think HR is pushing out payroll and filling out forms, but you know better. You're looking to shape culture, drive strategy, and truly lead people. And on June 24th, you can be seen and heard at the TPC Together Conference. Attend sessions to help grow and strengthen your organization and connect with a community that actually gets what you do. June 24th at the Oasis Hotel and Convention Center in Springfield. Space is limited, so register now for the HR event that's redefining what's possible. The TPC Together Conference.
Want to reach the show? Well, give us a call or text at 501-661-1037. Welcome back to Morning Mayhem.
I'm fine. My name is Serge, and how can I help you?
Yeah, I'm looking for Miss Jenny Summers.
She's very busy today. Maybe you give me your name?
My name's Axel Foley.
And what it's pertaining?
I didn't understand what you said.
Pertaining, what it's meaning, regarding.
Oh, what's it regarding? I'm an old acquaintance of hers.
Danae? One moment.
What is this?
Don't run and tell me, Summers, that Mr. Ahmed Foley is here to see...
Axel Foley. Axel.
Well, Axel. Foley is here to see her. He's an old acquaintance. Donnie, this cover this up. It's like the breast of a dog to scrub for the customer. It's not sexy, it's animal.
No, it's not sexy at all.
May I offer you something to drink? Wine, a cocktail, espresso?
No, I'm fine, thank you.
I'll make it myself right back there with a little lemon twist. It's good. You should try it.
No, I'm fine.
I see you look at this piece.
Yeah, I was wondering how much something like this went for.
$130,000. Get the out of here! No, I cannot. It's serious because it's very important piece.
Have you ever sold one of these?
Sold it yesterday to a collector. Get the out of here! Serious, I said it myself.
Turn out.
That's Josh. Let me hear it.
Pertaining.
What's the actor's name again? I never can remember his name.
Bronson Pinchot.
Yeah. He was in the new one. He looked old. Good Lord of mercy.
Well,
Gosh, he did.
Thank goodness he couldn't look back on the other side of the TV and tell the same thing to me.
I know.
Damn, Raj. Last time you watched the original.
2 things. We want to say congratulations to the USS Razorback submarine, Roger, over on the river. Josh, right down the river from you. It's been there 20 years. Can you believe that? They brought that in 20 years ago. They're still doing tours. If you've never done it, it's pretty amazing to get in and think that there are men that were used to go down in that submarine back in the 40s and 50s. Good Lord. It's you had to be a man to deal with those kind of quarters and
you can keep
small.
Thank y'all for doing it.
Also, too, a new athletic director at Arkansas State.
Talk to me.
His name is Chris Pesman. Chris Pesman.
Close.
Guess where he came from? Anybody know?
Yep.
Josh, you know?
Yep.
Where?
Libya.
Nope. He actually followed. He was the guy that followed Hunter Yurachek at Houston. So he was.
Really?
How about that? How weird is that? So he's the new athletic director.
So 2 guys from Houston and Arkansas.
How about that? The other thing, are you surprised that they still have not caught 56-year-old Grant Harden, the former sheriff? I think he was a sheriff, a chief of police chief. Remember, it was serving time for murder.
I'm surprised about that.
They think he's out of state. They think he's in Missouri now. He must have really planned it out.
Well, they put out a deal now showing pictures of what he would look like if he had more stubble on his face and his hair. I'm more surprised about the 2 cats left out of Louisiana.
Oh, I
showed
that.
you the video of the one coming back with the guy. So
did
did they confirm that it was actually one of the guys who was saying, I didn't do nothing. This ain't me. I got to tell you, I need Mr. Trump to help me. He's talking about everybody to give him to help him out.
I guess so. I don't know.
It is weird they have not gotten the guy who broke out of jail because it makes you wonder who else was in on it.
Well, he's a cop. He knows how to get out of things. Maybe he knows the area.
That's it, Roger. He
knows how to move.
He's got some training. He's probably been working on this for the last year.
Probably didn't just happen.
Yeah.
And then down in Louisiana, they have more people under arrest that helped these guys get out than the actual 10 guys who got out.
Roger, a couple birthdays today.
Let me hear it.
If I gave you Bill Hayes, singer, entertainer. Do you know
Bill or Billy?
I believe it's Bill. Bill. He died in 2024, but he's got one song that he's known for. Do you know what it is? It's the ballad of. You want to take a shot?
Ballad of the ballad.
Na 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 na.
Donald Boone?
Oh no, wait, no.
Davy Crockett.
Davy Crockett.
Oh, he sang it?
Did I just do Daniel?
I think it's
Davy.
No, you did Davy Crockett,
King of the Wild Frontier. That's him. That's
and he
Bill
died
Hayes.
just when?
No, he died in 2024.
Well, he must have been 140 years old. How old was he?
I don't know. Today's the birthday of Robert Kraft. Do the math, Josh. 1941. How old is he?
He is 84, 85.
He's still working, man. Still working. There you go. No,
He's still going down to Florida.
Roger.
Oh, you know what?
Yeah,
Bill's going down to Florida too. This week.
He
Bill
is.
Val-
It's the same area.
Bill Vick. Oh yeah.
What if I said Don Reed?
Don
Reed.
Don Reed. R-E-E or E-I?
R-E-I-D. He's in a brother band.
Oh yeah, the old brother.
No. Flowers on the Wall.
Oh, that I got it.
Bed of Roses.
Got it. Got it.
Grammy Award-winning group.
You done right.
What's her name?
Here it is, right here.
She was called a scarlet woman by the people.
That's a Bed of Roses.
I keep hearing you're concerned about my happiness, but all that thought you're giving me is conscience, I guess. If I was walking in your shoes, I wouldn't worry none.
Sing it, boy.
While you and your friends are worried about me, I'm having lots of fun. Counting flowers on the wall, that don't bother me at all. Playing solitaire till dawn with a deck of 51. Smoking cigarettes and watching Captain Kangaroo. Now don't tell me.
And how about this one? What is this?
Whatever happened to Randolph Scott?
Randolph Scott, rest in peace. My brother Randy was called Randolph.
Everybody knows when you go to the show, you can't take the kids along.
Listen to that voice right there.
Great,
You got to
that's
sack
great.
up on that
Code
one, John.
of G, P, G, and R, and X, and you gotta know what the movie's about before you even go.
Woo!
Tex Ritter's gone and Disney's dead, and the screen is filled with sex. Whatever happened to Randolph Scott?
There it is right there. The Statler
Okay,
Brothers.
you know the other movie we need to put on our
Listen, I want to put on, we're talking about Copland, we're talking about White Lightning with Burt Reynolds.
and then Boogie Nights.
Nights.
And this is another one.
The Town for you.
The Town. This is another
Yeah,
one.
The Town.
This is a Mark Wahlberg movie that I bet you both of you have seen that I have not seen. I hear it's good. Somebody put it on their D3 Auto Sales text line. Invincible.
Oh, yeah.
It's not good.
Whoa.
I like it a lot.
Wow.
I like it, and I like it a lot.
I mean, that's two completely black and white responses.
Listen, if you do not get up for that movie, how much of it's made up, how much of it's whatever else, but it's what America's all about. This kid did not give up. He kept on going.
True
He had
story.
people telling him, "Suck it up. You're no good. You're not this and that." He took the opportunity, and he became a professional football player in probably one of the toughest teams in the history of the world.
We can ask Keith Jackson if that was around. No, that was in the 70s. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
yeah.
Do you know? I
You're
expect
not
Josh.
like Invincible about Josh.
Excuse me. Sorry.
Why did you not like the movie?
I thought it was just corny and hokey. And I don't think it's Mark Wahlberg's best performance. Yeah.
Do you know if I threw out the name Josh? Roger will not get this one, but if
You
I threw out
suck.
Mike Fisher. Mike Fisher.
Mike Fisher.
He's a professional athlete.
Yeah.
He happens to be married to a high-profile singer.
You darn right.
He's retired.
Oh,
now.
he was
Come on. Come on.
Nashville Predators.
Very good. Good job. I had a way to work through there.
Who is he married to? Carrie Underwood.
Carrie Underwood is correct.
Damn right.
Here's another movie, another birthday boy. There's a movie that I've not seen that everybody says is funny. Ron Livingston is 58. He's a superstar of two bona fide cult classics.
Oh, yeah.
He's Peter Gibbons in Office Space and Rob in Swingers. I've never seen Office Space. I hear this. I hear it's really funny. Huh? Not true?
It's not to me. I would.
I heard it's funny.
Can I say? Well, you just said it was very funny.
That's what I've heard. I heard it was very funny.
Okay.
The Office.
I
Space.
don't laugh out loud at it,
Gotcha.
but I dig it. And Swingers, how could Vegas, baby? How could you not?
I've watched a little bit of that. That's sort of.
They're exactly. That's exactly what both of them are.
Now this is a guy.
But like that movie last night with the Coen brothers. I say last night that I watched No Country for Old Men with the Coen brothers. The dialogue in that is almost like Robert. What's his name? Not Bobby Portis. What's the guy's name? Portis.
Yeah,
that wrote the book. True Grit. You know what I'm talking about?
No, he's a running back for
Say Clinton Portis.
He's a running back for the.
Absolutely. No.
His name Portis.
It's not Bobby Portis.
Come on, man.
That's what I'm trying.
It starts with a C.
Yeah, but is the first
Not
name or
Clint.
last name?
Not Clint.
Is his first name Portis or is his last name Portis?
Portis.
Somebody's going to get
As we look for that,
I'm not looking.
Roger Jeff Garland. Do you know who that is?
I do.
To me, he looks just like Gold, the guy who used to do ESPN in the morning, Goldberg.
Oh, sure. Okay.
Is that right, Goldberg? Is
Yeah,
that
yeah.
Yeah, he does.
It's not. It's Mike Greenberg.
What?
Mike Greenberg.
Yeah, but the other guy.
No,
he's
the
even-
other one, his
Mike.
partner.
Yeah. Mike Golick.
Golick.
yeah,
Golick.
that's it.
Yes, Golick. Yes, sir.
Goldberg.
That's Bill Goldberg, right? Yeah.
Hold on a second. Clear!
Yeah, you two are like, you're like, yeah.
Exactly.
You're like, no, stop
Nailed
sign,
it.
roll right through it.
I trusted Roger.
No.
I trusted it. You go, yeah, Goldberg.
No. I know what you're talking about, but I know who you're talking about.
I did.
He was a big one.
I did.
It's as simple as
Yes,
that. I didn't
Golick.
care if you got the name right. What do I care? Listen,
I just wanted to get his point in, so he's like, yeah, it's fine.
Nah, it's okay. Get to the story. Let me know what's going on. I could care less, but all I'm thinking of, I'm still thinking about Surge. And listen, wait, hold on. Give me a few minutes because I am listening to yesterday's Out of Bounds. So go ahead.
Yeah, Jeff Garland is on Curb Your Enthusiasm.
I like him. He got in trouble.
So it's Jeff Garland's birthday today. We're back to it.
He got in
Last but not
trouble.
least, Roger, do you remember this guy? And Josh, I don't know if you've ever heard of him. Kenny G. Kenny G. Oh, okay. I didn't know.
If you put on the, so like, you know, your TV has like preset music channels.
Yes.
And you have like Comcast, whatever.
Yes.
If you put on the jazz channel, which we always put on for our dog, so mail him out.
Kenny
A lot of Kenny G.
He was big for a while. I
He was
remember.
huge. Here's the deal. The only thing about them is, you remember when we were growing up, Baz, you had the, and we do not have it. You had the albums that they would sell on TV, not by original artists. Remember that?
Yeah. Oh,
so
yeah.
you'd have cover bands,
Oh, yeah.
so cover tunes, but you can't do that with him or Zamfir or any of the instrumental guys, because how do you know it's not them?
Sully, Steve Sullivan, our man, is listening out there.
Hey, Sully, what's going on, freak?
The diffuser himself, he says this spitballing is a hoot. That's what we do on this show. We do spitball.
Steve never listened to the show.
That's exactly right.
That's what we do every single time.
I think Sully knows.
But I knew
think Sully
exactly
knows.
what we're talking about.
Two of the last birthdays, two athletes. Kevin Falk.
Oh, yeah.
Extra point, Josh, if you can tell me where he went to college.
I
Played
can
for the
tell you-
Patriots.
Oh, I've got no idea where
Roger
went
Kevin
to college.
Falk.
He went to Ball State.
One of the biggest stud running backs in the history of the school. LSU, actually.
Really?
And Terry Holt.
Well, excuse me, they're Ball State.
Torrey
Terry Holt.
Holt.
Absolutely, Terry.
I'm sorry, Torrey. Yeah, thank you. Torrey Holt is.
Torrey Holt, there he is.
So when you think of Torrey Holt, what do you think of?
I think of
St. Louis Rams.
Yeah, the
greatest show on turf.
Yeah.
He was Kurt Warner's, I think, main receiver. I guess he finished his career with the Patriots. So, all right, we'll take a break, come back and wrap things up. Freddie Stone, Roger Stone, Sly and the Family Stone, Everyday People. Thank you.
What?
Is having a birthday today too. Freddie Stone, Sly and the Family Stone.
Freddie Stone. That's what you're trying to
Johnny
tell me.
Weissmuller.
Thank you.
Also on this day, Roger.
Say it right.
Weissmuller set a pair of world records in swimming, 100-yard and 220-yard. Before he became Tarzan, he was one of the fastest swimmers in the world. How about that?
He outswam crocodiles
Yes.
and hippos. And let me tell you something, a hippo's very fast.
A film that debuted on this day was one of my favorites. You guys, I know Josh hates it. Roger, you may like it or not. I love this movie, Land of the Lost. It's with Will
Ferrell one?
Serpentine.
That's the worst movie I've ever seen in
I
the
knew you
theater.
would like. I love it.
Well, guess what?
I love it.
We're
worst
reviewing
movie
it
I've ever
next
seen.
week.
Yeah.
It is
Danny-
it's so Danny McBride.
Danny McBride,
It's so
man.
terrible. His name is Officer Willen Holly.
Hey, Chaka.
Remember when he played a character, Officer Willen Holly, in another movie, which is Willen Holly.
Chaka.
Chaka.
Chaka's in
Salisa
there.
Staka.
Oh, my
Salisa
God.
Staka.
Oh,
and then
my
they
God.
had the gold Salisa Staka.
They did.
Who would talk to him. Will, you must hold on to the elder.
I'm telling you, those two together, McBride and Will Ferrell, are absolutely classic. Yeah.
How's the song go?
Oh, the one that they keep playing to find the
Marshall, Will, and Harley on a routine expedition high on a massive.
The power of Dell AI with Intel Inside is transforming the world of pro sports. Teams can see curveballs coming with predictive analytics. Coaches can use AI insights to help players improve their shots in real time. And fans can get more out of every winning moment with AI-enhanced replays. See how Dell Technologies with Intel Inside can power your wins at Dell.com/win.
Progressive knows you've got enough to worry about in life.
Hi, it's your life again. Feel like another year is just slipping away? Yeah, remember all those New Year's resolutions you made? You still haven't finished the first book. Just 19 more to go. I mean, if we're being honest, it wasn't a very realistic goal. Have you ever considered that you intentionally self-sabotage? So, what's that about?
So let Progressive protect your home and auto, because you've got enough to worry about. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers not available in all states.
Luxury Pool and Spa in Conway and Russellville have great rebates going on now for your pool with Pool Life and Bacquasil Pool Chemicals. They also carry Serona Spa Chemicals and Frog Systems. That's what I use in my spa. Live the life of luxury with Luxury Pool and Spa. Check them out online at luxurypoolarkansas.com.
This is Victoria Lee with Lion Legal. We provide exceptional communication and exceptional results in both the negotiating room and the courtroom. For exceptional results in growing your business, then add Sabrina Woodall with 1037 The Buzz to your pride. Call Sabrina 501-650-4971. Lion Legal and The Buzz. There is no one better to protect and grow your pride.
Cashback is not available on gas in New Jersey and Wisconsin. Hey, good morning. You're heading to the airport, right?
Yep, thanks for checking. I like the car. How long have you been a rideshare driver?
About 3 years now, but I really enjoy it.
Isn't it hard to make money these days with the price of gas being so high?
Not for me. I use Upside, the free app that gives you cash back for every gallon of gas you buy.
Wait a minute. Are you saying you actually get real money back when you get gas with the Upside app?
Yep, I get real cash back every time I get gas.
Does that actually add up to anything?
I'll make around $200 to $300.
Wow, that's serious extra cash. I'm downloading the Upside app now.
Download the free Upside app now to earn real cash back every time you buy gas. Use promo code TRUNK for an extra 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. You can cash out anytime right to your bank account, PayPal, or a gift card for Amazon and other brands. Just download the free Upside app and use promo code TRUNK for a 25 cents a gallon bonus on your first tank. That's code TRUNK.
Want to get in on the conversation? Shoot us a text at the D3 Auto Sales text line at 501-614-1037. D3 Auto Sales in Desart, the #1 independent dealer in the state, with the best prices and largest selection on pre-owned vehicles, including leveled and lifted trucks. Find them on Facebook. Whether it's football, baseball, or basketball, from high school to the pros, hit us up on the D3 Auto Sales text line.
Shop your favorite summer clothing brands at Fort Thompson. From Sitka, Patagonia, Local Boy, Marshwear, Drake, and many more. Fort Thompson's in Sherwood is looking forward to seeing you and taking care of all your needs. Shop local. Shop Fort Thompson.
At Capital Technology Group, we make your technology our priority. There are so many threats to IT these days, and we're here to help protect your data and devices. We're also by your side when things simply go wrong. Whether it's servers crashing or printers breaking, we cover it all for our clients in all types of businesses. And with over 80 years of history in Arkansas, you can trust Capital Technology Group to be your business technology partner. Sign up for a free consultation at captg.com.
Congratulations to Alan Gallardo Lopez of Fayetteville and Lily Bershears of Rogers for being named the All-Arkansas Preps Outstanding Players of the Year in Cross Country as chosen by the Arkansas Democrat-Gazette. They are among the 400 Arkansas high school athletes who will be honored at the All-Arkansas Preps Awards Banquet on Saturday, June 14th, sponsored by CHI St. Vincent. The event is emceed by Steve Sullivan with special guest David BAZZEL and linebacker for the New Orleans Saints, Tamaria Davis. To find out more about the athletes selected or to purchase tickets to the event, visit allarkansaspreps.com.
The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs, is back and happening July 19th from 5 to 8 p.m. at the State House Convention Center in downtown Little Rock. Your ticket includes a tasting cup and margarita samples from some of the best bars and restaurants in the city. Get your tickets now at Stubbs.net. Come sip, sample, and celebrate summer at the most refreshing event of the season. The Rock City Margarita Festival, presented by Oaklawn Hot Springs and brought to you in part by Tito's Handmade Vodka.
Can't listen to the radio? Don't worry. You can catch Morning Mayhem live every day. Just download the 1037 The Buzz app.
Stop worrying about your mustache and read a rule book. You're all terrible.
I love you, buddy.
I love that one. Na 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 na. Na 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 na.
Cajun Queen.
Somebody says here, Roger, the last 30 minutes have been more madness than mayhem. Love it, though. Here's another one. Where's it at? Sully was just sort of saying the same thing. Very funny. This is from a mailman, local mailman. Very funny. I had to just stop on my mail route to put my head down and laugh. Got asked if I was okay 4 times. Great show. Thank you. You know what? That's all we need in life is that kind of response.
That's right.
You know?
Thank you very much.
That's why we do what we do.
Here's the deal. We don't do it for the money.
That's right. That's right. Hey, tomorrow tonight we're gonna be, Roger will be in Hot Springs at Mainline Sports Bar doing trivia, 6:30 to 8.
I'm doing that for the money.
You can actually watch the World Series game between Texas and Texas Tech while you're doing trivia there if you want to see that at Mainline. A lot of TVs around.
Yeah,
I've got the FCA banquet tonight.
Can you see that on TV anywhere?
No.
Is it on streaming or anything?
It is not. I don't believe it. I think it's sold out, though, so look forward to helping the Fellowship of Christian Athletes out tonight. And then, Roger, both of you and I hightail it to Fayetteville tonight. Right. Tomorrow we'll have Courtney Deifel and other guests previewing the, not only obviously with Courtney Deifel we'll be talking about this past season, but Norm DeBryan possibly and some other folks talking about the big, listen, I would go get our guy Cam, but they've already done their segments and don't want to bother them, tomorrow, the day before the game. But get ready for the big Super Regional this weekend, so we'll be up there hanging out tomorrow. You get to go see your grandkids as well.
Maybe I'll have to hit up
you
Zach.
go see your grandkids,
Well,
yes.
I don't know if they're around. I don't know.
You get them there.
Listen.
Let me tell you what.
What are you going to tell me?
What Josh used to call you? Not Josh. Zach used to call you?
Rodney.
Good luck. Rodney?
I cannot believe that bothers you so much.
It does.
I'm going to have him call me that just in front of you. So tomorrow we'll be up that way. I'm going to pull a Baz and just stay up.
I know you can tell it.
Hey, it happens. Where do we know where the zone is today?
Where
Josh?
are they, Buddy Holly?
Buddy Holly, he's looking. They're on the road somewhere. I know that. Justin Akery's not back yet.
No.
It's DJ and Christian. We got to get this. Somebody says, I'll be there at 6:09. Thank you.
Yeah!
They're at Standing Firm Farms.
Oh, okay. That's where DJ is. Yeah, okay.
In
That's
Conway.
DJ's place. Yeah, that's DJ's place. It's a meat.
Are they checking in or no? They're not going to check in?
They should be on the tie line.
Well, let's find out.
DJ, you there?
DJ?
Hello?
Hey, Christian.
Oh, you got me? We're out here at New Zion Temple Church of God in Christ in Conway with Standing Firm Farms. Come by here. You can get you some ground beef. And on the show today, we will have Dr. Lawrence O'Malley and Mayor Frank Scott on. We'll also be
don't you
the
know?
Arkansas Super Regional, of course.
Well, it sounds like you got farming going on back there in the background. Is that
Are
right?
you on it? Is DJ on the tractor?
Christian, what do you think about the game tonight? Obviously, the NBA Finals start tonight. Who you going with?
I'm a Thunder fan, but I'm going to go with the Thunder in 5.
All right. Josh, you want to give your prediction now?
Thunder in 6.
Thunder in 6. Roger, what about you? Thunder or Pacers?
Listen, here's the deal. I want Pacers in Game 7.
you want a Game 7?
Well, you know what? 2 greatest words ever, except for the 2 words that is today, which is Friday Eve.
I think Oklahoma City wins this, and they roll. They might even sweep. Who knows? They might even sweep them.
Some would say the Thunder roll.
And a thunder
thank you, Christian.
And a lightning strikes.
I can't wait to get Christian versus Josh. We got to get that done. Good job, Roger. Thanks, everybody, for listening. We'll see you in Fayetteville tomorrow. Zone's up next.
Okay.